Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Combox Live, where the game lives on. I'm Behram Kazi, who you can find at Def Mango on Twitter, and with me is my colleague Shayan Ahmed Khan, who you can find at Tweets by Shayan on Twitter. And we are here on this live watch-along show to cover the El Clasico of the IPL, or what used to be the El Clasico of the IPL, Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings. It's kind of lost a bit of sting, the contest, Shayan, because both teams are struggling this season.
Oh yeah, not just this season, as a matter of fact, right? It's the last 3 seasons, I would say, where Mumbai finished 10th in 2024. Actually, Mumbai's decline has been ever since they won the trophy in 2020. They had a bad year in 22 and 24, and now 26 is also going really bad, right? 23 they made the playoffs, 25 also they made the playoffs, but I mean those are not the standards you expect from Mumbai Indians, the quality of players that they have and everything, right? Yeah. With Chennai, it's a bit odd because I don't think they've been a consistent team in the 2020s, but they've also won 2 trophies. That is in 21 and 23. But then in the other years, they've just not been up to it. I do think Chennai look better this year than they were looking last year. So maybe it's not all gone for them, and I feel like they can still push for a playoff spot. Today's game going to be really crucial for that if CSK are to make a remontada for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think obviously this game matters a bit more to CSK because theoretically they're in with a shot, but I don't see either team qualifying for the playoffs, honestly. With Mumbai, it's interesting because they are supposed to be a juggernaut and they still have a pretty talented squad. Yeah. Maybe a bit of an aging squad, but that's a separate conversation. Jasprit Bumrah has been going for runs. That's been a talking point. But with Chennai, I mean, that 2023 title was an interesting one. I quite enjoyed the final with Jadeja hitting the winning runs. But I suppose neither team is a juggernaut anymore, which maybe makes this contest slightly exciting because they're both flawed teams.
Yeah, it's always more fun to watch. Like, it's either the best teams in the competition going up versus each other, or teams who are on a similar level, like whether they're mid-table or like, for example, the KKR versus LSG game that I actually went to at the ground, that ended up being a super over, right? And that was like 9 versus 10, so I think that made sense. Also, I would just like to add one point. You said Bumrah has been going for runs. I actually do think he hasn't gone for too many runs. It's the one season, it's the one game, the last game where SRH played him really, really well and they constantly found boundaries against him. The issue with him has been he's not taken wickets, especially new ball wickets, right? So, wickets at the death, we know they don't matter as much, but Bumrah could get you wickets in every single phase of the game, and especially in the middle overs. I think both power play and middle overs, he's not really been a wicket-taking threat, I think, this IPL.
True. There's been another interesting selection call by CSK. They've dropped Akil Hussain for today. Yeah. And we were counting their bowlers, and you and I were kind of contemplating who the fifth bowler is. Is it a combination of Prashant Veer and Ramakrishna Ghosh? Doesn't make much sense to drop Akil because the foreign player quota isn't really being hurt. Like, you can still play 4 guys, and you could have brought in Sarfaraz as the impact sub.
But even if you play, let's say Akil Hussain is in the 11 and you want to play Matt Short, you can still do that, right? I'm not saying they should, but that option is always there. The other thing
They've got Noor, Overton.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I think one calculation I forgot. Yeah, correct. You're right.
Yeah. Who's the third guy? Noor, Overton, and?
They've got Brevis.
Dave
Overton,
Brevis. Yeah,
so I was not counting Noor for some reason.
Yeah. But like they could potentially bring in Short as their impact sub, but then again, I don't know, man. It's a bit confusing, and it's Chipok.
It is.
We know that it hasn't been turning much in Chipok in recent years, and Mumbai have won the toss. Hardik Pandya is elected to bat first. Do you think that's the right call?
Well, nothing's been going particularly great for them. Maybe they just want to score as many as they can and put pressure back on Chennai in the run chase. We know that Chennai also have a bit of an issue chasing those 200 plus totals, which are sort of becoming a norm now in the IPL. If you look at some of the top teams, they're chasing, like, for example, Punjab or RCB, they don't really have a problem chasing down 200. Even 220s, for example, like Punjab definitely, and Punjab have even done 260 now, right? So I think if we just compare it with those sorts of teams, I don't think Chennai are quite as equipped to chase those bigger totals down. But I think that's the rationale that I can give to you, that maybe that's what Mumbai are looking at, scoring 220, batting first.
In the very last game that Mumbai played, what was it, versus Sunrisers, if I'm not wrong?
Yeah,
and
correct. Again, Sunrisers, forgot to add them. Another great chasing team.
They did chase down a pretty big total, didn't they? Yep. So I think that Chennai aren't as equipped as the Sunrisers Hyderabad to do exactly that. But My worry is that if batting gets easier on this track, then they need to score well above par in the first innings, Mumbai.
Yeah, that they need to do. And this has been my issue sort of with Mumbai ever since the start of the season, that I don't think they particularly have a high ceiling with the bat. Some of that is because Suryakumar Yadav is no longer the Suryakumar Yadav he once was. Tilak Verma gets stuck a bit against spin whenever he's coming in. Rohit Sharma in the IPL, we all know he's never been that guy, and he's not even playing this game.
Yeah, he's not playing today. There's some disturbance with your audio, Shayan. Maybe you can unplug your mic and plug it back in again. I'm not sure because it's all robotic. But he does make a fair point that Tilak does get stuck versus spin. Sky has not been doing as well. Rohit isn't playing. So Mumbai Indians have a lot of issues in this season, and their season is going slightly worse than Chennai. Neither of these teams are really threatening to make it to the playoffs. But I'm interested to see these two bat together. Will Jacks and Ryan Rickelton. Rickelton fresh off a ton. And I think Will Jacks is also a very, very talented cricketer. Although England use him as this number 7 sort of filler of gaps. And he was Klusnering it in the T20 World Cup. Over here, he's opening the batting. But Ryan Rickelton looks in really, really fine touch, Shayan.
Yeah, he's played 2 superb knocks actually. The other day when he made the 100 and his 80 odd against Kolkata, I thought both of those innings have been superb. Maybe, again, it's not fair to criticize him for consistency. He's only played 6 innings, and of those 2, he's given you big contributions. QDK also chipped in for a bit, and he also got 100 actually. So maybe that has not really been much of a concern for them, has it? It's the second opener slot since Rohit has gone, and they've not really been, able to live up to it. Though Jacks was superb, yes, like in the last game that they played.
Here he is.
He had a great
swing and a miss first ball for Will Jacks.
Oh wow, are you on the fastest stream? I'm on the second one.
I am. No. Go to Indian Premier League 1. That's the stream you want
I
to
went
watch.
to 2 because they had the ads earlier on, so I was like, maybe that is the one.
Unless you see the mosque, Shayan, you don't need to switch. The mosque is your cue to switch streams.
So first ball, swing and a miss. Play and a miss.
Mukesh balls a dot. And I see a few cracks on the surface. I'm interested to see how this plays out. And the second ball is a dot as well. There is some swing on offer, slightly. And someone in the comments was saying that there's a breeze. Yeah. They were saying, Singer is saying that he sees that there's a breeze in Chipok, so swing bowling might get advantage. Well, let's see, because Mukesh is getting a hint of swing. That was a bit of a freebie wasted by Will Jacks, though.
Yeah.
Like it was straight down the pads.
Full ball.
Yeah, slot ball on the pads, misses out. Okay. And they're off the mark.
That was a better ball.
Yeah, better ball. Good shot as well. Just dabbed a third man for a single. And the Mumbai Indians are off the mark. 1 for none in 3 balls.
143 clicks, by the way. Did you see that? Not bad.
Not bad. Did you catch any of the action yesterday in the PSL?
No, not really. I haven't been up to speed. Well, give me some information.
It was a killer game. So Hyderabad,
I heard
the new team,
death bowling.
new PSL team, Hyderabad Kings, when they lost 4 on the bounce in the group stages, then they won 4 in a row, lost a game which was threatening their elimination via net run rate, and then they, despite that, won their last game by 86 plus runs. Like they needed to win it by at least 86 runs, and they won it, then qualified. Then they're in the final now, and yesterday Hunain Shah, middle brother in the Shah trio, Naseem, Hunain, Ubaid. Hunain defended 6 runs off the last over, which was quite spectacular.
That was amazing. Yeah, and Marnus is the captain, is he not?
Yes, sir. And Marnus he got super emotional.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Anyway, it's another dot for Mukesh Chaudhary. And so tell me some stuff about Prashant Veer and Ramakrishna Ghosh. Because before the stream started, I told Chayan, I don't even know these guys. So fill me in.
Yeah, so Prashant Veer is basically like the Ravi Jadeja replacement in a sense. Obviously, he's very young still, and they paid a lot of money to get him eventually in the auction, which means that other teams, he was also on the radar of the other teams, right? So, but they've not bowled him at all this tournament, and he's not actually had much of a hit, I believe. He's only batted in 2 innings, I want to say, and one of those was like a 40 odd versus RCB when they were chasing a big total game, was pretty much done and dusted by that point. But I think Rob and I were on that watch along, and we were like, yeah, this is some decent batting here. But
Okay.
that's pretty much what I am aware of for Prashant Ghosh. Ramakrishna Ghosh, actually, I haven't got much of him. I think someone in the comments was saying that he can bowl 135 clicks, fast bowling all-rounder. So maybe, we can bring that comment up and shed some light on that.
There is a super chat by Andy, and he's not too happy with Stephen Fleming, if someone could bring that up. So Andy says Fleming needs to be drug tested. He's back on the herb. How do you pick a team with 3 bowlers? Mumbai are winning this comfortably. Well, that's why I asked the question about Prashant and Ramakrishna Ghosh, right? Because I also, looking at the scorecard, thought they were a bowler short. But perhaps there's something that they know that we don't, right?
See, I wonder if Akil is injured or something. But if that was the case, would they just not say that at the toss?
Or would you not just play short? Because you can still get some overs from short versus lefties.
You can get some overs from him. Yeah. But where does he slot in the batting lineup? That's the issue, right? He's not going to open in this team. Maybe they can play him at 3 in this lineup.
Who's at 3
right
today?
now they have got, but they have Urvil already. Yeah, again, it's the same thing. They cannot play him at 3. Highest he can bat is at 4. And if he's batting at 4, that means Brevis 5, Dubey 6. I don't know how that works.
Anyway, the first over went
Keep
for
an
just
eye out on
one run.
Kamboj.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out on
I've
Kamboj,
heard
bro.
good stuff.
Bro, Naveen PD, exactly. He was saying Ghosh bowls 135 in-swingers. I can tell you that he is from Nashik, and he, in the recent list A competition, his stats are pretty impressive. He took 21 wickets in 11 games, average of 21.85, economy of 5.7. With the bat, he scored 246 runs at an average of 35, strike rate of 117. Could hit a few 4s and 6s. So some impressive stuff there.
Well, I'm watching Kamboj for the first time in this IPL season. I know he's done some good stuff. But this is a sedate start by Mumbai. Just one run, scored off 7 balls. The first over went for 1. Kamboj's first ball was a dot. 6 trees have been planted. And there we have it. Is that the first boundary? No! That's a wicket!
That's gone.
Kamboj strikes. Will Jacks has to depart for a 5-ball 1. And Chennai are off the mark in fine fashion.
Yep. Again, it's that good length, slightly outside off. So if you go back and watch the last Chennai versus Mumbai game, that's why I couldn't complete my sentence. We got distracted and started talking about Ramakrishna Ghosh. But my point was that in the last time they played, there was this, I believe it's the 7th over where he bowls to Suryakumar Yadav, and he just nails that test match length top of off. And Sky had no clue what was happening, right? So just keep an eye out on that matchup, because this guy, when he's on it, he can be really consistent. And even last year, lots of people were impressed by the way, he was setting up and everything. And he even got a call-up and played a test match for India in England, right? That test, the issue was he was not at his best speed. I still think maybe they want to look at him as a prospect if he can be a consistent bowler across formats.
I completely blocked that out, bro. You're right. We have seen this guy bowl in Test cricket, and I completely forgot all about that. And we covered that Test series quite extensively as well. But anyway, Jax is gone. That was a pretty good catch. Was that Ghosh? Yes, as confirmed by Sports Fan. It was Ramakrishna Ghosh. And we haven't seen some great catches. I mean, we've seen a lot of drops this season. But that was a good one. Yeah, Rob Barron would be proud of that catch.
No, see, the way Rob Barron
or Rob Barron will not be proud. He will say that this is just regulation stuff. You should
exactly. Now you got it. That's the way it goes with him, bro. The day I realized the way he thinks about catching and the way the rest of us think about catching is different is there's this one game in the T20 World Cup where Phil Salt covers 20 meters ground or 16 meters ground or something like that. He couldn't take that catch, and then he was like, "That's a drop." I was like, huh? Really?
Sometimes there's a cotton bowled opportunity which brushes a fingernail, and Barron calls it a drop. Right?
Yeah.
So
even with the runouts, he's a bit strict. I've realized this one.
Yeah. All right. Namandhir is in. First ball is a dot. And we have another super chat if someone could bring that up. It's by Bart8881. He says, Behram, it was poetic justice that you and Saad were back on the stream together to call the Hyderabad heist. Hope all's well with you. All is well. Thanks, bro. And yeah, man, it was so entertaining. Yesterday's watch-along was one of the best watch-alongs I've ever been on in pro sports. And the game ebbed and flowed in an insane fashion. Hyderabad were down. Then they rose back up from the dead. And then Islamabad fought their way back. They should have won it. 6 needed of the last over. And then Hunain bowls those Yorkers. And with such confidence and there's just something electric about Hyderabad. Like it's magnetic almost that it draws you towards them. I'm supporting them. I'm rooting for them. Even though I know Babar could win a maiden T20 trophy as captain with Peshawar, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of rooting for Hyderabad. But thanks for the super chat, buddy. And we have a first boundary in the game as well.
Yep. Fuller one. Not quite a controlled shot, I want to say.
Yeah.
It's like sort of the inside edge.
Bit of an inside edge, yep.
Yeah.
But Namandhir will take them whatever way they come, and Mumbai will as well because they are still 5 runs with the loss of 1 wicket in 1.4 overs. So that's not
some good
particularly...
bowling so far, I would have to say that.
Yeah.
They've been like couple of balls maybe you could argue they could have gotten away, but largely speaking, I think their lengths and lines so far look fine.
Yep, good start for Chennai. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a
another
good one. That's a really good one.
Yep.
Beats the inside edge of Namandhir's bat. Dotathon thus far, we've seen 11 deliveries, we've seen a wicket, and we've just seen 5 runs scored.
Yeah.
Imagine if Hyderabad,
They're showing on the
Hyderabad
screen,
wins
right?
both the PSL and the IPL. How crazy would that be?
That would be a bit of a funny arc. Yes.
Kind of like Sunrisers, man. I mean, who doesn't, right? Like, who doesn't
They're
like to watch
entertaining
those
to
guys
watch.
bat?
They're entertaining to watch. Yeah, definitely. Even their bowling of late has been exciting, right? With Ishan Malinga has been talk of the town, and of course the new debutants of this season, Praful Hinge and Saqib, especially Saqib Hussain. He's been like he's been really good for sure so far. Even Shivang Kumar, the left-arm spinner, they've got a bunch of new young guys as well. So I think they're definitely shaping up as a nice team. Initially, I did not rate their bowling attack at all. I was like, bro, this is like a Syed Mushtaq Ali level of bowling attack, to be very honest. Because see, the issue at that time was they had Unad Kurt and they had Harshal Patel. We know they've played a lot of IPL cricket, but like they were going for a lot of runs in that very first game. The way RCB chased on the target, I was like, maybe I was just being reactionary or whatever, but Sunrisers bowling was a concern. And then once they got in the debutants, they're still going for runs. It's not that their bowling has massively improved or anything. But
no disrespect to Harshal Patel. I think he's a very decent, slower bowler, a slow ball bowler. But his floor is the Marianas Trench, right? Like we know if he's having a bad day, he is going to concede a lot of runs. So I feel like there's some more stability in that bowling attack now. And some of these new boys like Shakib and Praful, they've done quite well.
Shakib especially, I feel like he's been talk of the town a bit more than Praful. So some of the attributes that he's shown so far.
Yeah, really good over by Kamboj in the previous over, and there were 2 dot balls to end. He beat
another play and a miss
twice. That's been the story of this innings, and not looking too good out there. Mumbai Indians 5 for 1 and 2.1 overs. Kamboj got the ball to seam off the deck. Mukesh is getting a hint of swing, but this one, just about like it did kind of straighten up the Kamboj delivery.
The one they almost got the inside edge, no, not.
It's getting some seam.
Actually, if you looked at I'm not aware actually what pitch they've gone with today, but the Chepauk wicket last game when they were playing the day game, that was a mixed soil surface, and that was definitely not an easy wicket to bat.
That's a shot. Up and over, extra cover for 6 by Ryan Rickleton. Finally, we have a 6 in the game, the first one.
Yep.
Nice one. Oh, we have an ad in
fitting.
between.
It's come off his bat because he's been like one of their main guys so far.
I really like or enjoy watching Ryan Rickleton bat. I rate him quite highly. He was really, really good in the SA20. And then I remember he wasn't originally picked up, right, by South Africa for the T20 World Cup squad. Then they did bring him back in. And I can't remember, but I want to say he had a decent campaign.
He had a decent campaign, even I think. So actually, it's that Afghanistan game where he comes in at 3, and I think he has a solid contribution, I want to say.
And this time it's pulled away for back-to-back 6s. Ryan Rickleton, hello to you too.
Yep. I think this arc is also really good. Is a really good one for him. This long on to mid wicket. In the last game in particular, he was scoring loads of boundaries there in that region.
Yeah. Well, these were much needed 6s from Mumbai's perspective, but equally good shots. And Rickleton was up to the mark. The first one was a bit better. I always prefer 6s over extra cover to pull shots for 6.
They're harder to hit, I want to say, right? In T20 cricket.
Yeah. There's another super chat by Kunal. This time it's just a single. No, it isn't. Oh, is that a chance? Oof. Nearly. I'm not sure if he had made his ground, but the ball never hit the stumps. So I suppose it's a futile exercise. But good stuff, Chennai. They're still switched on. And the super chat by Kunal says 225 is the new 125 question mark. Make IPL interesting again. I think it would be fair to say that 70 in the power play is the new 60 in the power play.
Yeah, I think so. That's a fair statement, I think. But I wouldn't say 225 is the new 125. I think 225 is the new 180. I think if Varun was around, he could get us the actual, percentile of the numbers and where that stands. But I think it's fair to say, no, I wouldn't say 225 still. I would say 220 is more like a 180 these days. Especially if we compare it to like the last cycle. I think chasing 180 used to be a big deal, like say 5, 6, 7 years ago, right? It's like,
So,
oh wow,
Jared-
this team chased 180.
Jared mentioned the other day, and I didn't even know this, that prior to the impact sub, the PSL was a higher scoring league than the IPL. And
that
since
was.
then, the IPL has gone berserk, rightly so. And right now, I just feel like, even if you take the impact sub out, it's going to be a higher scoring league because it's just the quality
will
and,
Yeah, I think
because a lot of people
what's
say
happening is the new guys that are coming, they've got like insane gears and they're training to bat this way. I
Yes.
mean, you wouldn't see a Priyansh Arya or a Vaibhav Suryavanshi prototype of a player only in the first place because of how T20 cricket was played. Now I agree, definitely they could have more balance in the pitches. They can have, they can remove the impact sub rule now maybe at this point if it's becoming a bit too unbalanced. I think that's more than fair to say, but you look at India, for example, right, in the T20 World Cup, there was no impact sub in the T20 World Cup.
Exactly.
India gunned down 250 in the 2 knockout games. Did they not?
You know what, Shayan? I've seen a lot of pundits make the case that the impact sub rule is bad. It gets rid of all rounders. I always counter that by saying that it gets rid of the shit all rounders, not the
Yeah,
good
I agree.
ones. And secondly, I do feel like with respect to Indian batters unlocking this new gear, the impact sub has liberated them, but it does not mean that they
100%.
will bat differently without it. And India's T20I side is proof of that.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it. I wouldn't say that holds for all the batters. It depends from player to player. Like we've been talking about KL Rahul or Virat Kohli. They've also been superb. Like the way they have evolved them. KL especially this season and Kohli since the last, like the middle of 2024, they've evolved their games. But Kohli himself in an interview, I was actually listening to that clip today. He was saying that the reason I can play at a strike rate of 200 in the power play is because I know there is batting till number 8. So definitely that brings a tactical shift. But if the run rate is going high anyway, even if you remove the impact sub, then these guys are smart enough to know that they have to change their game, right? At a certain point, you can't keep playing the old style of cricket. So to
And
say.
it's the new
Lots
breed of
players have caught
batters,
up now.
especially the young Indian batters who are very fearless. And you had one Abhishek Sharma a couple of seasons ago, and now you have like 8, right? Like at least 8. Let's count them. You've got Prabh Simran, you've got
It's
Priyansh
not 8,
Arya. It's
It's
not
3,
8, but
it's
Prabh Simran, Priyansh Arya,
He's very good.
Vaibhav.
Yeah. Prabh is very good.
Vaibhav. I'd throw in what's his face, man? Forgotten his name. I've said Vaibhav and the 2 Punjab boys.
Bro, Vaibhav, Arya,
Arya.
and
No, no,
Abhishek.
sorry.
These 3 guys,
Ayush Matre also plays quite quick.
yeah, he plays quick. But he's not like a 200 plus strike rate player as consistently as these other 3 are. This season at least. Arya, it's the 3 left-handed batters for me. It's Abhishek, Arya and Vaibhav who are like going at 200 plus very comfortably. 220 plus even at times.
I'd chuck in Matre in there as well, but I get your point.
I would say Matre, Prabh Simran, even Samson to an extent, the new version of KL
Alright.
Rahul, they would be in the next.
That has been walloped over long on for 6 by Naman Dheer, his first maximum and boundary, I reckon, of this evening. And finally, Mumbai have got to move on. They are now 27 for 1 in 3.2 overs, and it feels like we might just get a good score now.
We can.
Good shot.
Lots of things will depend on the entry points and everything, right? Because Chennai they have Noor at least. Today they don't have Akil, otherwise he would have been opening in the power play as well. But the point being, they can tie Mumbai down with spin, and Sky and Tilak, they're not quite best equipped to face that. If Tilak can come in at the death, I still feel like there is good value in him. Or he can do that thing of if he takes his time against spinners in the middle overs, like the game he played against Gujarat, right? Where he was like batting at a runner ball and then had insane acceleration. Now that style of play is flawed in itself because it may or may not come off every single day. But the day it comes off, it's definitely worth it, I think.
Also, we forgot Ishan Kishan.
Oh yeah, he would be, I would say, actually, he's the bridge. He is not as much
Is
of
he?
a lunatic batter. No,
I
don't
think I think he qualifies as a lunatic batter now, man.
No, I love Ishan Kishan. Okay, I actually did the whole piece on him, and I've been following
amongst
his...
all of these guys, Ishan Kishan is the guy who I enjoy watching bat the most.
That is fair. I've got no issues with that. I would say maybe Abhishek in T20s is quite entertaining, and Vaibhav. I mean, these days I think Vaibhav is the talk of town, so there's absolutely no denying that.
Yeah.
But I would say Kishan is more in the middle of. So you've got your first tier where you've got Abhishek, Vaibhav, and Arya. Then you've got Kishan somewhere in the middle, and he's also batting at 3, right? So I didn't include him in. And you can actually throw in Devdutt these days as well. He's been quite the batter at number 3. Obviously, you can't say he's in the Kishan tier just yet. This season he is. Generally, it's you want to see a bit more, but that's where you are at. And then you've got the Prabh Simran, Sanju Samson. This season, KL Rahul. Maybe if you want to stretch it, you can say Virat Kohli as well. These not. It's funny, you want to call them anchors with the way the other lunatics are going, but they're the guys that'll take on the innings in the power play, right?
We nearly had a run out over there. In fact, I think Kamboj had more time.
Yep.
Not sure he knew he had more time. Rickleton was way out of his
gave
crease.
up. Yeah, so he sort of gave up, did he not?
So that does count as a missed opportunity.
Yeah, that was a missed one for sure.
Let's see the replay over here. Well,
he did throw it instantly, to be fair.
Yeah,
he did throw it instantly.
I can see why he threw it instantly, because he couldn't have guessed that Rickleton will give up.
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
Yeah, Varun, we spoke about Prabh Simran, bro. And why aren't you joining us? Why are you being this weird dude in the comments?
No, Prabh Simran, Varun only has been actually, some of the stuff that I'm saying, it's because of the chats I've been having with this guy all the time. And we're like, Prabh Simran is more in the second tier where he's not as, he can, I am not saying he doesn't have a higher rear, right? Because we know even Samson, even KL sometimes, like these guys can go really hard on their days, but I think that freak gear is a freak gear, and it's just those 3 guys for me right now.
Well, I've been calling him Peak Simran.
Oh yeah,
because he's been peaking.
He's really good, bro.
I did not know he's only 25 years of age, man. In my
Bro,
head,
he
Prabh
was very
Simran
good last year as well, in fact.
Yeah.
It's
I
that
remember.
partnership that clicked for Punjab last season as well.
Yeah.
And again, they are the fastest scoring partnership by a mile in this IPL, by the way. Just to put it into context, when we've seen some other gun partnerships as well, right? Like we literally have Travis Sheikh, and they're outscoring Travis Sheikh by a mile. I know Head has not had a good IPL this year, but the point being that they were the benchmark back in 2024, and now these guys have gone so far ahead even of them.
They are the new Travis Sheikh.
They are the new Travis Sheikh, I would say that. Yeah. Also, obviously Vaibhav, Suryavanshi and Jaiswal. Yeah.
They should have a name.
I completely forgot Jaiswal and Gill as well. Gill, I would say, is as much of a freak as some of the other guys. Some of these other
the
guys,
other day,
of course.
Gill was 35 of 10.
Exactly.
I was on the watch along that day.
He was
and
35
all of
of
us were
10.
shocked. We did not know how to process it.
And the very same game, Virat Kohli also got 5 boundaries of Rabada in the second over, right? So, these guys also, they know when they have to go hard, they can go really, really hard.
Yeah. Oh, Yorker by Prashant Veer. Okay, now I have to focus a bit. I want to watch this guy. You called him the new Jadeja.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Well, he's the new Jadeja because he's the left-arm finger spinner who can bat.
Yeah. Well, he's the new Jadeja for CSK, surely.
2 fuller balls
Right.
to start.
That's
Yorkerish.
2 dots in a row. That one Rickleton kind of misses out on. He could have lifted
You can
this.
say that.
Yeah. But Mumbai is still 29 for 1 and 4.2 overs despite those 6s in between. So this is still quite paltry.
Oh yeah, for sure. 29 is nowadays, it's like, bro, what is happening?
Yeah. All right.
You
it's
can
in
always
the air.
come back in a T20 though.
And it's 6. Slog swept for 6 by Ryan Rickleton.
Yep. No, I wouldn't call it a slog sweep though. It felt like more of a conventional sweep, did it not?
Yeah, aerial conventional sweep.
Yeah, aerial conventional sweep, I would say. Because it is a conventional sweep, but in the air. Because the slog sweep, the arc would only change, no?
Yeah.
You'd play it towards that mid-wicket zone.
Yep. Batters these days slog sweep the ball for 6 over long on.
I observed your thing where, you were like, it's in the air. And then you waited. Jared and I were having a discussion on just this yesterday because it's a good commentary trick, actually. You don't want to look like a fool where you think it's gone for a 6 when it's actually out and vice versa. So it's just like you wait. Like, it's in the air. in the air.
I genuinely did not know if he had timed that well enough, so that's why I went with that. But
No,
I didn't
that
think
is
about
what
it
I'm
that
saying,
much.
right?
This is a slog sweep, and it's a 6.
Yeah. Your long on thing
So-
has also come true. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
I agree. You can hit a slog sweep towards long on as well, definitely.
Yeah.
It's that arc
All
again,
right.
the mid wicket to long on arc.
Yeah, I would say mid wicket to almost straight. I've seen some
Yeah, even
batters
straight.
even
Even Kohli has
slog
got
sweep
that
it
shot,
straight.
right? Very
Yeah.
like not a slog sweep, I want to say. It's like an on drive as well, but it can extend to become a slog sweep too.
So-
I remember he played 2 of those in the Mumbai games.
Got back, or well, 2 sixes in this Prashant Veer over. And Rickleton goes again. Has he got enough bat on
Yep.
this? Yes, he has. That's 3 maximums in the over for Ryan Rickleton, and Prashant Veer is off to a very torrid start. All of a sudden, Mumbai are 47 for 1 and 5 overs. So it's not looking that bad, this power play anymore.
Yeah, changed real quick, right? In the last 4 balls.
Looks all right now. Do they give Kamboj a third?
You also want to use him at the back end, I want to say. I don't think you give him the third just yet. Maybe you give Mukesh another one. But wait, is it the ends?
This is the
yeah.
last. No, this would be
Yes, you can.
Kamboj's end, right? Because Prashant came on for
Yeah.
Mukesh.
But Mukesh is bowling this one, exactly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so he's coming in to bowl in the power play. That's my rationale as well. That's what I was saying.
And
that he
and
can
Kamboj,
complete
I'm
his three in
guessing
the power play.
he does well at the death as well.
He's been decent this IPL for sure at the death as well. I would have to look up the numbers, and I know in the RCB game for a fact that he got the wicket of Tim David where it was a no ball, and then they really took him on. But largely speaking, I don't think he's been bad at the death.
Well, 1 for 13 and 2 power play overs for Anshul Kamboj as things stand. But let's see if Mukesh can finish off the power play with another wicket,
Mukesh
or
is-
Naman Dheer can take him on.
Bro, I want to say Mukesh is a bit more like Khalil, where you want to get as many of his power play overs
Right.
done and dusted. That's the impression that I'm getting.
He's also left armour, so
Yep, left
quite an
armour can
interesting
get the ball to
comparison.
swing.
He's quicker than Khalil.
That's a fair point, I think.
But Khalil is the sort of
140.
guy who I'd probably bowl 4 on the bounce. You know, I
even
wouldn't even
that.
save an over.
Makes sense. Yeah, agreed, actually. So, in this IPL, let's look up 17 to 20 overs. Now Kamboj has come in.
Yeah, let's check that. Might as well.
Yep.
And that has been flicked aerially by Naman Dheer for another 6. Mumbai have been dealing in 6s after a circumspect start, and almost, within a blink of an eye, they find themselves 53 for 1 and 5.2 overs.
Bro, how many 4s have they hit today? Have they hit a single 4? I don't genuinely feel there's a single 4 today.
Maybe
I'll look
that
this up
ugly
later.
4, the inside edge 4 that we saw earlier
Oh,
on.
yes, you're right. 1 4 and 7 6s so far. Correct.
Beautiful.
Yeah. This is modern T20 for you. Lots of 6s. Lots of action. Wait.
This is indeed the catch-up power play, Rahul. You are correct.
Oh,
Squares
yeah.
him up. Loud appeal, but I think that pitched outside leg stump. Shy at the stumps as well, and just a single.
No, definitely outside leg. So in this IPL, Kamboj from over 17 to 20, he's gone at only he's only gone for 90 runs in 64 balls. So his economy is only 8.44, and he's picked up 8 wickets as well. So definitely really solid numbers for him
Good
at the
stuff.
back end. Rickleton
Yeah,
also has got 25 sixes, by the way, in this IPL. They're just showing that on the screen.
This is an
He's
interesting
missed games, so that's an impressive one.
Yeah. This is an interesting comment by Tanim, who says Akil is different, though he has pretty decent record against lefties. You know why? Because he's got that seam up delivery.
Yeah.
So against lefties, he bowls the seam up delivery, which he kind of shapes away from the lefties. And I think I am waiting for the day where we see lots of slow left armers who are not just one-dimensional.
Oh, look at Krunal Pandya, bro. He's bowling 120
He's bowling
kmph
bouncers.
bouncers.
But I'm waiting for a slow left armour to just nail the carom ball, for instance.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That would be great.
Who was the left arm spinner who had a carom ball, bro? Was it Sai
Sai?
Kishore?
Sai
I
Kishore,
have a feeling he had it. He has not played only this IPL, bro. That has been
full
one
toss, wasted. Shouldn't have wasted that full toss, Rickleton. Last ball of the power play coming up. Mumbai 56 for 1 and 5.5 overs.
of the Sai Kishore carom ball. Yeah, he has a carom ball, certainly. Yeah. You get that instantly when you search this. You can look at
Okay.
Chennai's other death bowling options as well in the meantime.
Is Gurjapneet playing?
He's not playing today, no?
Oh. All right, last ball of the power play is a single, which means that Mumbai have racked up 57 for 1 in the power play. I would say that's slightly below par, the way this IPL has gone.
Oh, of course. It is below par.
Yeah.
But
But
by modern IPL
versus
standards, it is.
versus CSK, it might be par.
That's what I was going to say. And I would say exactly the same thing if Chennai were batting first, because Mumbai have got a similar sort of an issue where, and they've actually got even more of an issue. I think they just get stuck really, really bad in some of these run chases. They almost need a freak show to rescue them because they were going nowhere. And like I feel like even last season this was happening a bit where that Sky and Tilak partnership, whenever they are batting together, they keep batting like at a comfortable brisk pace where you're like, not brisk pace, like a normal slow pace, and you're like, maybe they'll catch up, but they never catch up. And they get out at the exactly wrong time.
Okay, Noor is in for the first time today. Noor could bowl a death over, maybe.
He can give you one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Noor's got 55 wickets in 46 matches in the IPL. Economy of 8.2.
Overton, oh yeah, we forgot Overton. He can both middle
yeah,
and
Jamie
death,
Overton's
that's
there.
sorted. Yeah, so
We need
Kamboj can
Jared
give you
on.
2. Overton can give you 1, or maybe even 2 if you need. And you have the option of Noor as well. I think that's fair.
Overton's got the slower bumper. That works at
Bro,
the death.
Overton has been good this IPL as well. I feel like he's also had a solid year. Actually.
Anyway.
If there was just one ball that I will always remember, that one ball for Overton this season where he bowled to David Miller and was like a 145 clicks delivery and it kept low, and that got Miller bowled in that run chase, the Chennai versus Delhi game. So that was one ball that I just cannot forget. And he, I know we talk about how, in analysis we say that passion and all, maybe some of these things are sometimes overblown and everything. I agree, we need to have the right balance in those things. But Overton has come across as the player who wants to play for the badge, who really cares about playing for CSK. And even Sarfaraz is another one of those guys. Been seeing tweets from CSK fans where they've mentioned this a lot of times, and I think I get the point certainly. That also matters, right? If you're not like say an elite player, but if you're a good player, or if you're an average player. Not saying in a bad sense. I'm saying average, like literally the league average.
Oh my God, what have you done? Who was it? Who's the culprit?
Dubey, I want to say
Shivam
Dubey.
Dubey has dropped
Bro.
an absolute dolly.
What is happening? Come on.
The dolliest of dollies. And Naman Dhir should have been making his way back to the pavilion, but he's got a single instead. He was positioned at short third. That ball came to him. Oh my God. It didn't even have a lot of speed on it, man.
Yeah,
Should have been snapped up. And he's dropped it. And Rob Barron somewhere is dying a slow death.
Oh yes, he would be mad at this one for sure. Absolutely, no doubt. Oh, what a shot. He couldn't
Well,
get
for
a 4,
nothing,
but yeah.
Man, I get it. I get why Rob Barron loses his
Yeah,
marbles.
when you
because
see
this
these
sort
catches,
of drop catch.
then you're like, yeah.
Shivam
you get
Dubey. Boy, oh boy.
Come on, bro. You had that. You can't even make the professional cricketers thing where a professional cricketer should have caught that.
I would have caught that.
Who has a motor skills, every person with decent motor skills should have caught that.
Got a wicket. And Ryan Rickleton will have to depart now.
Well,
I would
he's
say an
relaxing
okay.
now.
It was a decent
What is this
24.
elevation, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. But a decent 24 ball 37 for Rickleton. And
Decent
he's been
ball.
caught at fine leg. Noor strikes in his first over. Mumbai 2 down for 59 and 6.4.
Yeah. Now might be a good time to get Prashant actually, bro. Because the Sky has to come in now. And maybe versus Dheer and Sky, they can get spinners in for a bit.
Maybe they can.
Yeah.
I actually want to see a really solid bowling performance from Noor today because it's been a while since I've seen one.
He actually had a couple of good games, I want to say, this IPL, but yeah, largely speaking, he's not been at that level for sure.
But this is a big wicket. Ryan Rickleton was a man in form, and if he's just gone for 37 of 24, that means
That's
that
a big one.
Sky's going to come out now?
I want to say it's him, yeah.
Yeah.
Surely
it
he
is
makes
Sky.
more sense. Yeah, it's him. Surely makes more sense to pick him rather than Tilak. For this
Tilak is the
one.
new number 5, right? That's his new role.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, he has batted at 5 a lot for Mumbai even previously. The way they've always been set up, it's been a very similar sort of batting lineup for them for a while, no? It's like they have had here at 3 even in the past sometimes. I know there's been Tilak has batted sort of everywhere from Mumbai, but 5 is definitely a role he has done before. I think that's a better entry point for him actually, where he can do that finishing anchor job, and Varun will be very triggered by the term finishing anchor. That's his new agenda. The man for the first
Didn't
2 years
he
that I
create
knew him,
it?
no, listen to me. No, for the first 2 years that he came in, he had the anchor agenda in full flow, right? And then in this year, he has started. He's like, bro, we always shit on like normal anchors. Why don't we also troll finishing anchors? Because they're also taking up balls. They're also starting slow and everything. So like, that's
Well,
now his new agenda.
Sky's off the mark with a boundary. It's been
That's a good shot.
cut late for 4.
Yep.
And Mumbai now 63 for 2 and 6.5.
They really need runs from him, bro, because
No, Sky has been ground for quite a while, hasn't he? He's definitely not
that
in
he
Sky.
has been. Bro, see, it's been a very weird when we're in 2025. He had a superb IPL. He was one of the best batters in the league, and
Yeah.
he scored like 700 plus runs. Had a great clip. But for
Sky
India, he
was
was not
the-
doing anything that year.
Sky was
MVP
the
as well.
anomaly before Abhishek, right? We've talked about this.
Agreed. For
Anyway, there's a
sure.
super chat
But-
by Rudra Patel.
In a different role, but yes, I agree.
You could bring that up. Yeah, of course, in a different role. Rudra says, tactical drop from Dubey to get rid of Rickleton. I mean, can't disagree with that logic, right? Like, Chennai would much rather have Rickleton's wicket than Namandhir.
Oh, that is for sure. Not even close.
Yeah. Anyway, 7 overs gone. Mumbai 63 for 2. So decent, not more than decent first over for Noor Ahmed. Conceded 6 runs, took a wicket, took a big wicket. Spiritually took 2 wickets, right?
Definitely.
Okay. Who do we have up next? Who do you got, CSK?
Will they get in Prashant Veer now? They also have
Are
the
there
option
any
of going for
lefties?
Overton.
No
Yeah,
lefties. They
Prashant
could
now is
have-
a decent time to get him in. Yeah. No lefties. Even beyond just that, you want to bowl some spin right now. You know.
Yeah. There's some background noise, Shan. Okay. Dot ball for Prashant. Send in some fun super chats, guys. Make Shayan and me play a game. Construct an 11. Let's have some fun. I have a weird feeling this is going to be one of those 180 games.
It could be. I don't mind seeing that. Actually, Varun and I keep talking about this, and we're like, we need to see variety in the IPL more than actually lower average scores in a sense, because you want to see different skills being tested.
Yeah.
That was
Anyway,
a classic
4,
shot, bro. Wow.
That was a very, very good shot. 4 over extra cover for Namandhir.
Inside
I
out.
agree it gets monotonous, right? But then Murli made a point that the IPL needs these big scores and all these sixes for marketing. I'm not sure if I entirely agree with him, because I think cricket fans will always love diversity in conditions and diversity in this kind of games that they get to witness. If you see too much of the same thing, everyone gets a bit bored.
Yeah. To be fair, though, I will say we've seen decent enough variety this IPL. We just had the Run Fest game last Saturday, right? And then the day after that, we had the 2 low-scoring ones. Then we had the RCB 75 all-out game where they almost got Delhi 49 all-out. They were like 8 for 6 and then 13 for 6 after the power play. And then we've seen 220s being chased down. We've seen all sorts of games. I mean, at a certain point, we can expect for more variety from the wickets, I want to say. I think that's more than fair to say because, see, I think one of the big issues with the IPL, I feel like for me personally, I don't know if it's a general consensus thing, but in the last 3 years, Chepauk has not spun much. Now, last game was a bit of an exception where it definitely, played much better, and it was a day game as well. They had that mixed oil wicket. But Chepauk not spinning means that's one ground for you that's down in terms of the variety that you used to have earlier.
True.
Even you can count Eden Gardens to an extent because in the Gambhir era they used to go with the spinners and all the slower bowlers and everything and they had their title wins and success. You can throw in Hyderabad as well, right? Where the Uppal Stadium they used to be a completely bowling team and batting was carried by David Warner and a bit by Shikhar Dhawan as well. So the point being that when we had this sort of variety, the league was probably more fun to watch in a sense. But then I also don't agree that we had some uniquely great bowling attacks in the past. I mean, go and look back at the scorecards for some of the old IPLs. I mean, I just shared one recently where Shikhar Dhawan was opening the bowling and he even got a wicket. So, I mean, come on, guys. You cannot tell me that we've always had elite bowling attacks. But I feel like maybe the right balance was somewhere from 2018 to 20 2 might be it. Though we also had UAE leg games then, so maybe
I
not
mean,
quite.
I can't complain, Shayan. The 2 games before this one that I've been on for, in one of them we saw RCB bowl out
Yeah,
DC
75.
for 75, and then I saw RCB getting bowled out for 155. And
Oh yeah, that's
the way
amazing.
this innings is going, there's a pretty big chance we won't see 200 again today.
I mean, I wouldn't rule out 200 just yet because the way we
Of course
see
not.
teams just get
Yeah.
down 200, that's possible. But
But there is a chance that we might not
yeah,
see it, because
definitely a
sometimes
chance.
teams are 85 or maybe even more than that, like 108 overs. So in that sort of scenario, you'd like a team would have to do poorly, really poorly, and then still get 200.
yeah, that is fair.
Anyway, here's the last ball of Prashant's over.
What do you think? What do you make of Rutu's captaincy so far? His captaincy has been really been criticized. Lots of fans, lots of experts, they've been very critical of him so far. And I have also been, vocal about my criticism for him. But I think today it seems fine.
I wouldn't have given Prashant Veer an over in the power play, especially with the red hot
That's
Wickleton
fair, yeah.
around, who
That's
is a
fair, I
left-handed
agree.
batter. So you're giving him the matchup that he wants.
Oh,
and
good player of
he
spin too.
Does
Rickleton
yeah,
likes
good player of
spin.
spin. Smashed 3 sixes in the over, so that is a kind of a fuck up, right?
But the thing is, bro, these things are also easier to say in hindsight, no?
No,
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
if you've got a hard-hitting left-handed batter who does enjoy spin, you don't feed him a slow left armer in the power play.
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah, so I wouldn't
No,
have given
I'm
him
saying
that
if
over.
you're
Other than
saying
that,
he went for 18, if you believe that even before that over started, then I think it's more than fair to say that.
yeah, I wouldn't have just given a slow left armer an over with an explosive southpaw at the crease. And I know Rickleton can be very, very good. Anyway, for the first time today, we'll see Ramakrishna Ghosh now. And I haven't ever seen this guy play cricket. I've just seen him take a catch. It was 10 times a better effort than the Shivam Dubey one. That I can tell you. Mumbai 70 for 2 in 8 overs. Namandir is 26 of 15 and very recently scored an inside-out boundary over the covers or extra cover for 4. Let's see if he can do something in this over. We've got a super chat. So Andy B asks, did Veer land one on a length? Feels like Mumbai Indians just didn't show intent. The guy bowled 5 half volleys. Wasn't paying that much
good
attention
point.
in the over, I'll be real.
I can look this up really quick, actually.
Yeah, he can actually look this up.
Uh, we're talking about the last over.
Yes,
Prashant.
the previous over.
Yes. So, I don't think it's. I believe it's not been updated yet. We'll have to wait a
Okay.
bit.
Well, we'll let you know in a bit, I suppose, what the lengths were for Prashant's.
But yeah, I
second
can just
over.
go through the commentary on the IPL site for the time being.
Sure.
Full length
You could do
ball,
that as
full
well.
length ball, full length ball, good, full good. Yeah, so 4 full length balls according to this.
There you have it. Hope that answers your question. So, does Ramakrishna bowl regularly?
He does have a solid list A record, bro. In T20s,
Oh.
for some reason, he has not bowled at all. I don't know why there is that mismatch here, but he's
I like his
played
action.
domestic cricket. He took 7 for 42 against Himachal Pradesh in the Vijay Hazare Trophy, which is like the best figures for that side in an innings in list A cricket.
Okay.
And scored 64
I-
not out of 27 in the same tournament.
I
so-
like the way he loads in his action, but he's just been pumped for a boundary past the fielder at third man. Sky finally finding his feet. Let's see if
Bro,
today is
he's-
the day he scores some runs.
He's giving me Ashok Dinda vibes with the hairband and the jump also, is it not? Do you see
Let's
the
hope
similarities
that his
somewhat?
spell doesn't give you Ashok Tinda vibes. There was width on offer
I mean,
over here,
bro,
so not a
Ashok
good
Dinda,
ball.
to be fair, I know he used to go for a few runs in the IPL. He's actually been subjected to some unfair trolling as well.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the
course.
trolling that's been there, which is actually completely unfair from the teams, not from the teams. I mean, even actually, I remember RCB had posted something once, which came across as a bit disrespectful, and then generally trolling and everything. But the guy is an absolute legend in first class cricket. He's taken so many wickets, like four.
Why
I want to
take
say
Noor
400
off?
plus.
Is my question.
Oh yeah, that's a
Why-
good
why-
question.
why
But
take
maybe they
Noor
just
off?
want to get his over done now, no?
Yeah, maybe
Ramakrishna
they
versus
know
over.
that they want to bowl Ramakrishna for like 2 overs, and they're like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just.
That's the
nip this
reason.
in
But
the
yeah,
bud
again,
right here, right now.
could they not have done that from the other end?
Hmm?
Why do you want to take Noor off after he took a wicket?
Yeah, that's the
Good
thing,
point.
right?
Yeah, I
And
didn't
Noor
realize that,
is a
but-
wicket taker.
Do you want to guess how many wickets Ashok Dinda took in first class cricket?
400?
Yeah, 400 plus.
Okay.
In the IPL also he took like almost 70 wickets. 69 wickets at 8.2. 8.2 economy is a bit high for that time, certainly. We can actually
For
look at
that
those
era,
stats.
yeah.
I just completely forgot that. We can do that as well. I am completely in that Ashok Tindal loop now. I will not rest till I give you guys his true stats. But
Okay, we got a super chat by Sharma. And he is asking us to create a dropper 11. Dubey, Shashank, and Karun Nair to start with. Is this restricted to
Shashank,
the
Karun Nair.
IPL?
it's
Can you
up to
answer that
bro.
question? No, Sharma can tell us. Because I have some fun names if that isn't the case. I want Imran Farad to open in this team.
Oh, you're going all time.
Yeah. Chahal is another one, you correct, Singer.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Good over by Ramakrishna, just 7 runs off it.
Yeah. One of the balls kept a bit low also. No, the first one that Sky played in this over, I want to say. It felt like it kept a little low. Not the first one, sorry. Wait. I think it's the fourth ball of that over. It didn't exactly... Yeah, it didn't pitch the way I was thinking it would. It's back of a length ball pitching outside off stump. He played a defensive shot on the back foot.
Okay, so we don't have any confirmation from Sharma. Okay, include PSL too. But Farhad didn't play
Go
the
for it.
PSL as such, right?
Bro,
That's
just
the issue.
go all time. Ask him for all time.
Okay, let's go with Kamran Akmal opening the batting then.
Oh yeah.
Let's do
easy.
that. Okay.
That we can do, certainly.
Who else opens? Karun can be first drop.
Karun
Dubey can be
first drop,
4.
Bro, but-
Shashank can be 6.
The confusing thing with this is, if we are going all time, then maybe someone like a Shashank is actually a good fielder. He's had a terrible IPL this time, but he's a good
that is
fielder.
true.
That makes it a bit confusing. No? I think let's stick to this, like more recent form. Like, because all time will make it very complicated. I think then
Yeah.
is it not?
So yeah, Kami is opening
Bro,
for sure.
Rob, send this question to Rob and he will tell us a all-time droppers 11 and he will tell us a droppers 11 for this IPL and a droppers 11 for all of modern cricket. He will give you each of those 11s. I can give you that.
Rob is the best person to answer this question, I suppose.
Bro, he is...
This is a good point by serious fan Bart that Glenn Phillips does drop sitters. He
does,
takes
he
all
does.
the
100%.
spectacular catches and he drops the sitters. So
Bro, you know Dweplier, right, on Twitter? We
Yeah.
actually met him as well when we met him when we went to Delhi, Jared and I.
they
And
told me.
yeah, so in on his Twitter feed, you will often see this where he keeps talking about Glenn Phillips being this great fielder, but the fact that his efficiency, like he drops a lot of catches, he can take blinders, but he can also drop sitters, exactly how serious fan
Yeah.
Bhatt is putting it, as does Gibbs. So a very interesting one. I haven't got much of Gibbs' career, so I don't think I want to make any comments on that. But
Gibbs dropped the catch, right, which became
He did,
a thing.
that everyone
So
knows,
there's
but
that.
is it a
But I
trend?
remember
That's what I'm
Gibbs
asking.
being exceptional in the field. So,
Fair.
like when I was growing up, I thought he was one of the best in the business when it came to.
that's what I'm saying. No, so it's a bit confusing one to answer. But maybe you're forgetting the drops. It could be any of those things, right? Like
Yeah.
someone who has seen him play a lot and properly, they can give us a good answer. But I believe he is rated as a fielder. There's no doubt about that.
Have you asked
Actually,
Rob?
I was seeing one of my mutuals on Twitter called Sparsh. He tweeted about, he was asking a question basically about how good a fielder John T. Rhodes was, and Herschel Gibbs actually replied to him, and he was just having a discussion and everything. So I mean, the man definitely knew the technical aspects of fielding and everything. Maybe he dropped the catch, but if it's about his all-time career, I don't think I'm the best person to say that because I've not seen most of his career. I doubt I've seen him play at all. Maybe back end of his IPL career, very vaguely. I don't think. He's
Okay,
just
so
not-
I've asked Rob Barron the question.
Yeah,
I think
good
he is
one.
the best person to answer this. So let's see what he responds with. I want to chuck Imran Farhat and Kamran Akmal as openers. Though. I
Kamran
really
Akmal
want
to
that.
make sense. I will give you that.
Yeah.
He had
We need a
some-
keeper
some
anyway, so
absolutely
Kami
very
has
good
to be the
ones.
keeper.
No, Saeed
Yeah.
Ajmal. You picked Saeed Ajmal as well. He's also not a great fielder, right? Or is
Yeah,
he?
but there's some
No,
shitter ones
definitely.
now in the PSL. Like you see Usman
Dan Saeed
Tariq field.
Ajmal.
Usman Tariq's pretty pedestrian, man.
That makes sense, yes. So you can check in him as well, I suppose.
Yeah, let's
Yuzi.
see.
Oh, we have got a solid spin attack.
Oh, actually, we've got Chahal as well. And Tikshana Mujib. Oh my god. My mind is gone.
We've got a spin.
Shit.
attack
I
of
think
six.
Mujib might just be worse than Tikshana.
But I'll give you another spinner who is not a good fielder by any means. Varun Chakravarti.
True. But I don't think he's that bad, right?
He may not be. Yeah. I have a feeling I don't actually see him. Like, maybe they hide him in the field. I don't know what's the right way to put it. But yeah, he's definitely not a good fielder for me. Yeah. Who's the fielder, bro, that can take. Who's the one spinner fielder? I was talking about him recently. He can take lots of catches, but he can also drop some of them. Is it Noor?
I don't remember.
Because
I
Noor
wasn't
can
here
take some
for
good
it.
catches.
Anyway, Noor is back, if I'm not wrong. Yes, he is, and he's been cut away for 4 by Sky.
Bad fielding as well there.
Yeah, well.
Shouldn't have hit that from the goal. Misfield for sure.
Or, well, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, it is a misfield, bro.
Yep.
I am very lenient with these stuff, with these things, by the way, when it comes to fielding and everything, because I am myself a horrible fielder. I should have
I
some.
suck, man. I'm terrible.
But again, whenever I say this, then Rob is also like, these guys are professional athletes. They're paid to catch a cricket ball and bat and bowl and everything. So fielding, he's like, you just cannot make a mistake. I know he takes it to the logical extreme, but like I see it.
All right, goes big down the ground. Going, gone. 6 runs for Sky. So he's turned up the pace. And Mumbai are now 88 for 2 in 9.3 overs. So he's attacked Noor. And that is a big battle won, I suppose, for Sky and Mumbai. All right, we've got another super chat by Naveen Paidi, who says, asks, will CSK think about buying back Veer and Karthik for less in the next mini auction?
It's a very good point. I quite like this actually, because see, they paid a lot of money to get those two guys. They haven't actually used them a whole lot in this IPL. They've shown glimpses of their talent here and there. It's not quite been, that case. See, in a mini auction, the dynamics are also like sometimes lots of teams want a certain player, so you end up spending money on them. But in hindsight, maybe someone like Miller is an option for CSK, but they could have had like a proper specialist finisher type player. They could have gone in that direction as well, but they spent a lot of money on the two youngsters. Now, if they release and try to buy them back, it frees up a lot of the purse, right? Because now they know they're not going to go for 14 CR after the season, as of now, that we've seen from them, right?
Yeah.
Teams are probably not going to overpay as much. Justin, they're young. They can go on to be very good players, but maybe at that age, you don't want to be spending as much. And once you've seen them in the IPL, you're like, okay, fine. Makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose
it's a very good point. I like this one, yeah. But tactically, it makes a lot of sense now because even if you get those two guys back for 15, even if you rate them very highly and you get them at half of what the amount they roughly went for, 14-15 CR. They went for combined around 28, so 14-15 CR if they go for. That frees up a lot of your purse and you can get some other good players as well in the auction.
Anyway, 10 overs done. We have reached the halfway mark of the first innings. Mumbai 90 for 2. So I suppose this game is 50-50 right now?
I want to say Chennai should be pretty happy with what has happened so far. 50-50 maybe not. I would say 60-40 for Chennai at the moment.
For Chennai? Okay.
But yeah, this could change really fast because if Mumbai gun down 220, then I am not confident about it. Even 210, I will
that's what I was going to say.
They really need Samson to make runs then.
Exactly. So even if they just set a target of 200 and Samson fails, I don't know if I trust CSK.
I agree. Completely agree.
Yeah.
And Samson is a very binary player. Let's not forget that. We know how good he can be. But the day he does not turn up, he can get out early, then what is the rest of your team going to do?
Yep.
Like, maybe the way CSK are set up, they would prefer a player who has a higher floor than Samson, but maybe not his ceiling.
Is that a wicket? No. It's a 4. So he likes that area, Namandir, the extra cover region, although this was a bit of a hacky slap. But he used his
can
feet.
Play on both sides of the wicket, actually. I feel like I have the way I remember seeing him play, he can play on both sides of the wicket.
Came down the track, slapped it over extra cover for 4. So some intent by Namandir. He did get a life on, was it 19? I think it was 19. Dubey dropped him. Okay. Still no answer from Rob Barron. All right,
what
it's
I am
another
about is
good shot.
Sorry.
Good shot. Back-to-back 4s for Namandir. This time it's past the fielder at mid-off. So Ramakrishna Ghosh started off well, but now he's been getting targeted by Namandir. And
They have to
this
do
could
that, right? I mean,
turn out to be
you
ugly.
don't want to take risks against the experienced guys. You kind of want to do it against the new guy to put him under pressure. Because why do you want to be scared of, like, if he was a mystery spinner or like an absolute express pacer or something that he had a unique skill, then it would make sense. But I think 135 clicks, can bowl in swingers, is usually bowling in that back of a length region in that last over. Maybe you can take some risks. That one again kept a bit low if you notice the third ball.
Yeah. It is keeping a bit low. That's well fielded. It was also a slow one, so I suppose the ball just died down, right? Because it had no
Fair.
legs on it.
Yeah. Could be.
He was going for the right shot. He wanted to pace that gap between, short third and backward point. Okay, so Rob is just throwing random names at me, and I'm saying, like, we were doing the same thing ourselves. Give me a team.
What are the names he has thrown so far? Tell me.
All the spinners, man. All the spinners.
Yeah.
The ones we've already mentioned. And that's a very good point, Rahul. Why isn't Overton bowling now?
Yeah, I mean, why is he not bowling just yet? Maybe we have the answer.
Oh, well, what do we know? Ramakrishna Ghosh has removed Sky. So yet another day where Sky does not score big. He has gone for an
it's a
aerial
good
cut.
day for him, to be honest. The form that he has been
21
in
of
since
12.
21 of 12.
21 of 12 is a good day for him, but went for the aerial cut, found the fielder in the deep point. And 3 down for Mumbai now with 99 runs on the board in 10.4 overs.
Actually, not a horrible time for Tilak also to come in, I think. But
I think
you know
this
what
is the
Chennai
time,
can do
right?
now? You know what Chennai can do now? They can just
Spam spin. They could.
Interesting bowler, Ramakrishna Ghosh. Because, see, what is not making sense to me is why has he bowled so much in list A cricket but not at all in T20s? Is it to do with the fact that maybe when he was playing T20s he was carrying an injury of some sort, or maybe the team combination was such that they didn't require him to bowl? Because the imbalance is a bit too much for me. I know it's small sample size.
Does he
and
bat?
everything. He bats, bro. He bats in both.
Okay.
So, for some reason in T20s, again in T20 cricket, he's only played, he's played 8 innings. He scored 45 runs, got not out thrice, 30 balls only faced. So again, for some reason, it seems like he's not faced many balls in T20 cricket. 30 balls, so 8 innings and 30 balls. He's gotten out 5 of those times. So
No.
you have to have a look at the entry points. Maybe he's just coming in too late and slogging and getting out. You can't be harsh on a player for that, right? Like, that's not a fair way to judge any player. But in list A cricket, where you actually have more balls, and even if you're coming in at a later entry point, that might be like the 40th or the 42nd over or something like that. He scored runs then, and he scored at 35 at a strike rate of 117. He's 28 though, so he's not like a youngster. And for a 28-year-old, he's actually not played a whole lot of professional cricket so far. So that's something worth keeping in mind too while we look at his career.
Okay, so Baron isn't doing it. We're going to have to come up with this team because it was a super chat. How disappointing.
No, did he not give any names only? What names?
He said that he will have to do this some other time. Anyway, let's
it's a project for him. It's like a passion project for him.
Are you logged in?
I can help. Yeah.
Can you type in the comments? Start with Kamran Akmal. Let's get that out of the way.
Type in the comments. Oh, okay, logged in for. Oh, I thought you were saying, am I locked in?
No. Are you logged in so that you can?
I am logged
comment?
in indeed, but I don't know if I have if I know how to do that. Okay, yeah, I can do it. Yeah.
Okay, so do the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 11 thing, and then
bro.
space it out. One can be
do it.
Kami. Pick a spinner. Actually, we can load this team up with spinners. Why not?
We can go also.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there must be seamers also historically that are not really great fielders.
Pick one of Mujib or Theekshana, right?
Okay. I think Theekshana first.
Okay, so let's go Theekshana then. Pathirana makes it, no?
Is he that bad a fielder?
Not good.
Fazal Haq Farooqi is. How about Fazal Haq Farooqi?
Fazal Haq Farooqi can drop some, but I think they
People are suggesting Siraj as well. Siraj can also drop a few at times. Yeah,
Siraj
he
can
can
drop.
take also.
Yeah.
He's more binary, I think, than these guys all feel more binary, no? Pathirana, I can't remember only for some reason his fielding. I don't. Yeah, so we can go with Kamran Akmal and Theekshana. Let's go with more guys.
Yeah.
As Rahul is also saying in the comments that Siraj has improved as a fielder. He's a great, and Prem is saying he's a great fielder, gives his heart out. I don't know if I would call him a great fielder, but boy, he does give his heart out, and 120% at that.
Yeah,
There's no
there's
doubt
just a lot
about
of
that.
effort with Siraj. I don't feel comfortable chucking
Someone has
him
brought
in
up
this.
Ash as well. I don't know if Ash is like uh, Ash is not a horrible. Azam Khan. What do you think about Azam Khan? Someone's
We're
brought him
already
up in the
keeping with
comments.
Kami. Azam,
Bro, you can still play multiple keepers. No, that is
we
not a
could
problem.
play multiple keepers, but Azam is more of a fumbler as opposed to a dropper, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know.
People
I
are
mean,
bringing
if
up
you-
Nehra as well quite a bit.
You know what? Just open with Farhat and Kami because Imran Farhat was a drop machine. Another wicket. Oh, he's dropped it. My word, we're talking
What?
about dropped catches and he has dropped it. Who was it? Is it Dubey? Okay,
Dubey?
chuck
No
Dubey
way.
in. Dubey has earned this. He needs to be on this team now. What are you doing, mate? What was this?
Bro.
Another
what is
easy
going on?
catch.
What has this happened here? Overton will be kicking himself. He'll be kicking people also
Wow.
at this rate, bro.
Shivam Dubey. My word.
Another good one is Glenn Phillips can be the Schrodinger's candidate in this point. Bro, for Schrodinger's, I think even Kohli is not a bad one because he can drop a
Yeah.
few sitters sometimes, but he can take the good ones as well.
Joe Root in
He's
the
more in
slips
that
drops quite a
category, I
lot,
think.
doesn't he?
Again, Root, Kohli, Glenn Phillips, I would say similar where they can take good catches but also drop them. So I don't think they're bad fielders. And their ground fielding mostly seems sorted, does it not?
Well, 2 drops in this game for Dubey
We've
now.
got
He
Kamran
drops
Akmal and yeah.
Imran Farhat, yeah.
We've got Kamran Akmal, Imran Farhat at 1 and 2. We've got Thikshana and Chahal at 10 and 11.
Yes, we've done with the spinners and the openers.
I will bring up one comment that I really liked. This is a good one.
Yeah, man. Oh, Dubey at 5? Does that sound all right?
See, another one is, but Root takes some blinders and strips. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
what
that's
I
the
was
thing.
saying.
He's really good in the slips, but I've seen him drop plenty. But then again,
Bro, I think slip is also a bit of that thing, right? Where in slips,
Yeah.
if you're not like a Rahane or a Dravid or Mark Wall level fielder, you can drop a few catches there. Bro, we
I
need to
think
do
there
a
was
worst
another-
fielders quick picks then and get Rob Barron on for that. Let him
Yes.
pick all 15. Solo Rob Barron's quick picks.
Rob needs to pick all 15. Absolutely. So we have 5 people in our team now?
We have got Kamran Akmal, Imran Farhat, Thikshan and Chahal. Are you saying you want to put Dubey as well?
Yeah, I mean, he's dropped 2 in this game, so surely he gets in.
Recency bias. He's not a
Yeah,
great fielder,
well.
I will give you that. He's not a great fielder.
Inzi wasn't
What
that
do you think
bad,
about
man. Inzi was good.
He's gone full Pakistan with this one.
Yeah, but Inzi I'm not going to put in this.
No,
Also,
I think he's
Shaheen?
just making an all-time.
Yeah, but Shaheen is also a good fielder. I know a lot of those guys are garbage. Yusuf was terrible. Nasir Jamshed as well. But no, not Shaheen Afridi, man. Anyway.
Okay, fair enough. So people are bringing up Gale as well. Gale and Manaf Patel. And for some reason, I can't remember Gale's fielding only. I've seen him play so much, but why can I not remember his fielding? But I can understand why he would not be a great fielder. If that also makes sense. Especially
So
in the
we-
2010s.
We can do Schrodinger's Phillips. Why not? Chuck him in at 4.
Sorry, you're saying you want to put Phillips in this team?
I mean, it'll be funny.
No, don't put him in, bro. I think that's taking it a bit too far.
Yeah,
Don't
see,
put
we
him.
because I said that we can only go with one of Mujib or Theekshana. It's a tough one, and we've gone with Theekshana.
So we've got Thikshana and Chahal.
Yes.
We've got Kamran Akmal and Imran Farhat. You want to really put in Dubey then?
Yeah, Dubey gets in.
With position 5.
Yes.
See, now people are bringing up Karun Nair and Shashank also. The thing with this is, I don't think Shashank is a bad fielder. Actually, he's been fielding poorly very recently. I actually think he's a decent player decent fielder apart from that. Karun Nair is a bit harder to judge for me because, see, I think in first class level he would be fielding mostly at slips because even in Test cricket he was fielding in slips. I remember in that England series, and I think he did drop a few in that series. Did he not? Another one is
He might
this
have.
Jaiswal drops in the England series
Yes.
is a separate high, especially in the first match where he dropped, I want to say 5 catches.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
There's another. I am loving the comments. I'm actually having a look at them after a long time, but some superb comments today. Phillips will dive again.
Okay,
Good
so
one,
who
guys.
else can we have over here? We need a number 3 batter, man. That's what we need.
Yeah, bro.
And I am blanking out. We need seamers. Fast bowlers aren't known to be great fielders. Irfan.
another tab and
Throw in Mohammad Irfan, even though I do kind of sympathize with him. He was so tall. But then you have Janssen as well. He's tall and he's a good fielder, right? So let's have Mohammad Irfan as one of the seamers.
We are going to have a long tail, are we not?
Yes. Think of some pace bowling.
Lots of people are bringing up Bumrah as well.
Oh, Razak. Razak was not a dropper but a shit fielder. So I don't know how you want to kind of... Like Razak could catch his catches. He was just really lethargic. And your question was dropper 11.
Bro, I feel like we're taking this a bit too seriously. I feel like I've not been able to pay attention only on the game for the last 2 overs.
Well, there's nothing much happening in the game, Shayan. We're at 3 down for 106 in 12 overs. So...
Petrol sniffing Doofus says, it's fine, Behram, you can just give up on this.
If Sharma says that we can give up on this, then I will give up on this because it was his super chat.
Actually, another point from Shubhan Goyal where he says Karun was great in the slips in the England series. I think that's not a bad point. I have a feeling he dropped as well, but maybe I'm not remembering it correctly right at the moment. But I'd have to go back and have a look. Fair point. Bro, we should put in. We've got number 9, 10, 11 sorted. We can put in another bowler and I think not worry too much about that. Put in any other spinner, bro. Put in this guy only. Which other spinner?
Put Mujib. Screw it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Exactly. Just put in. Bro, we don't have time. I think we should just
we don't.
rush with this a bit.
We don't have any batters either, so...
Bro, I don't even know where to rank these guys on their batting. For now, I've just put in Mujib at 8, Irfan at 9, Theekshana at 10, Chahal at 11, Kamran Akmal and Imran Farhat opening, Shivam Dubey at 5. 3, 4, 6, 7 is what we need.
3, 4, 6, 7 is the tricky one, man. Because there are very few cricketers who can actually play that role in the first place. How good is Shardul in the field? Is that a wicket?
Particularly great, but wait.
Is he out? Is that the end of Namandhir? A bit of confusion.
I don't think it's out for what it's worth. I feel like he's kept his foot in. That's what it feels to me on the look.
Well, because we're going upstairs.
They are going upstairs, but I feel like he kept his foot inside. That's the impression I'm getting from here. I guess the replays will tell us the answer. Great catcher is pushing it. Who's a great catcher?
I don't know. They're probably having a conversation amongst themselves.
Yeah, could be that as well, bro.
But is this an appeal for caught behind or a stumping?
Stumping only, bro, I think. What if he's... I don't know. I don't think he's nicked it. Yes, that will be worth
seeing. We're checking for caught behind, I think.
They are checking that indeed. But I don't think he's taken as bad.
I don't think he's hit that. I think Namandhir is safe.
Not hit that. Yeah, then I think he should be safe, bro, because I doubt his foot came outside the line. Although I did think initially it was a stumping chance. Well, let's have a look. They will check that too, I think, obviously.
No.
Mitch Marsh can shell someone his day if you need a 3.
Go for him.
I think I see the logic there, I don't know if he's a bad throw.
It's not a bad
I will put
catcher.
a dash Behram. I don't know. Bro, I just had a conversation with Mitch Marsh, bro, when I went for the meet and greet for the LFC guys.
How'd that
actually
go
asked
for
him
you?
a question. Yeah, so I don't want to slag him up too much. Yeah, I mean, I just asked him a question. I didn't have a conversation. Just had got to ask him a couple of questions and he answered that pretty nice.
Oh, is he safe on the stumping or is his foot on the line? The screen is too tiny for me to tell.
I think
Looks
he's
close.
in, bro. He's in.
Yeah, I think he's
close,
safe.
but he's in, I think. I want to see.
Yeah, no, he's in. He's in.
That was my first impression only. Okay, so if he's saying... What do you think about KL Rahul, by the way? I know he can have some fumbles and... But I think
he's more
taken some good... He is more Schrodinger's, no? Is he not? Because he can... I remember I seen him take a superb catch actually in one of the World Cup games that I went to watch. So I don't think he's that bad. Danish Canaria,
I don't think he...
What do you think?
Canaria, again, how many spinners can we get into this team, right?
At a certain point, we cannot put in more spinners, I think. We still need a number 4 and a 6 and a 7, I guess.
4, 6, and 7, eh?
I don't even think this team makes any sense. But this question is
Why
only,
don't we just go with those boys, man? Even if it's unfair on them, they've dropped plenty recently. Chuck Karun Nair and Shashank and all those guys,
Okay,
and I
bro,
don't care.
let's do that only.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's just get this over with.
Current form, Maxwell is a Schrodinger's one, I think.
Maxi does drop some these days. You're
But
not
I
wrong.
don't think he's a bad fielder, honestly.
Yeah.
Historically. Washi at number 7 is also not a bad option, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
He dropped Kohli for Duck and he won them the match, and that was an absolute sitter. Like,
Yeah. Okay, let's do that then.
Sirius fan
And that's
Bart
team
says,
complete.
This is not an all-time 11; it's a Desi 11.
Yeah.
That can be true, bro. Bro, we needed
Look,
Rob Barron for this question. He would
we
tell you
have to
one
get
from
back
every country.
to watching this game, right? So that's why I want to be done
Yeah,
with this super chat.
It's all Desis and Mitch Marsh, bro.
Yeah. And survives. So it was edged and it fell short of short third. Picks up a single.
Yeah. I
Mumbai
think
haven't
after this
really
over, I
stepped
cannot-
on the. They haven't stepped on the gas, have they?
Yeah, they've not. Shashank at 6. Shashank Singh. And we've got who at 7?
Washi.
Washington Sundar. I will put... are you okay with me putting Dash Behram?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how.
I suck. And that's a wicket. Is that another drop? Oh my god, I am
What?
going to lose my shit. Has he caught it?
He's caught it.
He
bro.
has
He's
caught it. Thank
Bro, that
fuck.
could not be it.
I was not going to be happy if they dropped that, but they tried their best to drop it, Cheyenne.
That, I will give you that.
They tried hard.
Yeah, they did.
Poor outing for Tilak. He'll have to go out cheaply. Noor
Another
gets
question
another
for you.
scalp.
In the meanwhile, you can take this one while I finish the rest of the
Yeah,
team.
so serious fan Bart asks, has Babar turned a corner T20 cricket with his hundreds in the PSL this season, or is this another false dawn? The first 100 that he scored was off 52 balls and he played a single dot in that innings. I think that was high quality. This last one was kind of flawed in the middle because he was 37 of 22 in the power play. Then he scored his 50 of 38 balls. So how do you go from 37 of 22 to 50 of 38? I think that was a big go slow, which
fair.
we are used to now. But then he did accelerate well. In the next 19 balls, he doubled up. So 57 ball 100. And I think 57 balls is kind of like that last moment where it's acceptable for you to get 100 in T20s
You know,
these days.
Bro, no, I think that also changes with the league now, because in IPL, if you're
Yeah.
making a 57 ball 100 today, everybody is going to be after your life. Bro, genuinely, I'm seeing people even criticize 45 ball 100s and everything because the
Well,
perception
the
of how
PSL
we
is
watch
a-
T20 has
Yeah.
completely warped because of these guys like Weber and Arya and Abhishek, right? They bat at such a brisk pace, and you know, and sometimes what happens is when you bat for this long, you also get tired at the back end of an innings. If you're hitting fast at the start of the innings, it's obviously going to take some steam out of you, is it not? So,
Yeah.
if let's say you're at a 40 ball 50, back in the day you could do that, right? You could play a 40 ball 50, then you can go nuts and make like a 55 ball or a 60 ball 100 or something like that. That would be perfectly fine back in that era. But now in the way that T20 is shaped up, if you are 50 or 40, bro, the player will only start getting irritated and be like, okay, maybe I should get out now. Maybe, I should start hitting or any of that sort of things. Like, player will not be satisfied with a 40 ball 50 these days at all. Until and unless it's a situation that absolutely demands it. But most players will not accept that today. And maybe what happens is that time you had enough energy to go at the death. Now, because you're spending your energy hitting in the power play as well as the middle, ultimately what just happens is that right at the back end, you can't always give it your ultimate efficiency. Like, that's what happened with Rickleton, right, in his 100. He made a 45 ball 100. Then he went 8 of 7. Then he found 2 boundaries right at the back end of the innings. I still think it was a great knock, not even close to the reason why Mumbai lost that match. But, it's just the way that T20 has changed today. Like, I don't even know how people perceive 57
Bit
ball
of a
100s nowadays. But yeah,
fumble.
fair point. I
Yeah.
think maybe in the PSL, if you're saying it's not as high scoring a league, it would make sense, make 57
Bit of a
ball
fumble
100s.
by
It's also
Sanju behind
ceilings,
the
right?
stumps. Yeah, look, to answer the question, it could be a false dawn because, the quality of bowling attacks might not be right up there. But he has been taking down spin, and that's all I'll leave this at. Because that is new for him. He doesn't
There's
really
another
do
super
that.
chat as well.
So
Veram, can you
he's-
take that while I just finish the
Sure.
team?
Yeah,
I think
okay,
the
there
team
was a
is
bye
done,
in the
but-
game. Mumbai is Nelson for 4. 1-1-1 for 4 and 13.1 overs. The next super chat is by Sham Nair 8, who asks if you could just bring that up, please.
1 second, bro.
Yeah, so Sham says Behram, an all-time jersey 11. IPL and PSL combined. You can repeat teams from different years. Also, all the love for the new one. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So you want me to just name like 11 solid jerseys? Is that what you want me to do, Sham?
Yeah, because like all-time jersey 11, I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, I can give you 11 solid jerseys.
Yeah, go for it. This is not my forte, so I will let you analyze this.
I mean, I like the Gujarat Titans jersey in which they won it.
Okay.
Okay, there was this one RCB jersey in which black was blending with red. The Muthoot Group jersey. That was a really good one. The baby pink Rajasthan jersey. Baby pink Rajasthan has to make it. Okay. PSL has a lot of bangers actually. I think the ones that I really liked were the Multan Sultans one, which had kind of a tie and dye thing going. The colors blended into each other. OG, what do you call it? No, I have 4 jerseys now, right? Very first KKR jersey. That has to be in there.
That's
Almost a nick. Oh, well, there is a nick, but he almost got caught. Just fell short of Sanju, so Hardik survives. Overton is bowling a fantastic spell over here. He's given away 7 runs in 1.4 overs. And Mumbai are in a bit of a rut. There was a quick picks Banana on jerseys. So what else do we have? I think Peshawar Zalmi yellow, not this season, but generally their yellow jerseys and their black jerseys have been really good. So you can add them. And what are we at? 10 now? Because we added KKR as well. Oh, is that a wicket? That's an appeal. Deccan Chargers blue, I just didn't like the way... Actually, Deccan Chargers beige wasn't bad.
Which year would that be?
The first year.
Deccan Chargers do have
played
some
in beige.
killer jerseys, I will give you that.
Oh,
They
throw
had
in
a
Hyderabad.
song also,
Hyderabad brown or maroon or whatever they're playing in this year. I really like that. And their black is good.
Hyderabad PSL or IPL? Can't be IPL.
PSL. I don't mind the Sunrisers orange either, but which year? That we'd have to check.
Yeah.
Is there some reverse on offer? That's what Prem Raj is asking.
No, that's a good question. Yeah, this looks like a cool one, the Hyderabad thing.
I'm going to add Deccan Chargers beige into this. I think that was fun.
Beige.
Good over by Overton. He's gone for just 8 runs in his 2 overs.
Is it the one where
And
Rohit
Mumbai-
Sharma and Adam Gilchrist, all those guys were there? Is it that time or is it after?
Yeah, Afridi played in the beige.
Okay, that is the very first year then, right?
Yeah. Mumbai Indians are
That
113
looks
for 4
good.
after
It
14
does look
overs. They really need to get a move on over here. Really.
That did. I think we can come back to. I think we've
Yes.
named 11.
Let's come back to the cricket, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super
And
chats, though, guys. Appreciate
By
it.
the way, I will just finish the. Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
I'll just finish
Just
the
send
team
the
for
team
you,
in the
yeah.
comments, and that's fine, man. Job done.
Okay then.
And we have a super chat pertinent to this game as well. So if someone could bring that up, Andy.
Imran Farhad. Yeah.
Andy has asked a super chat. If someone could bring that up. I need to log in one of these days, man. I don't know. It automatically logged me out and I've been logged out ever since. So Andy's saying not a 200 plus wicket. Even Jacks and Rickleton haven't been able to time anything on length. Bumrah, Bolt and Co will be more than a handful. Okay, maybe it isn't a flatty, but surely they'll need at least 180, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I do
minimum.
think they'll need 180, bro. But
Yeah.
see, I understand why they're saying this. It's a very valid point, actually, the Jackson Rickleton not being able to time early on. And then even some deliveries kept a bit low, right, when Ramakrishna Ghosh was bowling. So I think if we just look at things in that perspective, Bumrah can be a handful, certainly. Bolt in his current form, I'm a bit sus about that. But if he can just find his right length and early on, I mean, Chennai are also a flawed team, right? If Mumbai can just somehow get to 180, they can challenge Chennai. I will give you that.
You
I still won't say
took the
50
name of the guy,
at 180.
and Ramakrishna Ghosh is back.
That he is. And
Oh, nearly removes Hardik Pandya. That's a thick outside edge for 4. Was not too far from Sanju Samson. A diving, leaping Sanju Samson. And Mumbai will need that luck, I suppose. They moved to 117 for 4 and 14.1 overs. Okay, make a prediction, Chayan. Pick a score.
I
Just
think
one number.
175.
175. I will go with 187. I think we're going to see some fireworks eventually.
That would be fun to watch, I guess. But who's going to hit those fireworks? Is my
I don't
question.
know, man. I'm just
To
having
that
some fun.
extent. To that extent. Fair
Petrol sniffing doofus says, in Naman will we believe. And we have got another super chat as well.
I feel like
So-
Naman also has this issue, bro, where he can tend to get a bit stuck sometimes.
So does Hardik.
good.
Hardik does have
bro,
a low floor on days
Hardik-
where he doesn't come off.
Bro, Hardik has a very low floor on the days he's
Yeah.
not playing well. He's got the Dhoni thing where sometimes you take like a lot of balls to get set, and the days it doesn't come off, it's really bad. But for India, for some reason, he would do both. He
Yeah.
could hit a 30 of 13 or an 11 of 13, and you would have no clue why that was happening.
Yeah.
For Mumbai, actually, he's been terrible. Like this season, I just don't think he's been good at all. The last match, he played a good
atrocious.
innings, at least after a while, but he's been, atrocious is the word. For 26, even for 2024, since he's come back to Mumbai, right, as the captain and everything. 25, he had a decent year, I want to say. I still don't think that was like a great year or anything of that sort. But yeah, I mean, I can look at the true numbers and all those things as well.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, the super chat that Abhilash is saying, if the whole world now knows for Hardik Pandya, bowl it on the hard length, off jump is not going to do much. Yeah, perfectly. Yeah, it's. I think this is spot on, this comment. to be
You know
honest.
what the funny
Like,
thing
those are
is?
the basics right now.
That's exactly what Hardik does himself with the bowl. He will bowl it at a hard
Yeah,
length.
you're right.
Yeah.
He will do that. Even his bowling this season has been a little off, bro, I feel.
I don't mind Ramakrishna's change of pace, man.
Yeah, bro, he can get that low bounce also somehow.
Yeah, he can really get the ball to die.
Yeah, but I think it will be interesting to see if it's just him or is it also the pitch. You know, it could be an element of that as well, no?
Yeah, a bit
Do
too
you
soon,
think
I suppose,
Overton
to
has also
comment on
had
the
that?
pitch.
Bro,
What?
the thing is, we've been so engrossed in the team that I have not been able to pay enough attention on Overton's spell and, actually see what he has been up to because he's bowled pretty well, right? I'll see if I can catch up some through NV play or something. But
Good ball. Good Yorker by
Just-
Ramakrishna. Oh, nearly a collision between the runners, Naman and Hardik. And Mumbai still haven't unlocked that gear which they require. 119 for 4 and 14.5 is still just
Yep.
not good enough. And this is after the dropped catches and the missed runouts and the missed fields.
so I actually completely going back to an old topic that I left in the middle of it and, not I couldn't actually get a chance to speak about it since we had a different conversation. But Ashok didn't have true values in the IPL, by the way.
Okay.
True
let's
wickets
have
of minus 0.09, so slightly under par on wickets. True economy of minus 0.39. So I think, that adds up with the impression of
So-
him as a T20 bowler.
It is slightly unfair then on him. I know there's not.
Yeah, I mean, he's not horrible, right? Like,
Yeah.
minus 0.4 true economy is like, he goes for runs and he doesn't take as many wickets as you expect. But, like, there are bowlers with worse true economies than minus 0.4,
Yep.
if that makes sense.
Yep.
So-
Anyways, Singleton
And
the
now
over.
we
So
will
at,
get to Hardik Pandya. I want to
So,
really,
at the
look at his
15
true
over
stats.
mark, Cheyenne, at the 15 over mark, Mumbai are 120 for 4. They were 90 for 2 and 10. The last 5 overs have yielded 30 runs and they've lost 2 wickets.
There was
That's
that
what's
20
happened.
ball phase, no? Where they made only 14 runs.
Something
There
like
was
that.
also
And
that 20
Overton's
ball
only
phase, they showed
conceded
in the middle.
8 runs and he's going to finish up over here, bowling 2 at the death, I assume. Who else will? Kamboj will bowl 2. So
Kamboj
2
will come back
Overton.
for 2. 2
Two
Overton,
Overton.
2 Kamboj. And one Noor, I want to
one-
say. I don't think Noor has finished.
No,
his
Noor
spell,
has to
he?
bowl. Noor has to bowl the last one.
Noor
Noor has
hasn't
to bowl
finished his
this
spell,
over.
na?
He should bowl
He
this
should
over.
ideally bowl this one. Yep.
Yeah. Ramakrishna's done for the day. He's walked off the field.
Solid spell, bro. Good
Yeah.
first impression.
It's all right. 1 for 21. Well, 1 for 24.
1
2
for
24 or 1 for
Yeah.
24? Okay. That's all right.
1 for
yeah.
24.
No issues there whatsoever. Let's see if Noor Ahmed can finish on a high. Hardik versus Noor. We either see a wicket or fireworks. And we see nothing. We see a leg by. All right. Sham with another super chat. He asks, do you guys think Mumbai Indians is the team most suffering from World Cup fatigue, considering you have players who have touched that high and then have to bring it up in 2 weeks' time for the IPL? It's not a bad point, actually.
It's a valid point.
Yeah, I think
it's a
you're
valid
onto
point.
something over there, Sham.
Especially for Bumrah, I would say. Like, at a certain point, you don't want that guy to be bowling at full tilt all the time, right? He also knows his body. He knows that perhaps he is more... Like, I know it might sound unfair if you're a Mumbai fan, right? It'll definitely sound unfair, the way I'm putting it. But surely the way he would be thinking is maybe he can maximize himself for the Indian team, play all 3 for... He's not even playing ODIs these days, right? Since that infamous night, if you're an Indian fan, the 19th November game, since then he's not played a single one-day cricket match yet. And we'll have the one-day World Cup coming up, so he will start playing ODIs as well at a certain point.
Let's count
so
them.
Your
Bumrah, Tilak,
Bumrah, Tilak,
Sky,
Sky,
Hardik.
that's 4 of the top. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 4 right there, right?
And then there's 4 overseas, and then who else is left? Yeah, I think that's it. Rohit didn't play the World Cup. Rohit isn't even playing this game.
Yeah, Rohit's not there. Not been there. Yeah. Sorry, Santner you can add, of
Oh!
course.
Has he chopped on? Is that the end of Hardik Pandya, or was that a Sanju stumping thing? Probably
That
was
was
a
not
Sanju
out.
stumping thing.
Yeah, he just stumped it quickly. And obviously,
Yeah. Okay, well, Noor's last over is going well. A leg by a single, a dot. Mumbai
So
120
I have
for 4
some
and 15
some
points.
stuff on you for Hardik Pandya. In the 2024 IPL season, he had a true average of -11 and a true strike rate of -9. So
Bloody
we all
hell.
know that is well documented. He had a terrible season and then he came back up and won India the World Cup. Like he was one of India's MVPs certainly in that World Cup.
True.
Then in 2025, he had a true average of 3 and a true strike rate of 4. So not a massively plus, but at least he had like a par year for them last time.
It's still,
and
a,
then again this
still
season,
a plus
he's-
season if he's in the positives,
It's,
right?
it's plus, yeah, but
It's not
you do
Hardik
kind of
plus.
yeah, exactly. That's not the level you would expect. He was striking at 163, which is, I mean, fine. It's not bad, but for a finisher in the IPL, the bar has only gone up, is it not?
Yeah.
And Hardik himself
It
used to
has.
strike the ball at 191 in 2019, 178 in 2020, and 155 in 2017. So that's the level that we are talking about. Even his first season, he struck at 180. Didn't score as many runs, but in the 8 innings he scored at 180 in his first season. So this is a guy that has shown that he has that freak here where he can, hit multiple sixes at times.
Absolutely,
Right.
especially taking down spin, right? Like, which he's struggling to do
Yeah,
right
he
now.
could take down spinners. Exactly.
Anyway, Sharma with the super chat asks, reason for Mumbai Indians downfall according to you? CSK KKR had injuries for some justification. And for LSG, just fire decision maker. Their bowling has been really good. Age, maybe fatigue is one, as Sham pointed out. And then Bumrah hasn't had a Bumrah year, right?
Yeah. Sky has not had a Sky year.
Yep.
Those are the two big differentiators from last. If we just compare it from the last season, because last season they made the playoffs, they could have even made the finals if not for Shreyas here and even Vadhera playing the innings that they did in the qualifier, right? If that was not the case, they could have actually gone on to reach the final, and who knows what happens from there. But
Also-
the point being that
Santner's out, right?
yeah, Sanders out now, but he was,
Yeah.
he did play a few games for them, right?
Fair.
Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, if just we compare it from last season, Hardik and Bumrah and Sky, these are the three players who had either elite or at least par years, and they've been not even close to the level that they were last year. Even Rohit was like a par player last season, I think, in the IPL, and this season he's not even played much. Rickleton was also like about par last year, and this year he seems to be actually good. I won't say he's massively above par because of the lunatics that we are seeing, but he's still been good this year. So that, and Tilak is a bit confusing, right? Because last season I think his issues against spin had started brewing, but maybe this year he had the 100, of course, but I don't know. Like it's like a lot of things where they're getting stuck for me, to be honest. Bolt, I completely forgot, another player
Bolt
from
got
last
dropped,
season that is
right?
not fired for them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's back again in this game. So well, let's see.
True. Anyway, there's dealing in dots and singles, Mumbai. We've got another super chat by Shreyas. Says, to me, Mumbai building the team like the iconic 2020 side has dated their side. In 2021, their team was ahead of time, but now it's the opposite. I mean, yeah, those legs aren't as fresh anymore. And
Hard to say, yeah.
some of these players are past their peak. You've got to factor that in. So,
But it's also fair, na? Like maybe they could have also started looking like who is the player in this Mumbai Indians team that you can say is absolutely perfect for the modern brand of T20 cricket. Let's say Sky, he's now had a downfall. That's more than fair to say. Rickleton is a good player again. He's not a trailblazer, right? I'm looking for trailblazers, and I can name you once in all the good teams. That's
True.
the difference.
that's a good
Is that
point.
not?
That's a fantastic point.
That's been my issue with Mumbai since the start. Like, who are they?
There's
snake raisers?
been no
Who is the guy that
youngster
will get
who
them
has
to 240,
lit
bro?
the world on fire in a Mumbai Indians shirt.
That is also one way to look at it. Fair. That's actually
Their
not,
best
not a bad
bowler
point.
this season has been Ala Mohammad Ghazanfar.
Oh, he's been superb, no doubts about
Yeah.
that. He's been really, really good. He went for a few in his first match against KKR, but since then he's taking 2 wickets almost every game, and also not going for runs. So he's definitely right up there, and he'll actually be quite crucial in this score defense, even if it's like not a high total.
They've consistently gotten slower 57 for 1 in the power play, Mumbai. Then 90 for 2 in 10 overs. Then 120 for 4 in 15. And now they're 124 for 4 in 16. So the last over has yielded just 4 runs. I mean, at best, if they get 60 runs in these last 4 overs, right, they only get to 184. And if there is dew in the mix, then, well, good luck.
Yeah, definitely.
Banuhana Banana says, you guys overlooking Robin Mins. Robin Mins is the most DJ sounding name ever. Like, it's a shame Robin Mins chose cricket over mixing beats. But yeah, I mean, he's playing today. I haven't watched much of him, man. I can't comment.
He's done well domestically. I think do they call him the Jharkhand Chris Gayle or something like that?
Oh, they do?
I definitely feel like I've heard that somewhere.
Is he the better Robin? We've got 3, right? We've got Batman's number 2. We've got Robin Uthappa. And we've got Robin Mins.
He is the Chris Gayle of Jharkhand. This is official. I'm not making this up. It's actually a thing.
Okay.
And in the domestic cricket, like in the Syed Mushtaq in domestic cricket, he's scored 240 runs in 16 innings, averaging 20 at a strike rate of 155. So
he can hit.
It's not popping as much, but I want to say there must be a certain thing because of why they're saying, like, maybe he's played certain league cricket, the one below this mat, right? Maybe he's scored like lots of runs in that. If someone can tell us in the comments, I think that would be fair. I'm just having a look.
Okay, so 5th most dot balls in the season for Anshul Kamboj at 82. He's behind Rabada, Shami Siraj and Jofra Archer. And we're going to see two Kamboj overs and 2 Overton overs here. I reckon that's what we're going to see. Oh, good bumper. And that has been let go by good old Sanju Samson. So 2 buys.
He should have got that. Yeah.
He should have. He's left a few today, man. Not the first time.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah. Actually, he's also had that thing where sometimes he's over celebrating with some of the things where it's actually not out. But some of these easy ones he's left. So they're showing Overton spell as well. Just can give us a good clue. Yeah, he's bowling really well, bro. Proper hard lengths at a
pace
good
is
pace.
up.
Sometimes the bounce is also, it's good, but it's also not always high. So there's an element of that too.
And this time, I'm not sure if he got bat on that. Might be a leg by, might be a run. Short fine fields it. Is it a run? Is it a leg by? Namandir is approaching his 50. And they've given him 50? No, that's surely a mistake. No. That can't be right. He was just 48. They didn't run 2.
No, maybe they're
What's
counting
going on?
that.
Oh, are you saying that was a drop by Sanju? Whoa!
That's the thing I'm saying, exactly.
Whoa! This is a note. Okay then.
Whoa. All right then.
Sanju dropped Namandhir on 48.
That was one in the slot. I definitely think he should have, actually gotten that one away because he's really stuck right now. And when with the line and lengths that
retire out Hardik, man. Retire him out.
Bro. Robin Mins time then.
Yeah.
Maybe we do need to see Robin Mins, yes.
So it's what, a 34 ball half century for Namandhir. I don't know what to make of that, man.
I mean, bro, the way that Mumbai Indians line up, I actually don't think it's a bad score. It's at least giving them some semblance of respectability. It's definitely nowhere close to the crazy
scores. Is that a 6?
We've seen
Is that a wicket? It's a 6.
It's a 6.
So Namandhir does break the shackles, gets a maximum, and that takes Mumbai to 134 for 4 and 16.4 overs. Okay, so let's say they get to 180 odd. Maybe if Bolt and Bumrah have a day, this could be a win for Mumbai.
They will need that. Certainly. Bro, I feel like they really need Sanju to score runs. Chennai, if Sanju gets out, and let's say Gaikwad also gets out, then it will be a bit tricky.
Okay. Misses his length, Overton, and he gets a wicket. Well,
Sarfaraz it is in the field.
That's a good catch. And Namandhir ultimately departs for what, 57 of 37?
Actually, I think it's a regulation catch, but I think he just fell. If that makes sense, no? Just have a look again. That's what
I'll see.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see a catch, being caught rather than dropped. Because we've seen 3 drops now in this innings.
Slower ball, by the way.
Oh, no.
Actually,
That's
not a bad. Yeah,
that's
fair,
a good
fair.
catch.
From this,
Good catch.
no, from this angle, it makes sense. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I think
So
from the other angle,
Namandir-
it seemed like
Let's break his innings down. Dropped on 19 by Dubey, dropped on 48 by Sanju. 34 ball 50 and then 57 of 37. I don't know, man. I will give it par knock at best. At best.
I mean, see, I definitely agree it's not like a great innings or anything, but just look at the other end as well. So absolutely nobody seems to have been,
No one's
turned
turned
going other than Rickleton at the start, and even Rickleton was batting at pretty much this pace with after having faced more deliveries in the power play. So I just think it's too much to expect from a young player who has shown promise. But then you are right. I think he does have a tendency sometimes, Namandir, to get stuck.
Yeah.
I want to say he's ended up slower than his high point because he was like 42 of 24 at a certain point. So that definitely something worth keeping in mind for him.
Anyway, Robin Mins time, fellas. And he's off the mark with a single. Mumbai now 135 for 5 after 17. So 3 overs
I'm
to go.
having a look at Suryakumar Yadav's. I was just looking at Crickbuzz actually, the commentary. So they have his numbers versus pace in this IPL. It's so striking that I have to completely change my topic. He makes 75 runs of 56 balls, and guess how many times he's gotten out to pace this IPL? Take a guess.
Ask the question again.
Suryakumar Yadav versus pace. He is 75 of 56 in this IPL. How
Okay.
many times has he gotten out? Take a guess.
I haven't really watched him bat much, but
No, just take
I
a guess.
know,
You don't have
6,
to make a 7.
7. Okay, I was close.
You were close indeed.
Yeah,
So
he's averaging
Namandir
10.
was 39 of 24 in the 11th over. Yeah, that's the over where he gets 2 boundaries of Ramakrishna Ghosh as well. And then he
Yeah.
takes a single, Sky gets out. Yeah, so we can say that he was even 39 of 23 actually. The last ball of that over was a dot. But let's say
So he
39
was-
of 24.
He was 39 of 24 or 39 of 23? Which one is it?
Let's put 24 for the sake of over breakdowns. I think it's much easier to look at things that way. You can have a dot ball at any point now. In the middle
No,
of
I'm going to go 39 of 23.
Okay, fine. You go with 23 then. And we've got a boundary from Robin Mins, the Jharkhand.
Yeah, well,
Gale.
Robin Mins.
Gets
And
off
he
with a 4. Yeah. Actually,
me
not
just-
the shot that gets him off the mark, but,
That's
it's
a good
first
shot.
boundary shot.
I mean, look, there was width on offer. He got down on one knee and he just kind of maneuvered it over the cover fielder for 4. I've never watched Robin Mins bat, so I'm going to try and focus a bit.
He has played a bit in the IPL. I think not much, but even I don't have like a lot of memories. He's
The
not
last
been a
time I
main player.
followed the IPL properly was the year before the last one. So the one that
Yeah, so 24.
KKR won. I watched the RCB one here and there. This one I've watched very little of, but now I'm finally starting to get into the mix of it. Anyway, 139 for 5, Mumbai now in 17.1 overs. Come on, Robin Mins, give us a cameo. We're all rooting for you.
Yeah. Right, so 39 of 23, we were saying, Namandir. And he
Yes.
ends up, 57 of 37?
37.
That's after the 6 that he also got. I mean, you cannot root match that 6 out, but the
Yeah.
point being that he batted at like a pretty slow pace for that 10-12 ball chunk, and then he hit a 6 and got out.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And I think that when, Mumbai were 90 for 2 in 10 overs, there's no excuse for them to be 120 for 4 and 15. Like, no.
Bro, the thing is, Sky instantly gets out in the 11th over, and then after that, it's Tilak and Hardik both have been stuck, and some good bowling to CSK's credit, right? They just showed us the clips of Overton's bowling, so I think that really puts things into a lot more perspective, where he's hitting those hard lengths at good pace, and not really allowing the guys to get away. I think that's fine. It's I still think it's a par innings. Maybe above par considering the context of Mumbai Indians form this season because they need somebody to make some runs. But not a particularly great knock by any means.
If they were to impact sub in some batter over here, Mumbai, who could be an option?
1 second, bro. Look that up. So they've got Raj
they
Baba,
might
who's the all-rounder. Do they? They've got Krish Bhagat is the bowling all-rounder. He's also not like a. They can go with Shardul, I guess, and then use him with the ball too in the next innings.
Maybe.
But they
Anyway,
also have
here's to
Ashwini
hoping
Kumar, who might be a better
Robin
bowler.
Mins give us. Oh no! Well, my question is valid because Robin Mins has chopped on. Kamboj strikes for the second time in this game, and Mumbai have lost their 6th for 139
Bro, actually,
runs
to
in
be honest,
17.2 overs.
This doesn't feel like an easy pitch now. Did you realize this ball? Like it's
Yeah.
not come onto the bat as nicely as I think on a flat pitch you can hit that one much
Yeah,
more
it
comfortably, you know.
might be a bit too paced, I suppose. I just want to see the other
Maybe,
team bat
maybe.
as well to
No,
get a
of
better
course, that
idea.
always gives us a better feel.
Maybe it's just slowing down as the game's going on.
It's probably going to be that. Dew is also going to tell us.
Yeah, but
Definitely felt like that.
anyway, that's it for Robin Mintz.
Felt like it held a bit to me.
The Chris
Looking from
Gale of Jharkhand is out for a 3-ball-5.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now we will see Krish Bhagat then, right?
I mean, if they don't put in an impact sub, yeah, which they don't seem to have because it is him.
It's been a good spell by Anshul Kamboj. Removed Will Jacks, early on in his first over.
In his IPL career.
Okay, so
Sorry, not in his IPL career, in his technical career.
yes, Naveen Paidi, I think 170 bare minimum. Absolutely bare minimum.
Yeah,
They'll need that.
172 they'll still need.
Krish Bhagat
Oh
has
yes,
scored
I
7
completely
runs.
forgot, bro. We've actually had a chat about. Bro, you will love Krish Bhagat's stats. I'm telling you, So we actually had a chat about this in the last MI versus CSK game. I think it just clicked me. So what happened was we were just looking up his stats and everything, and this guy in first class cricket. Do you want to guess his strike rate with the bat?
Krish Bhagat. Am I going? Actually, I'll just shoot with a random number. 132.
You're going in a wrong direction. I will tell you.
Oh no, Krish
Completely
Bhagat
wrong
in first
direction.
class cricket. Is his strike rate 19?
Look, it's not that bad, but you are closer now.
31.
27.
Okay, I was close.
27. And this guy, he has faced 538 balls in first class cricket in 10 innings. And he's not out twice. So basically he's still facing 50 balls in innings every time he's playing on average. More than 50 balls per inning.
Seems like he's perfectly cut out for T20s, isn't he?
I mean, if anything, he's probably going to elongate an innings when you're collapsing, right? And that's sort of what happened the last time.
Yeah,
he made 7
well-
of 15 in his first innings for Mumbai Indians, by the way. 7 of 15.
Okay, so that wasn't a drop for Sanju, by the way.
Oh, okay. So they just
Namandhir
gave it as
didn't
runs?
hit that. The umpire was blind.
The umpire gave him 2 runs for free.
Extra runs, yes. Those
I
2
think
runs
maybe
that he
you are
never
right, then it
deserved.
is- Maybe he is not.
Wait, do
maybe
they
it was not
adjust
enough.
his score then?
I don't think that happens. I think once it has been given, it has been given.
That's unfair. He's 55 off 37. That's what he is.
I
gotta
understand
check
what you're
this,
saying,
man.
but I think it doesn't work either way. It doesn't work. Usually that's the thing.
Yeah,
the
no.
case that I
Crick
can
Info has 57 of 37. Good slow one
They're not
by
gonna change it now.
Kamboj.
See, this is one of the things with cricket now, where once something has happened, they're not going to change it. Only. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
I
change
mean,
it.
they really should change this.
They should. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter at all in context of the match. At max, what it does is it improves his career numbers by
Yeah.
a fraction.
I mean, those 2 runs will still remain in the game.
Yeah, that's what
Anyway.
it only improves Namandhir's career numbers if he's getting 2 more runs.
Hardik
Very,
Pandya
very-
needs to really start doing something. He's 11 of 16. His
Yeah.
team is 142 for 6 and 18. They need at least 30 runs over here. Like, you've got to score 30 more runs over here.
Oh yeah, 100%. I said 175.
I think the IPL has
No,
decided that
honestly.
every time Behram will come on a watch along, there will be no big totals.
I guess
That's what's
maybe-
happening.
Maybe we are indeed going to see that.
Is that it though? Is it Hardik or bust? Because this guy can't hit apparently. Krish Bhagat.
Well, he is not a hitter. That's not why you have him in the team. But he can give strike to Hardik, I suppose. And
Hardik is
he
doing
should
the
do that.
opposite. He's giving strike to
Hardik
Krish
is-
Bhagat.
Bro, I just don't understand Hardik's approach sometimes. To be honest, like
Okay,
it's a
I'm
reason
going
why-
to make a wild prediction.
Okay.
This over is going for 17 runs.
Well, I hope it better does because if they make 175, my prediction will be true.
Oh, my prediction's done and dusted. I said 187. That's
yeah.
no chances of that happening.
You had too much hope. You had a lot of hope from the
Yeah.
Indians.
Guess I just didn't know they were this shit.
Made
Another
some room.
delivery at a hard length. I mean, yeah, no. That was nearly 150 clicks by
Yeah.
Jamie Overton. That was quick.
They've bowled really well today. I'll be honest with you here. It's actually just that Rickleton innings where he was actually getting sixes, and Namandhir where he got like.
I thought
he got a
Noor
chance.
was really good. What did he end up with, Noor Ahmed?
Can't be
He
more than
ends up
28
with
runs.
Two
Can't
for
be more than
26, which is great.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. He had a really
He's
good
been
day
very
today.
He did.
And I
That's
was
what I'm saying. I
hoping
actually
for a
think
good
he's
Noor
looking
day.
better now. Yeah, and the drop catch, bro. Let's not forget that.
Yes,
Could have had
yes.
3 today.
Anyway,
So Krish Bhagat
another
has done his
single.
job. It's
So
got
now
him
Hardik
off.
has strike, and
He
Hardik
needs to
has
farm
four.
strike. He really
four
needs to farm
balls.
strike now.
4 balls of Jamie Overton. Okay? Let's see what he can do. Give us at least a couple of boundaries, Hardik. Like, come on. Surely that's not beyond your potential, even if you're having a shit day. It's been excruciatingly painful to watch Hardik's innings. 11 off
Definitely.
16.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. He does this. He does this a lot now.
All right. Oh
He
my
has no
God.
clue, bro.
This is like me batting, Shayan.
But this is excellent bowling, Behram. No, I think
Yeah.
you will have to take that back. He's
No,
bowling at 140
this is how I
clicks.
would have saved myself. I would have tried to get out the way.
At what speed, by the way?
Well,
How many
that
clicks should I
was
reduce?
Express.
No, I'm saying that's 147.
I'd probably bat that way at 120 clicks.
120 clicks, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to
So-
say 97, so 50
No,
clicks,
no.
50 less.
And another similar delivery by Overton. He's peppered
Overton has
everyone on
cracked
that
the code,
hard
bro.
length.
He has been
Yeah, yeah.
excellent today.
Pace
As
on,
I
hard
said.
length. Brilliant.
Yep.
Who was the
You can
wicket
mix
that he
it up
got?
also even. Was it Tilak? I have a feeling it was Tilak.
I'm going to check.
That's-
Namandhir. He
Okay,
got
no,
Namandhir.
Tilak was. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Tilak was.
He got Namandhir with the slower one.
Tilak was
Right.
my bad. Yeah. Wait, there was the confusion. No, as he caught it, as he dropped it, but it ended up being a drop.
And there's the first wideish delivery, full of length. Bit of a misfield. Hardik should run 2. Hardik does run 2. He doesn't run. I don't call that running. He is crawling for 2.
Yeah, slower
And,
ball. See, I don't know if I said it actually, but I was going to say he can actually even mix it up. So when he's bowling fast hard length
Yeah.
and then he can throw in a slower one, that's actually making him a threat, right? And I think bowlers also need to improvise. No, like at a certain point, when you know things are that stacked up against you to this extent, this
Yeah.
is the level of bowling that you want to see as well. And I think really huge credits to CSK so far.
All right,
And
that's a
that was
leading
again
edge. Is
nowhere.
that a wicket? No, survives.
course
Oh,
it's
nearly
not
a
a-
misfield.
Is
Nearly
it
4
Dubey?
runs, but
Is that Dubey?
single to end the over. Brilliant stuff by Jamie Overton, man.
Who was the
1 for
fielder, bro? Okay,
23.
it's not Dubey. Was it Ramakrishna Ghosh? Was the
I
fielder?
think it might have been Mukesh.
Oh, Mukesh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, 1 for 23 for Overton. Peppered the hard length, mixed up his pace. I think him and Noor have completely derailed Mumbai Indians today.
Yeah. They've both been really good. Of course, Anshul Kamboj as well, by the way. 2 for 23
Yes.
overs so far. So these three have been the pick of the bowlers without a question. The
Absolutely.
debutant
All of my
Ramakrishna
notes
Ghosh-
are Chennai bowlers, man.
Yep, and that's the question you asked when we came into this chat, right? We were like, and now
True,
we've
they-
come to a situation. We've come to a situation where one of, Mukesh is not going to bowl out. So one of the four
So-
frontline bowlers is not going to bowl out.
So, not playing Akil turned out to be the right call.
I suppose for today at least.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to pan out.
Is that a 4 for Hardik? Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
Is that Schrodinger's Noor?
Yeah. Oh, no, it is a 4. Noor has messed it up. So, there's a bonus
That's what
boundary.
I'm saying, bro. Schrodinger's Noor. Even the boundary was
boundary from
doubtful,
Mumbai.
and even the way he is as a fielder, he can make mistakes, but also take
Yes.
some good ones sometimes. That's why I didn't put him in the all-time bad fielders 11, all-time worst fielders 11 or whatever that was.
He really should have fielded this. I mean, we've
should
seen
have.
some terrible fielding by Chennai tonight. There's no two ways
That
about
way.
it. A run-out chance
even
missed.
Then, Mumbai are absolutely nowhere so far.
Yeah, run-out chance missed, 2 drop catches. And, of course,
Couple of
then now,
misfields.
these misfields, yeah. That should go to my notes as well. Are you on with me for the post-game show tonight?
I don't think I'm on for the
Okay, then it's probably me, Jared, Rob.
Yeah, whatever combination works, I think.
Yep.
Kamboj has the second most wickets this season. They just showing that up on the screen. Economy of 8.5, so very, very impressive stuff.
Let's see if he can draw
Good
level
company
with
to be
Bhuvi.
in. Bhuvi, Archer, Malinga and Rabada. Ishan
Yeah.
Malinga, who has
Absolutely.
been actually living up to his namesake. And not in the style of play, but in terms of dominating the IPL. And actually, he had the purple cap as well. By the way, I heard this really quirky thing recently online where apparently Malinga didn't like wearing caps, so he used to wear like a hat. So he had the purple hat, not the purple cap.
Well, I do remember the floppy hat. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hardik denies the single, so he's going to farm strike finally. And
Yeah.
Mumbai 151 for 6 in 19.2 overs. This has been so bad to watch.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe the surface is a bit dodgy. So we'll find that out. Oh, there we go. There's
Finally
a big one.
something.
No, he's gone. Third wicket for Anshul Kamboj. He is now level with Bhuvi Kumar as the leading wicket taker in this IPL season. An innings to forget for Hardik Pandya. 18
Oh,
of
yes.
23. Even if
But
you pay
again,
me money, I might
I
not
will
rewatch
say
it.
disappointed but not surprised is how I would put this innings. As a
I mean, this was just bad.
follower of Indian cricket, as someone who has been watching Hardik Pandya bat and has seen his highs and lows, disappointed but not surprised because this is exactly what happens with him at his worst. He might have one of the lowest floors, bro, right now, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
the day he gets stuck, I honestly don't think there's another. Who's the other batter you can think of in the modern Indian T20 scene who can, get stuck to this bad an extent?
I'll have to think about that. But no, Hardik is definitely the first guy that comes to mind. Back in the day, Dhoni?
Yeah, Dhoni for sure. That's what I'm saying. He's not like a modern player. No, that's why I'm not.
Yeah.
including him.
Okay, so Bolt is in.
Yeah, he can
One-
hit a flamingo shot maybe.
Yeah.
175 is obviously out of the question. Long ago.
Bolt is capable of hitting a 6, I'll give him that. But I think Mumbai are just toast. 151 for 7 in 19.3 overs. They will have
They
to
can
bowl
just Chennai can just
exceptionally
bat
well.
normally. Yeah. And after a point, what they can do is once they have enough wickets in hand, once they have got the required run rate in control, they can then go for the net run rate. I don't think it will be wise for the way they are set up to take a lot of undue risks at the start. I know it might sound very conservative, but you need to know your limitations, right? You cannot play like
All right,
because
then.
you don't.
I just said Trent Bolt is capable of hitting a 6, and he has done
That is-
exactly that. Half a dozen for
bad
the
ball
left
to
arm
be
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sort
a
of in his
proper
arc.
slog.
Yeah,
It was in the
slot
arc.
ball, he slogged it. Yeah.
Yup, poor ball by Kamboj. I think he's allowed a poor ball after the
Of
spell
course.
he's bowled.
800
Top end.
sixes in the league, bro, already. I remember
Yep.
back in the day when I was a kid, and at this point, I think, and maybe it's my nostalgia blinding me or whatever, but I feel like it used to be around 350 at around this stage of the tournament. Maybe at the back end, it would
I've
be around
never counted
600s.
them, Cheyenne. Even when the figure
No,
comes up,
I have never
pay
counted them, but
attention.
they show it on the screen from time to
Yeah.
time. That's what I'm saying. I don't count these, but
Hmm.
this is a very distinct memory also that I have from my childhood. Where
Well,
I
we've
feel
seen
like
a lot
there
of
was
sixes today, even though the score is only 157.
10 fours, 10 sixes, bro, and
Yeah,
7 of them were in the power play, by the way. So it's been go slow after that, but
true.
until that point, definitely.
All right. Do you have another one in you, Trent? Full toss and nope, no boundary. Shouldn't take the single. Deny the single. No, he does take the single.
Aura.
Yeah.
Trent Bolt.
Anyway, 158 for 7 Mumbai in 19.5 overs. So one ball to go. Krish Bhagat to face Anshul Kamboj to bowl it.
Oh, wait, sorry. I had a feeling he took strike. That's why I said aura and all that. No,
No,
I
he
completely-
took the single.
Yep,
he shouldn't
did,
have.
he did. He stuck, yeah.
Oh
Aura
my
points
God,
dropped. Only a
Hardik.
strike rate of 350. Pathetic. Maybe he's start padding his strike rate, bro. Maybe he wanted a 7 of 2 and not a 6 of 3.
And that's a dot ball to finish. Good
good
stuff
ball
by
to end it.
Kamboj. No. They have run a by.
Yeah, of course they had
And
to
they
run. Like,
have-
last ball, you have to run off the last ball. Have to keep
Yeah.
running. Shreyas tells which batting is more out of form, LSG or Mumbai. I think it's still LSG, but some of this might actually be down to the conditions because Lucknow, the home wicket in Lucknow is certainly not an easy one to bat on. And with Mumbai, like maybe when Lucknow they go on the road, we'll get a better clue of what they can do. But
That hit Krish.
Mumbai surely still I'll pick their batting even with the conditions and everything.
Yeah. All right. So the
KK,
Mumbai
throw in
Indians
KKR
have-
in this as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you can throw them definitely. So
And I mean,
Mumbai Indians
Mumbai
have-
didn't make runs in just the last game, did they not? They just made runs in the last game.
They did make
They
runs in the last game. They
definitely
lost
got a
it. Look at the
They
innings
lost,
breakdown,
but-
man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So power play was 57 for 1. I remember they were 90 for 2 in 10 overs. 120 for 4 in 15. So that means that they only scored 30 runs for the loss of 2 wickets from 10 to 15. And then they scored just
39
38 runs, or sorry, 39
39.
runs at the death.
Yes.
That is ridiculously poor. Hardik Pandya
57,
bears the
63.
brunt of that.
Yeah.
He was 18 of 23 today. Naman had the best knock, and even that's a meh knock in my book. Like going from 39 of 23 to a 34 ball 50, and
that
then
is a
going
slow
on to score 57 of 37, where he didn't even score 2 of those runs. So I think CSK should chase this down quite comfortably. 160 should be easy. Even if the pitch is doing bits, I don't think 160 should be that much of a challenge. But now that I've said this, watch Mumbai win.
Yeah. Bro, I'll tell you on this just to end this before we go off for the break and everything. Yesterday, I said with full confidence that, 220 plus or Delhi are not going to chase that, certainly. I know they don't have a high ceiling or anything. Like maybe KL Rahul plays a great knock or something, but they're not going to do it. I said that very clearly. So if there are any Delhi fans on the watch along, you can, throw your virtual bricks at my place and give me all the flack that I deserve for that statement, I guess. But I think, as a general rule, I still agree with the fact that Delhi don't have a particularly high ceiling with the bat. But yeah, yesterday I made a prediction. It came down crashing. Let's hope that doesn't happen today. I will again say that Chennai will win this match before I leave because I will not be joining for the next innings.
Yeah, Shayan's done for the day. Also, there's one more super chat that we've missed from.
You guys can take
is
it
it
in the next innings, I think,
Bart?
depending upon how you want to. Unless it's.
Let's just take it quickly, man. All right, so it is from Bart, and he says, "Can you think of a bigger sliding doors moment in the IPL than Hardik leaving Gujarat for Mumbai? From being one ball away from back-to-back titles to agony of the past 3 years, maybe Delhi passing on Virat."
See,
mean,
Gujarat leaving Hardik, has it not turned out worse for Hardik than it has for Gujarat? Because Gujarat, in 2024, they were not as bad as Mumbai. In 2025, both of them made the playoffs, though Mumbai did get the better of them in the knockout match. And then in 2026, again, it's been Gujarat who are ahead of Mumbai so far. So I would marginally give it to Gujarat so far in that little time frame. But it's not ended up well for both the teams, actually. That is a fact. That is a matter of fact. And I don't know how I would compare it with Delhi and Virat because Virat was a youngster. Then I know he was the under-19 World Cup winning skipper and everything. But that's a completely different dynamic from having peak Hardik Pandya at your disposal. Just, won a title, almost won another one, if not for that finish from Ravi Jadeja at the back end. I don't know if I would compare both of those. Not saying that, like Delhi letting go of Virat. Also, you can say definitely that, maybe they should have backed the local boy and everything. I think actually Saurabh is the best person to answer this because he knows how the drafts and stuff also worked back in the day. I don't think I have enough knowledge on it, so I can't comment on it to that extent. But yeah, just because of the stages of the career they were in, I wouldn't compare them directly. So that's
All right,
how I
then.
would
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the first innings. Chennai need to chase down 160 in the second innings to win this fixture, and Shayan will be leaving us. Thank you very much, Shayan. And we will come back in the second innings, myself, Jared, and maybe Rob Barron. Until then, we're going to go take a break. Stay with us, guys, for the second innings. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Cricket has never finished at the close of play. It lives in the arguments, the memories, the comment sections. Cricket makes you talk. Combox is entering that chat.
Hello and welcome everyone to Combox. You have Shayan here with me. I'm your host Shayan and I have Varun here with me and Ashwin from Cricket by JB. And today we'll be combining to make the all-time 12 for Chennai Super Kings, the joint most successful franchise in the Indian Premier League. And so we have one CSK fan here and another person who is Varun and another person who is completely denying all allegations of being a CSK fan. So what are your first thoughts, guys, on this team, on CSK in general?
Well,
Yeah,
for
it used to be a very
starters,
good team before they started doing nonsense. Yes.
that is very true. Even when I was going through, or I was trying to make my playing 11 and then +1, I had a very interesting. I first wanted to pick someone who would be out of the blue, but then I thought I'll do what I have to do, and then I think my thoughts on my playing 11 personally, before we get into things, I think it's quite weird. I think statistically it might be up there, but just looking at the balance of the squad, I don't know how I feel about the squad. But yeah, those were my first thoughts.
Uh,
What about
promising
you,
signs.
Varun?
Yeah, I actually like the CSK team I made, assuming we
Yeah,
have similar
Same.
concepts in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you're
I
concerned
like
about
my
the balance.
CSK
I
team
feel
too.
like the balance is great, assuming
Exactly.
you
I
pick the
don't
right
think I'm
team.
worried about balance. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
worried about the balance so much. I think the bigger issue is probably which players do we pick in certain roles more than actually the balance. And it's a good team. Like it's a mix of old and new, I would say. The fact that CSK have had different generations where they've been successful, I
That
think
is
that
true.
plays a part in that.
They're also like, regardless of which generation we go for, one generation will be very upset of the fans. So
There's
yeah.
basically three generations, right? Like the middle one and the early one and the later one, obviously. And there is overlap as well in all of those.
No, there's like two major fan groups, right? You have the fans that love them before the ban, essentially, and then you have the fans who love the Dad's Army CSK. So it depends on which one you like more.
That is very, very
Yeah, I
true.
suppose so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think so today Ashwin has the first pick and then it's myself and Varun goes third. So you can take it away, Ashwin. Go with your first pick.
All right. So my first pick was a bit of a. I was confused by it, but then I've settled on him. I think he would have been my first pick regardless. Now, from now on, if I have to make a CSK all-time 11, he would be my first pick. He's the sixth highest run scorer as an opener for Chennai Super Kings, and that's Matthew Hayden. He is my first pick. I think he's done a lot of things right for me in terms of numbers to be part of the all-time playing 11 for CSK. Yeah, he is. I mean, I can get into the numbers, but let's stick to his name to begin with. But yes, he is my first pick.
I had him too.
How do you feel about that? Yeah, I had him too,
I had
actually,
him.
I had him in the team, although like I was looking at other options as well, the other opening options. Essentially, I wanted to go with one overseas opener, but I did not expect Matthew Hayden to be the first pick in an all-time CSK.
I was not
If
expecting him
CSK
to go
will-
first at all.
Yeah, are you going in the order of the batting lineup?
Yeah, I'm going in the order of the batting lineup. Let's just put
Okay,
that
that
like
makes
an
more
FYI.
sense.
Let's
Okay.
just put that straight. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Makes sense. Shayan, you?
All right, then I think then it's up to me to go with one of the two big guns from CSK. Actually, before that, we can talk about Hayden's true numbers as well, since I was also going through it, and he was the opener that impressed me the most. So
Yes.
his true average is 16 and a true strike rate of 25.
Yes.
Impact per innings of 5.9, which is like absolutely insane for the era that he was
Yeah, I
playing in,
think
especially.
when
Like,
we
he
did
was-
the Sehwag video last year, he was
Exactly.
the name that kept popping up as well on that. And he was very old when he played the IPL, so we don't even see the best of him.
And yeah, so I was actually reading this piece on the Indian Express, I think it was by Devendra Pandey, and he wrote about Pradeep Sangwan, right? And Pradeep Sangwan was talking about his experience of bowling to Matthew Hayden because he would walk down the crease and like he had that aura, dude, and he would play
Yes.
with that mongoose bat. I think
Mo-
bowlers
oh,
would be
I was
really
just-
scared of him.
Yes, before the Mongoose bat got banned, of course. But even like when you look at the CSK openers, even now, like he's the sixth highest run getter, but he also has the highest strike rate in the top six batters. Like even now, and I think that is insane for the time period that he
Yeah,
batted
that
in,
is-
and the fact that he was old. He was in the far end of his career, like Pratap would say.
For
But
some
yeah,
reason, I feel like the Aussie players crack T20 better than the Indian ones, the older ones, that is. Like if you look at Gilchrist,
Yeah,
you look at
because
Simons
if
as
you-
well. Simons drops
Yeah, like
off,
Hayden,
but
for
even he has-
example, was not actually very attacking in ODI cricket, right? He's only slightly
Exactly.
above par. And even in Test cricket, he's
exactly.
extremely attacking in the IPL for some reason. I don't know
Yeah.
where the logic is. At least with Gilly, he's an outlier in all formats, isn't he? So I can understand
True.
it logically. Like Hayden just completely catches
Yeah.
me off guard.
yeah.
Definitely agree.
And in the time
Alright
period
then,
that he
so-
did open for the Chennai Super Kings, he was the second highest run getter as an opener, but he was the only batter to have an average of more than 30 and a strike rate of 130. When I was going through his numbers, I was in awe of him. I feel like I would just pick him as an opener in every CSK all-time
I
11.
think that's fair. And he has won trophies as well, right? Like he was part of
Yes.
the 2010 IPL winning team. So you cannot even use the trophy argument against him, can you?
And he was the orange cap in 2009.
Yes.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. But that's a cool fact as well. All right.
Yeah,
then.
plays a
So, yeah,
great
32
knock in
matches.
the 2009 semi-final too before Dhoni stinks it up that game.
Yes.
But yes,
2009 they lose, right? Oh yeah, actually I think the season where CSK don't win the title is when he doesn't have a. When CSK win the title is when he doesn't have a great
He does.
season.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
He's
didn't
only
have a
got
great
346
2008.
runs.
He didn't have a great 2010. But yeah,
No,
2009.
2008 he doesn't play much only, bro. He's only
Yeah,
played 4
some
innings
4-5
and
matches.
he's
Correct. Yeah.
189 runs, 4 innings, 63 average, 144 strike rate. I'll take that. And he actually his best IPL was the one that was in South Africa, right, where he makes 572 runs, strike rate of 145. Like
Yep.
that is honestly crazy in just 12 innings, right? And then the one in India, the title that they win, he doesn't have a great tournament. He averages 22 strike rate of 124. So I think that is there. He does get a 93 or 43 even in that season against Delhi. So I think that kind of helps his numbers to get to where they are. But I think that is enough on Matthew Hayden. We can move on to one of the Indian star players for CSK. And I think I will go with the man who you associate with Chennai Super Kings the most. It is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. The man, the myth, the legend. You cannot look past him. I mean, there are people who have their, they debate about whether MS Dhoni, how great MS Dhoni is as a batter in the IPL. But let's just say, even if you don't rate him as highly as a batter, you cannot look beyond the keeping and the captaincy and just the cricketing smarts that he brings to the table, right? I know Varun is probably going to disagree with me based on how he has gone into this rabbit hole of early 2010s India and how they didn't utilize Yusuf Pathan and all of that. But purely sticking to CSK and in the IPL,
yeah, I love
he
him.
has
I like
made
him for
things work.
CSK.
Exactly. He has made things work like anything. He's won with old guys. He's won with new guys. He's done everything that you
Yes.
expect from him. Like, how many captains in the world would you imagine are going to win an IPL title with Shardul Thakur and Deepak Chahar? Like, you have to give it to the guy at some point, right? And
Forget
he just
that. He
keeps
won a
doing
title with Tushar Deshpande as the thing that
Yeah,
was
I was
Yeah,
just
in
gonna say
2023,
that, yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So he has a knack of making things work over and over again. But now I think at this point, the other issue that has probably come up is that they are too reliant on MS Dhoni in the sense that they sort of also need to start moving on and looking at the future and probably, start making another person the face of the franchise, whether it's Ruturaj Gaikwad or Sanju Samson, or at least, give Sanju Samson the gloves for some time in this season, I think, because you don't want to be in a situation where, such an old, like Dhoni is quite old now, right? I honestly don't even know his age right now, but you don't want him to be keeping that much when Sanju Samson can do that and has done that pretty well for both India and Rajasthan Royals. So I feel like that is there, but for me, the best of Dhoni is still 2018 to 2019, dude. Like that Dhoni, I think instilled fear in me as an RCB fan. That was probably like, I used to be so scared of him, and he won that game in 2018 out of nowhere. In 2019, he almost won the game out of nowhere, which actually Varun picked as the best innings ever in the IPL.
We love the game, but we love the stories. Fans have stories. Former players have stories. Journalists have stories as well. Combox brings them all together. The game lives on.
Hello.
Does the game live on? Is it dead? Things that we need to ask. Why didn't they score more runs, Rob?
Because Hardik stinks. Hardik was missing the ball by 4 or 5 inches every time, and then he decided that the best plan when you're missing every single ball by miles is to send the other batsman back so he can face all the balls and not score off any of them. He sucked the life out of it. I thought Deer struggled, even though 57 off 37 looks quite good. I thought he struggled, and Rickleton, who had the exact same strike rate, played really well. It's weird, isn't it?
It feels like, we've said this before, it's like Namandir has a glass ceiling in every single game where I'm like, oh, okay, he might make some, and he ends up with the same thing. Whereas the last couple of years, he's exploded through that, right?
Yeah, when you see Deer getting set, you expect him to do the big blast off. And I can't believe that those two, Rickleton and Deer, had the exact same strike rate, because it felt like for a while Rickleton was hitting every ball for 6. So that surprises me.
It's a weird look at this one, isn't it, though? Because you've got...
Is it?
Well, Overton said at the change of innings that he felt it was too paced and he felt it wasn't consistent on bounce. That's quite a lot of things in one wicket.
Yeah, and they couldn't get Overton away even a bit, could they? Like he looked unplayable. His natural length just sort of. They couldn't seem to get on top of the length at all, could they? This is either one of those that they make a mockery of it in the first 6, or this gets really close, I think.
Yeah, it'd be fascinating to see. I kind of think Chennai just chased it easily, but having said that, Overton did give me some pause where I was like, okay, maybe, it was just, I think the thing that really cost them from scoring the extra runs is the combination of Tilak Varma and Hardik not going. Bayram is here.
Hello, Bayram.
Gents, welcome to the stream. I was nearly put to sleep by Hardik Pandya in the first innings. 18 of 23.
It's awful.
What do you make of the surface, Jared?
We just said, Jamie Overton said at halftime that it was too paced and inconsistent with bounce. Which probably explains the score a little bit. I still think it was 170-ish, 175.
Yeah, at least.
180.
They continued to slow down throughout. They were 57 for 1 in the power play, Mumbai. Then 90 for 2 in 10. Then at the 15 over mark, they were 120 for 4. So 30 for 2 from overs 10 to 15. And they only ended up with 159. So, I mean, I think they've got a below par total, but it's CSK, so anything can happen.
It's good super chats here, actually. Andy says, drives me crazy when bowlers go to Yorkers despite having the batters on toast from a length. Yeah, I think this is a perfect example of something that, like, the amount of times we just look at that and we're just like, why would you change at this point? Is certainly something that gets to me. Shreyansh says, which batting is more out of form, LSG or Mumbai? Rob?
Mumbai, because LSG are crap and Mumbai are good, but they're playing shit. But to conquer all that, you have Pooran, who is the most out of form bat in the whole competition. Now that Travis Head was dropped 68 times in the last game and got some runs. Yeah, I think Pooran is the most out of form, but LSG, most of their bad stuff is down to their own stupidity. Let's not forget that. It's not just them being crap. It's them all batting in the wrong order and doing the wrong things and changing the team every 5 minutes. But Mumbai is hurtling towards the same trapdoor of changing your team every 5 minutes and hoping for the best. Whereas Mumbai never used to do that, did they? They're just like, we've got a load of good players and it's all going to be fine at some point. Don't worry about it.
I'm okay with that. My reading on that is they realize this year is done.
That's fine.
Best bet at the moment is to try people in new, like they're trying Tilak in a new role, they're trying Naman in a new role. They've tried.
But they did this, Jared, before they knew that they were out.
I kind of maybe felt they already knew they were out. What if they knew before the rest of us?
I was asking Cheyenne whether or not he feels like Namandir's knock is a par knock, because he was 39 of 23, and then he got to his 50 of 34 balls. I think that's a bit inexcusable.
He's just been a weird batter this year, Bayram. Like, I was checking my notes. I've got 3 different games where I've got notes on him going, looks like he's timing the ball beautifully, batting incredibly at the moment. And then you look up and it's like, he hasn't actually got a good strike rate. Whereas other years, exactly the same notes end up with him with a strike rate of 170, 180. So,
anyway,
yeah,
first
I don't
boundary
really know.
For Chennai, and pieces the gap on the offside, does Sanju. They're off the mark. And if they somehow, Mumbai, get like 3 to 4 power play wickets over here, I can see this becoming a close game. But it's still like the total's far too below par for me. Like 175 would have been that magic number, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Tilak and Hardik got stuck at that point, I'm finding it hard to believe that is not, there's not an issue with the pitch, right? Although Tilak got stuck a little bit against spin as well, didn't he? Which is,
yeah.
Is he getting to a point where you just can't play him against spin?
I wouldn't go that far, but has
he become Australian?
I don't know what he's become. He's been going up and down the order so much and having so many different roles because he's really, really good that maybe he's not quite sure what to do sometimes where he strolled in today. But he did look in a mess, didn't he, against spin?
Also, let's not forget that CSK made quite a few errors in the field, right? Kamboj missed Will Jacks's run out off his own bowling when was it Will Jacks? No, it was
Rickleton.
Rickleton. When Rickleton was on 14.
Gone.
And
not gone. Oh my God.
Another one?
Will Jacks.
That's Jacks. That's really bad.
Oof, that is bad.
There's no stream at which this one's good, Bayram. It was a regulation first slip. Well,
That
for
is
1.5 slip in this case. And it's gone
atrocious.
straight into his bread basket. And it turned out the bread was rotten.
Yeah. Well, that's the third dropped catch of the evening now, because we saw Dubey drop 2. He dropped Namandir on 19 and Tilak on 1.
God,
Those
that
were
is-
easy chances as well.
That's catching practice when the girls are at the barbecue, right, who've never played cricket before, and they join in the catching practice. They're the ones you give to the girls, right, or the little kids. You just open the face of the bat and guide it straight into the bread basket because you can't really drop them. That's Will Jacks. Like, he's quite good at catching normally.
Is he a slipper, though?
Yeah,
No.
that was what I was wondering. He's not,
No.
is he?
Maybe they just don't have anyone out there who's a slipper.
But what the hell is that? That hasn't deviated. That hasn't suddenly dropped, or he hasn't got his view obscured. Like, Rickleton's just gone, oh, well, that's a nice, easy catch for you, mate. I'll leave it.
If you want a technical thing, I can tell you what he does wrong. He goes, basically, have a look at where the ball is. The ball is, I want to say, about groin height when he drops it?
It's the seam is perfect, by the way. It doesn't drop. The seam is just dead straight.
yeah.
He's dropped it here, like belly button.
So
And
I
thought
think
that
the
might have been
problem he has here is he comes up too high. So he goes up with the ball, right? But the ball isn't that high. And so he ends up catching it lower than he should have. If he just keeps himself a little bit lower there, he probably doesn't drop it. Now, that to me looks like a guy who hasn't fielded in slips, because you stay low in slip as long as you physically can, right? Same as wicket keeping.
Do we know
can
what
we-
the personal reasons were for him not playing half the season? Because it looked like the personal reasons were going on holiday.
Nothing wrong with that. That's a good personal reason.
Well, not in the
Can
middle
we-
of the
You
IPL.
don't like young people anymore, do you?
No,
can we blame
I am very much.
England? Can we blame England not having a fielding coach for this drop?
Yep. Yeah, my wife keeps telling me that, Jared, that how disconnected I am with the youth of today and how much I hate all of them. And then you put me on with all these children like Varun,
Yeah.
who looks, acts, and dresses 55, but he's actually like 15 or something.
Okay, so bit of a sedate start for CSK. I'm sensing a wicket over here.
They've actually been quite good in
And
the power
it's
play,
4.
Chennai. And it's not just the Matre days that mean they've had good scores. They had a real stinker against Gujarat, 28. But even including that 28 that they got against Gujarat, they're averaging 60 in the power play. It's pretty good.
Well, Sanju loves a bit of width. Both of his boundaries have more or less come in the same region. He is the guy, though. Like, this is going to get tricky only if Sanju goes out. Will Bumrah get a wicket today?
Yes.
And he has! There you have it. There goes Samson.
That
I mean,
makes
it's
this more. That makes this more interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's his
he was-
third wicket of the IPL.
Feels right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Also, that's extra bounce again.
You just have to pepper the hard length, man. That's what Jamie Overton did.
I think that's the third edge he's got, because the other one with the third, right? So
Yep.
he's got one to slip, one to the keeper, and one. That's 3 early edges.
Part of why Bumrah is the best is he knows really, really quickly what length he should bowl. And I don't know how much of that is him watching the first innings and going, well, this is where I need to bowl because it'll be really easy for me to get the edge and get the wickets. Or he just bowls a ball and goes, right, yeah, it's here. Because he then just went, yeah, if you look at that ball, it doesn't look all that special, does it? But he's just banged it in on a length. But it's done plenty to get the edge the second time he's got him this over, basically.
Well, now it's going to be fun.
Irville.
Give me 3 more power play wickets.
Give me
That-
Irville. That's all I want is Irville.
Well,
Irville's
he
one of
is-
those players, though, Rob, who's got a lot better by not being in the side.
Yeah, definitely.
He might be the best player in the world now.
Because I talked him up absolutely loads after last season when he only faced like 30 balls, but he did smack him.
Yeah, he was really good. There's no issue about that. but it is funny that he's the world's best player, and he currently averages 18. 2 runs a ball, though.
Yeah, well,
What more could
He's
you ask
fun.
from him?
He's fun, isn't he?
this is a chase tailor made for Gaikwad.
There is no such thing.
And
at
he's
this.
timed that one down the ground for 4.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, the Gaikwad excuse to knock it around for a runner ball against Gujarat because everybody else got out. He loved that so much.
Too much.
But then, because he loved it so much, they chased it so easily that it was like, well, actually, it was all well and good that you were the only one that scored any runs, but we couldn't possibly win from the score that you got us.
Rob, he's like the guy who gets who goes to a party and his girlfriend has a new boyfriend, and then they start to fight. And he's a little bit too excited that they're fighting. That's what he was like when he's like, settle down. We get that this is good for you, but this is about other people as well, Gaikwad.
Also, what do you
Time
guys
to
make of
pants
his
up that, though.
captaincy? Yeah, he's flicked that away for at least a couple. But I had some notes on his captaincy from the first innings. He brought Prashant Veer on in the power play with a southpaw, an explosive southpaw in Ryle Rickleton, who smashed him for 3 sixes. That I didn't understand. And then he removed Noor after he took a wicket in his first over.
Who replaced him?
I think it was Ramakrishna.
I mean, there's something to be said for the fact that Noor can bowl kind of any time in the innings if he's bowling well. And so if you think you can get another bowler to come on and ride Noor's wave, maybe that's better. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't remember thinking it was egregious at the time.
He did all right, Ramakrishna, considering he's the guy that basically doesn't really play T20s, does he?
Yeah, Cheyenne was telling me he's really good in List A, but for some reason he hasn't bowled a lot in T20s.
But he's only played 11 List A games.
Oh, okay. Then maybe he's just young.
And he's 28.
I like his action. His action is fun. I like the way he loads.
I liked his headband. That was what I liked. And I still think you should wear one. Well, both of you should wear one, but you should definitely wear one.
We'll do it. We'll go for nets when I come over.
I actually
We'll go to the Oval.
I actually think that, like, with our level of hair, headbands don't work particularly well. I don't know how you feel. I feel like the hair just flops over the top. of the head.
Whoa!
Yeah, I've got so much volume in my hair that with the headband, it's just like, I don't know. It's tough to kind of fix it in the right spot.
Yeah, I've started wearing a bandana.
You do
There you
have a headband
that
for me,
trampoline
though, Jared. You have the Graham Thorpe headband for me.
Yeah, well, if we can find it, I have it.
Yep, we will find it.
Picture. Oh, you can't see it, but I have a picture of Graham Thorpe with the headband signed
Okay.
picture right behind me.
I thought it was only Chris Gale on the wall. So-
No, I loved Graham Thorpe was like my first hero at cricket, I think.
Are they going to chase this in the 19th?
I think end of the 20th.
So 2 Bumrah overs in the power play, I'm guessing.
Do you think they keep Bumrah on for the next one?
Give him 2 in the power play, surely.
Yeah,
8 wickets.
probably.
Who's the next option if it's not him?
Hardik?
Who are their bowlers? Apart from Bolt.
I mean,
Bumrah,
Hardik gets
Alam
bounced. Is
Zanfar.
it worth
Mohammad
trying
Zanfar.
Hardik for 1 as this is in the air for 4 out in the leg side?
All right.
Well, they've been
well,
bowling
therefore-
Gazamfa in the power play, and he's done really well. So I think he will get a power play over. Probably not the next one, probably the one after.
Yeah, he has the carom ball, doesn't he? So
Yeah,
he could be an
I
option.
don't like it.
Gaikwad with a pull for 4, and Chennai are just about on their way.
I think I'd bowl Hardik before I'd bowl Gazamfa. He gets wickets with extra bounce pretty regularly. Let's see if, this pitch can do that for him.
He'll pepper the hard length like Overton
Yeah.
did, but he doesn't have Overton's pace, though. Overton was clocking 150.
Wow.
Okay.
IPL 150.
And
And 6, almost caught down on the boundary. Clips
Nice
this off
big
his pads. Lovely.
yeah,
Gaikwad's on fire, guys. He might get a
Yeah,
nosebleed from this.
18 of 9. Rob, do you have any bets on today?
Yeah.
Gaikwad for the super striker of the match.
Does Dolly Parton sleep on her back? I have had some bets. I lost loads of money yesterday because they thought that Rajasthan were favourites to score less than 7.5 in their first over. So I smashed overs, and then Jaiswal hit a 6 off the first ball, and then he got a beamer, and I was like, "Oh, this is good. That's already won then." And then the beamer wasn't actually a no ball, and he got out of it. And then for the second time this season, Jarrell came in and killed me by blocking the rest of the over. So that really annoyed me. But today, good. Was all over Cambodge to be good, and he was good, so that was nice.
Really good.
What else? Not much to cheer really. Irville 6s I backed because I love him.
Okay, well, here we go. Irville versus Bumrah. And he's clipped it away for at least a couple.
What else is there? What else am I on? Nothing really.
Jared, I have a theory about that advertisement where there's just one big mansion. It's a wedding hall, and the unibrow is the bouncer. Because that's their protection. This guy will keep us safe.
He doesn't scream, "Let's have fun at a wedding," does he?
Nope. But do they want to have fun at weddings in Afghanistan?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Okay, come on, Jasprit, give me another wicket. You can do this. Double up your IPL tally in this match. So before this game started, Cheyenne was quite confused as to why they didn't play Akil Hussain. And they didn't need him, turns out.
Yeah, maybe they just read the pitch well.
But
Good
the
on
3
them.
overseas is interesting, isn't it? Like I do think you've messed up if you're playing 3 overseas, unless like Mumbai quite often had loads and loads of amazing Indian players. So you go fair enough. But if you read out all the names from Chennai, you could probably squeeze an extra overseas in, couldn't you? Because it's not. 4.
There you go. There's the first boundary for Urville.
Because
Not
if
the
you
most
go,
convincing pull.
you go right. We've got Urville fine, Ramakrishna Ghosh instead of an overseas, Prashant Veer, Mukesh Chowdhury, all of them instead of an overseas player. Do you think?
Is
Not
there
for
an
me.
element though if they don't think they can make the finals either?
So it's possible. But you want to meet Mumbai, don't you?
Yeah, probably.
Prashant Veer wasn't particularly used well, and if you play Akil, you actually have his seam up delivery versus lefties.
I mean, but I suppose my point would be is they're probably not going to make the playoffs. You know what Akil Hassan can do for you. You don't know what Prashant can do. Can he bowl against left-handers at the start like Akil can? And he can whack them, right?
Yeah.
So maybe this is a fact-finding mission as much as anything else. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, Sunrisers actually pivoted to youth and it worked for a little while. The bowlers are starting to get whacked again now. But for a little while it worked. So,
Well, Praful had one of the best first ever overs in IPL history. Debut overs. For a guy who's got a surname which is main competitor for Tinder and Bumble, he did all right. Got Vaibhav out.
I tell you what, he feels like he's an app. I don't know how many catches he's dropped, but I know you guys were talking in the chat about your worst catching 11. I'm nominating him early. Could
I mean,
just be a
Dubé.
young fast bowler who's uncoordinated, but he didn't look great to me.
But what's
We
Juba's
actually-
excuse?
Jubei,
How-
that was
Yeah.
bad.
Like
That was really
clearly
bad.
very good hand-eye, but he dropped Kohli, didn't he, for really early on in one of the ones where he went big.
Jubei, to
Absolutely
me, reminds me of one of those fielders who just can't concentrate.
Yeah.
I don't think
But
it's
he-
about hands.
No, I think some of it is about hands because the
Okay.
Kohli one straight to him and he drops it. And the one today the first one was really, really easy. And he buggered that one up.
The second one
it's
wasn't
not Tim
hard
David.
either.
It's not Tim David, who is a good athlete and can catch, but doesn't concentrate most of the time. He's Jubei, who gets the ball hit to him quite a lot and drops a lot of them. I'm sure he doesn't concentrate either, but he must have really good hand-eye because he batted the first 5 years of his career without ever moving his feet and did really well.
What about the last 5 years?
Well, he moves them a bit more, doesn't he?
Okay,
Does he?
so
He does against
Newsflash,
spin, yeah.
no Hardik, no Allah Mohammad Ghazanfar. We've got Krish Bhagat in the power play.
Okay.
Let's see what he
Irville's
can
going to
do.
have a go here.
And
this
has
is
he
the top
got
edge.
him?
It's 6, but it is
Come
a
on,
top
Mr.
edge.
Six. Yeah. Well, just like Rob Barron counts non-drops as drops, the ones that just brush the fingernail.
Beg your
then
pardon?
Surely top edges for sixes are proper shots then for him.
Well, they count the same as the other ones, don't they? I mean, it's just not really fair on the bowl. Who was it that hit a 6 the other day off the face of the bat when they were trying to hit it to the leg side and it went over
Patidar.
points?
No,
My
that was
God.
funny. Patidar was getting out of the way and he
Yeah.
middled it to the third man fence.
That
There's
went
been a couple of
84
them.
meters, guys.
There's been a couple of them, and
Maybe it came off the middle. It doesn't look like it does.
I
I've
don't
seen it
think
4
that's
times. I still don't think he hit it off the middle, but
no,
it went 84 meters.
it didn't. It
Well,
went
when
some,
it's the second tier,
it went some meters. Swashbuckling came up on the screen, and that is a word
And
that is
now that's a
underused.
shot.
Not the
Actually,
fours.
wasn't that good?
Irville.
he hit that for 4. But I tell you what, it looked like he was trying to choke a goat playing that shot.
This is classic power play batting, right? Like
Well,
outside
hang
the
on a
power
minute.
play, he's probably out.
Hang on, what's
he-
your if you had to choke a goat, what's your technique?
I'm assuming you want to separate your hands like Faf on the back grip.
I'm not sure. I haven't
Or do you
given it
need your
much
hands
thought,
both
but-
in the same position? I would have thought more of a Faf. Because don't goats have long necks?
Not especially.
They
Or
have,
do you need
like-
to choke them in one area? I've never choked a goat. I may have invented a phrase.
They're quite long. I wouldn't say they're very long, but they look quite
They're not, like,
sturdy. The necks.
as long as other animals, I would say.
You're gonna need big hands. Like
I
I
should
would
know
I would
this.
nominate Overton to do my goat choking for me. I think.
Oh, he definitely choked goats.
I
as
mean,
a
there's
young
there's
man,
no
didn't he?
question in my mind that he's choked goats before.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 6 and a 4 for the goat joker, and a bad start for Krish. Berserk is saying,
He's
what
a
if you put him in a
goat
sleeper hold?
joker.
What if you go like that?
He's a goat joker.
He's they're one of my most favorite animals. The goat and heron, but goat is really awesome. If you ever spend some time around goats, they're fantastic value. Really funny.
My
look like
favorite
dicks to me.
animal is a giraffe, and then closely followed by penguin.
Penguins are really cool, really fun. Yeah, big fan of penguins.
And we have the AI slop once again on the screen, which is gone now.
You know, they're
Got a
also
couple of
like they're staggeringly loyal creatures. Penguins, and do you know much about penguins?
yeah, I know that they partner up for life with their-
So cool.
Some
and they
penguins do.
propose with a pebble, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool creatures. A lot of time for them.
They're also, some of them have matriarchal societies. And I think, isn't penguins one of the animals that has homosexual behaviors as well?
Does it?
Don't they
Isn't that
all?
Seahorses? Seahorses
Loads,
give birth.
loads
The
of,
male
loads
seahorses.
of the animal kingdom is
Yeah, but I think there is. That's what I was saying with penguins. There's like 3 or 4. Like everyone talks about the mate for life, but there's actually 3 or 4 really interesting things they do, where they sort of flip the script a little bit on. I mean, they're a bird who can't fly to begin with.
Yeah, they have
Dolphins are the
flippers, don't
only
they?
other animal that has sex for pleasure. I know this.
that's the dolphin,
Dolphins.
isn't it?
Yeah, dolphins. It's not
Yeah.
just about reproduction for them. They like it.
Ervil, can he choke the dolphin? Would the dolphin like it? It's flicked to mid-wicket. There's no run.
Probably.
Is that what the dolphin is into?
Oh.
Okay, we've got a
It's
couple
hard
of
to
super
get
chats,
consent off a dolphin, isn't it?
man. Yeah.
For no. For yes.
Can we clip that up? It's hard to get consent off a dolphin.
Yeah, I think that's
It's a good quote.
that could make a fantastic reel.
Isn't it? Is it the Netherlands that have? No, there's one country in Europe that has a weird law about. This is in the
Aerial
air.
flick
Whip for 4.
for 6,
Was it 6?
That's
or is it a 4?
Oh my
No,
god.
six, give it six, yeah.
That's a flat 6. What a flick! All right, I'm with Rob now. I'm Team Orville.
It's helicopter that.
Kind of.
And the helicopter has flown. That's carried. That did not
shot.
look like 6 when he hit it,
Some
but good
shot.
shout, Barrow.
Yeah. So there's one European country, I don't know if it still has this law, that says the reason that bestiality is illegal within the law is because animals can't give consent. I like, if it wasn't for that, it would be legal. I absolutely
Isn't
love it.
Germany they have animal brothels.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
We
I'm
got
pretty-
here
I'm-
quicker than I thought we would.
I'm pretty
it
sure that-
started with choking goats, then it went to dolphins having
not-
sex for pleasure. Then
I'm not
we wanted to choke
searching
dolphins.
for it on the work.
Yeah. Use the word computer.
But the you know, we've been invited to a stag do in Amsterdam, Jared.
Yes.
I went to a Amsterdam video shop once, and some of the titles in the video shop concerning animals were really, really appalling. It was like, and it wasn't like funny puns, you know, which you'd expect. It was just like
Descriptions
very
of
old
horrendous
man.
things.
a very old man, a goat, a chicken, and a whatever. I was like, oh goodness gracious me, who's buying them?
How many copies do you have? We've got an impact sub here as
Who
well.
else is buying them? Sorry.
My friend and I were together when COVID broke out and the whole story of Wuhan and the wet market. And our first reaction was, there goes our shot at eating a pangolin. That's that. Can't do that anymore. Gonna have to cancel the trip to Wuhan.
So Gazanfar's come on to bowl the last over before the power play.
Yeah.
I suppose they have to. They're 55 for 1. This is a pretty good start.
This should be game, set, and match.
I mean,
surely
that's what
they
I
can
mean,
muck
like-
this up.
I kind of feel like they have to make that decision.
He did helicopter that. All right, so we've got a super chat by Ribu Ganguly who says Trevor Phillips from GTA 5 was known for having the kind of personality that a stereotypical gamer has. Is Venkatesh Iyer that kind of player? A stereotypical cricket fan would be?
Gaikot just slugs this away. Slug sweep for 6. Good shot.
Okay, this is a good question.
Who is the most stereotypical cricketer?
It's not Venkatesh Iyer.
No, but I can see
Shardul.
why.
No, it's too. He's
I
more
would
like
say it's
Trevor
Varun
Phillips.
Chakravarti if we're going IPL.
Wait, are we talking about
Sorry,
personality or
Are we
game?
trying to find somebody who is most like a gamer, or are we trying to find someone who is most like a cricketer?
Cricket fan.
Oh, cricket fan, sorry. Okay, let me think about this.
So it has to be someone who
Jimmy
plays
Neesham.
cricket. No, but Jimmy Neesham doesn't look like a guy who would be sitting back knocking beers in the grandstand.
Got the personality of a cricket fan.
Whereas Varun Chakravarti looks like the sort of guy who would actually be watching the cricket in the grandstand.
I mean, Robin Minns does.
Robin Minns doesn't exist.
So is it basically looking like a normal man? Is that what it is?
Oh,
Bowled him.
Job
Oh, he bowled
done and
him.
Oh,
Bye-bye,
well,
Orville.
yeah.
How many balls has he faced now in the IPL, Rob?
Add another 12 to whatever it was before. And he's still over 200 strike rate, though. He's still a lot of fun.
Yeah, he went for the big whack there, got the inside edge off the slug sweep back onto the stumps.
Yeah, well, it was fun while it lasted. And Ghazanfar continues to be Mumbai's best bowler this season, I suppose.
Guess what odds I got on him to score the most sixes for Chennai today? Jared?
Orville,
Yeah.
12?
Yeah. Amazing. Why do I bother asking you questions when you always get the answer? When you always get the answer exactly right. I thought you were going to say like 4. He's definitely more likely than the average Chennai man to win that market because that's his job, right? Is to come in and hit sixes, which he did his job there. 24 of 12, chasing. What are they chasing?
160.
Yeah, he set them up, hasn't he?
Very good innings. He can't be 12. I'm just going to keep backing that until it wins in 2029.
How many has he scored today?
Same as Gaikwad, 6-year-old Gaikwad has got the same as him. What price was Gaikwad? I'll be able to find that out. Same, probably.
So it was the carom, and it kind of stayed low. Another super chat by Gyanded, who says Orville's a modern Tripathi, 100% intent, works half the time. Jared is like Rahul Tripathi's #1 fan, so be careful.
No, I like that. I mean, I've always thought that really we should separate T20 batters by about 83 different sections, but one should be whether you bat for short time or long time, right? So Chris Gale could score really quickly, but he wasn't someone who you wanted in for only 15 balls, right? Whereas Abhishek Sharma in 15 balls, you probably do want. And so I would say, based on what I've seen of Irville so far, and Tripathi is definitely this guy, probably eventually their limitations might cause them some issues. But Irville's really young. Like, I wouldn't typecast him in that role at the moment. But he's clearly always happy to whack the ball. Nothing wrong with that. That ball was a length ball. He thought he could whack it away, get a slog sweep, and it got the inside edge, could have gone anywhere and goes back onto the stumps. Sometimes that's just going to happen, right?
He's done the job he got picked for today. It would have been nice if he faced another 12 balls, but 24 or 12, you take that all day, every day for your number 3.
And ends with a dot. So 62 for 2 is what CSK have managed in the power play. We would think that it's job done because they need like 98 and 14, but you never know. Cricket's a funny game. Oh, so Urville is 27 apparently, according to Amartya.
Is he? I thought he was much younger than that.
Oh, there's my uni bro. There's my man.
Yeah.
He is 27.
I didn't know that at all.
That is interesting.
But I'm just looking at his record. He averages, 32 in first class cricket, 39 in list A. Rahul Tripathi doesn't average anywhere near that in any format of cricket. About the same in first class, but he's about 6 or 7 less in list A. So I wouldn't quite put him in there. Raghu.
Cool. See what he's got.
Spun that a little bit, kept quite low. Who was he subbed in for? I did see him subbed, but I didn't see who.
I think he was subbed in for Robin Minns, who doesn't exist. I did finally watch him bat for the very first time today. And Cheyenne.
How many balls did Robin Minns face?
3.
Doesn't exist.
Cheyenne mentioned that he is known as the Chris Gale of Jharkhand.
Yes, he is.
That was fun.
So Kartik Sharma's subbed in, right?
Yep.
The guy batting now.
Mm-hmm.
And where has Raghu come from? We don't know who he's coming for, do we not? Oh, Robin Minns.
Yeah.
Right, he's
Okay,
being
sorry.
smashed down the ground here.
Yep.
Raghu.
Nicely done.
1 for 4. So, was that a clap in jest by Hardik?
I mean,
You
his
guys
first
should've
2 balls
seen-
were okay. It just
I love the ponytail. I reckon that is a haircut which is not out of a sense of fashion. He's been. This is definitely one of those religious things, where he's promised
I
something.
thought you were going to say a bet.
No. You know, sometimes they go to these saints or certain holy places and they're like, oh, we want this in our life. And then they're like, okay, you'll get it, do this thing. I knew someone who'd done that. They had a very similar ponytail. And I apologize if this is a fashion choice.
Has there ever been a cool ponytail in world history?
Steven Seagal.
I knew you were going to say Steven Seagal. Is that
That's
cool?
pretty cool.
Steven
Yes!
Steven Seagal. Have you ever looked into him? He is one of the worst.
Yeah,
human
he
beings
is
on
a
the planet.
nutcase.
Have you seen his show when Steven Seagal pretended to be a police officer in a reality show and would go around arresting people on the streets?
I never watched the show, but I am aware of it.
Oh my god! So Rob, I started writing a whole blog based on every episode, but what would happen if it turned into a Seagal movie, right?
This
And
I can believe.
And I wrote about 8 episodes of it, and that's when I think he got cancelled for like attacking a woman on a set or something. And I was like,
This is
oh,
staying
great.
low, by the way.
Yeah.
Dot ball to finish the over. That one kept low as well, by the way. And Amartya has pointed out a pretty cool ponytail. Roberto Baggio. I don't know if you
Oh,
guys
there
have
you
seen
go.
him.
Very good.
Yeah.
The divine ponytail, he was called. Now, see, I have a problem with people like Roberto Baggio for being amazing sportsmen because he was unbelievably good, right? But when it really mattered, he didn't show up. And then when he had a penalty kick to keep his team in the World Cup, he hit it like 500 miles over the bar. And I don't want that from my heroes. I want them to boss it in the World Cup final, not disappear.
Oh, well.
But yeah, great shout for ponytail. because he just did it because he could, I think.
How many ponytails in cricket can you guys remember?
Presumably Australians.
Gillespie had a ponytail.
Cooper
But he
Connolly's had
often-
one at one point, I think.
Often kept the hair out.
Zampa
No,
has
no,
done.
no. Early part of his career, he definitely had a ponytail, mate. He was just injured the early part of his career. So
Has
you don't
Rory
remember it.
Burns ever done it?
Yeah, Rory Burns might have had a ponytail.
Probably. Or one of those, what do they call them? The one on the top of your head.
Alice Band.
Man
No,
bun.
when they have, yeah, that's bad, isn't it? That's never a good look.
Unknown Nobody says, why not Sarfraz versus spin? I think this is, again, what I was saying before. I think they're trying to get a look at a bunch of different players. They want to know if Kartik Sharma could do this. He's 5 off 6, and he's not done much here.
Yep. Should be a walk in the park, but you never know. Gazanfar's done well all season. He's 1 of 9 in 1.2 overs. He did get Orville's wicket, which pissed off Rob.
It did. I'd quite like to see Gaikwad just blaze this. I think that would do quite a lot for people's chat. Because Gaikwad can hit sixes with the best of them when he's in and going.
Hours later. Code Noob says, why haven't we seen a successful Nepo baby in cricket?
Stuart Broad!
Are we on drugs? What are we talking about here?
Arjun Tendulkar.
But Stuart Broad is like the poster boy of successful Nepo babies.
Been loads.
Mark Butcher?
Absolutely loads.
Alex Stewart?
Yeah, Alex Stewart is another one.
I mean, I could go on for hours. All of New Zealand cricket? Amelia
That's a
Kerr.
good one.
Like, the whole
Yuvraj?
Hey?
Yuvraj Singh?
Yeah, that's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ryan Sidebottom?
Whose dad's name, Jared told me once upon a time, is one of the best names in all of cricket. Arnie Sidebottom?
We did a show where we're doing the best names in cricket, and Doofus here accidentally picked Ryan Sidebottom when Arnie was on the table right beside him.
Yeah, you didn't let me change it, though, because I didn't know about Arnie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Another one is Johnny Bairstow.
Yep.
Sean Marsh.
Well,
Sean
Marsh.
Jeff Marsh. Mitch Marsh. Everyone called Bracewell.
yeah.
Loads of them.
The Chapels?
The
Loads of them as well.
Mohammeds.
Yeah. It's actually really, really common if you see a professional cricketer to know that at least they have a father or an uncle, and obviously now there's some aunties coming through as well, but a father and uncle who probably played at the very least close to first class level. There aren't that many sort of one and done cricketers traditionally. It's changing a little bit now in modern cricket, but traditionally, who is it? There is oh no, actually, it was a Aussie rules footballer and who's
Rock back and pulled away
Dropped.
for 6 because there's a drop.
That's really bad. Who's
That's
Will
your
that?
man,
Jacks
Will
with
Jacks
another.
again.
Jax.
So Will Jacks and Shivam Dubey are in a drop-off right now.
One fielder syndrome, isn't it, Jared?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
God, why
really
does this
bad
keep happening?
because he is not on the rope. So he's dropping them at slip and on the rope, and I don't get it. So that one is the classic. People will say, "Oh, it was a really tough chance. It was really difficult for him to catch that." Because he stood in the wrong place, ladies and gents. If he stood
I'm with you on that
on
one.
the fence and not 3 yards in from it, he catches it at chest height, and it couldn't be any easier because that's one of those that has just got a lovely arc right into your chest if you're stood on the rope. But instead, he's running around. He ran in and then tried to run back, and he hasn't even got his hand on it in the end. So bad day for Will Jacks. He didn't get any runs either, did he?
Yeah. Very bad day. Who'd he drop right now? Karthik
That's Kartik, yeah.
Yeah,
on 6.
good point, actually. I should write that down too.
So we've seen 2 drops in each innings. So 4 drops in total and 1 run-out chance missed. And missed fields. Fun.
It's
quite
staying
like-
a bit low for Raghu here.
Yeah, Raghu is kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, he's putting revs on the ball. He's got a couple to spin. His line has been really good. He skidded through a bit low. It's about 90 k's an hour. I should be writing all this in my notes rather than just saying it out
Well,
loud.
Rob, maybe that was going to be a tough chance, man.
Nope, stood on the rope, really easy.
And Ragu, no, that's gone into the gap actually.
Yep, and comical bit of fielding.
Nothing
the
like
fielding
flicking the ball
today-
back to another fielder and then having to go pick it up yourself.
Fielding today, absolutely awful.
Yeah, dog shit. Yeah, you're right. Had he stood at the boundary rope, he
Yeah,
would
he
have
was
gobbled
just in the
that.
right spot.
Has he not bleached his hair? Why do I
Has he-
see a tinge of brown?
Has he
Maybe that
unbleached
was
his
the
hair?
Oh my god, he's unbleached his hair. Who is this man?
that's part of the personal reasons why he missed the first half.
He just couldn't get a booking.
Jared, you strike me as a man that has bleached his hair at some point in his life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bright blonde, bright red.
Yeah.
I went black a few times as well.
Okay.
Again, don't clip that one over. Yeah, no, quite regularly when I was younger. And then people kept telling me, "Oh, you're going to it actually affects you and you go bald from it." Right. So I must have done it about 7-8 times, and then I just stopped doing it. And now I'm 46, and look at how much hair I have. Like,
Yeah, loads. Good hair.
Not balding.
it's not going anywhere. So I could have done it more.
That's one of my major fears is going bald.
Yeah,
Really?
same. Without the hair, I'm like no one.
It's not that
I
I've
don't know.
got.
I think Bayram, you could pull off a bald.
You
beard.
could. Yeah, you
Combo.
could. Yeah.
No, I think you could. Whereas
You could
Rob's
do- yeah.
Rob might as well kill himself if he gets bald.
Absolutely, because look at the ears, man. They're big and they're pointy and they stick out. So if there's no hair there, yeah, I'm going to look very silly.
In fact, it'll be like if you have those packs for people if they end up in a coma, right? Like,
No?
like if you've got a friend, you're like, if I'm in a coma, just unplug me. I'm done.
Oh, right,
Like,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't want to keep
I thought, you said,
living.
I thought you meant pack as in PACK. Like
No,
you
no.
go around and give them a pack and then they come out of the coma.
And but I think we should have that with Rob. If we see any sign of him losing hair, we just pull the plug on him.
Well, you just kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's got a child.
If not, you might be able to maybe have a holiday in Turkey with Robbie.
That would be fun. Although I'm hearing some horror stories now, Turkey horror stories from the transplants and the dental work and all of that stuff.
I think those have been around for a while, man. It's just people
Right.
didn't care because of the price.
Yeah, Turkey is amazing for getting your beard done and stuff. I got my beard done on holiday and it was like £1 and it was unbelievable how good they were and all the hot towels and all the rest of it, right? Amazing. Really good at the shaving stuff. Anything to do with like grooming and stuff. And then wife and child had massages and stuff. They both said it was amazing. But if you go into just get knockoff surgery, then you deserve everything you get, don't you? So, I'm going to go and get somebody to stick a load of metal implements in my mouth. I just want the cheapest I can get. Well, obviously, you're going to
It's the
get
same guy who shaved you earlier in the day.
Yeah, he just gets one of these out and goes, "Oh, hello there."
Mate,
It's 500 quid instead of £4,000, and I'm going to smash all your teeth to bits with this hammer.
If we can get you, out to India, Rob, I really want to get you to one of the guys who does the shaving out on the street corners.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
But
one of my favorite things ever to do in India.
in
is that.
Turkey, they kept wanting to do people's ears. They pour wax in and then pull it out. So, a couple of the English guys at our hotel did it. And basically, yeah, they pour wax in. It's set, and then they pull it out, and it takes out absolutely loads of whatever gunk is down there. And yeah, they swear by it.
The other thing they do, Turkish hairdressers do, is they do that flame around your ear to burn off some of the ear hairs. Have you ever seen that?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they did it to me once, and it scared the shit out of me because I wasn't. He said, he said something like, "Do you want me to do your ears?" And I just thought he meant cut around my ears. So I was like, "Yes." Next thing I know, there's like flame coming at me.
Are you a man that suffers from hairy ears, Jared? That would surprise me.
No, not really. I think it was, maybe that was just a service that they'd done.
Bayram? Hairy
No.
ears?
No hairy ears for me. Although my son has hairy ears, I'm hoping that hair goes away. It's
No, a
just
lot
like
of that
one
goes
those-
away. So my so Zachariah was born like basically like Wolverine. He just had like patches of hair all over him, and it just disappears after a while. I had a fatherhood blog, and I wrote that, and I got so many complaints, and I was like,
Why?
but that's what he looks like.
Also, why did you have a fatherhood blog?
I used to start lots of. I told you a minute ago I had a Steven Seagal fantasy blog.
Yeah, but that fits in with the rest of your character. Like
Oh,
completely.
you'd have liked the fatherhood blog. I got a lot of complaints from other parents. Because when kids are born, and you two will know this, but others won't on this, that quite often they have really long fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was hairy all over his body, and then he had these long fingernails. He was
You
basically
want all that, though,
Weapon
don't you? It
X,
means they're
right? He was
producing
like
the right
Logan.
stuff. Yeah, it's yeah. People don't tell you the real story of what parenthood's actually like. Like first year, just keep the thing alive because they don't give you much back at all.
Oh, they're pretty useless.
The scary
Also,
bit
just
for
on
me-
the, I think Bayram's missus had a cesarean, if I'm not wrong, right? But I had this conversation. There was a great comedian doing a bit the other day who said that like when she would ask people at stage shows whether they had shit themselves when they were giving birth, most women would say no. And then they had a bunch of midwives in one night, and the midwife was like, every woman shits herself while giving birth. And I was telling my wife this. My wife was like, did I? And I went, well, I've just told you that every woman did. Do you want me to tell you or not? You can live in a world where you didn't do it if that's what you want. Or I can tell you the truth. But it is like the bottom of those rooms, those like it's a war zone down there, right?
I mean, it's a scary place to be. The other day, Lisa and I were watching this TV show in which, they were having those multiple shots of children getting born. And they were all natural pregnancies. And I was like, oh, this is probably giving you no PTSD at all because you haven't gone through this. Like, your experience and my experience is the same over here because we haven't gone through this. She was like, yeah, you're right. And all of a sudden, C-section on C-section on C-section, which scarred the crap out of her. She was like, that's what they did to me?
No, that's not what they did. That was the other women. Taylor Tomlinson. It was Taylor Tomlinson. Thank you very much, Sekar.
It's a good shout.
Okay. We've got like 3 super chats, Jared.
We've done one of them, I think.
Oh, okay. Has cricket become soft? Asks Rohit Kumar Jha. Demerit to Jameson was bad. Yeah, he didn't really get into the personal space of the batter, did he?
I don't have a problem with that. I hate bowlers doing that. It's just a shitty thing to do. There's no reason to have it in cricket. Mitchell Stark got away with it for generations. He should have been done for it as well. I've no problem.
I don't like, regardless of how old the batsman is, because if you're playing a man's game, you deserve all that, right? That's fine. But it looked really shit, I thought, regardless of who that batsman is, even if it's like a grizzled old batsman, what he did just looked rubbish, like really lame.
Yeah. Also, the problem with that is, I'll tell you exactly why you should get a demerit point for this, and bowlers should have for years, is because the only thing that can happen there is it starts an altercation. There's nothing a batter can do.
The batsman has no recourse.
Yeah.
And what is fair is the batsman gets one free swing at the bowler when he does that. That's what's fair.
So that's
the ball's gone soft.
That's why those demerit points happen, and that's why that law isn't new, Rohit. That's been around for ages, and the reason it is there, and I can promise you this, is to stop fights. And I've been in cricket grounds where people have done that, and the batters turn around and whack the bowler, and next thing you know, it's an all-in brawl, right? There is no reason for a bowler ever to be that aggressive to a batter when he's dismissed. Be aggressive with your friends, right? It's a dick move, and there's no reason to do it, and it's a shit thing to do for bowlers, and they should just get over themselves. And I say this as a bowler, like we've all, letting out a scream is fine. Going up in the face of someone and screaming at them, no need to do it.
No, it just means you're a loser, in my opinion.
I don't know how everyone else saw it, but I love Kyle Jamieson as a cricketer. And I was like, why are you doing that? Why? That's such a shit thing to do.
Just
I mean, back in the day, I was a bowler as well. And, you give the batter an odd stare when the contest is going on. But my go-to response...
Because he can stare back at you.
Yeah, my go-to response whenever I took a wicket, and a big one at that, was I'd go to my teammates. Those are the people I wanted to see after that.
Exactly. There's no reason to be near the batter once you've dismissed them, right? And, I've been unlucky enough to play in a lot of very violent cricket games where a lot of bad things have happened.
Jared, this is not you playing in a violent cricket match. This is cricket matches becoming violent because you're playing
there. Also that. And I would say that most of the problems I've seen have come from people getting in someone's face after they've dismissed them, or sledging them after they've dismissed them, and all those sorts of things. And I've done it. Like in Australia, it was a thing that would happen. I've done it. And afterwards I was like, I'm never going to do that again. That's just a shit thing to do. Right? A little snide comment when they're miles away, 50-50. Going up in their space is, I think, where you cause the issues.
I think words are fine, really. There are some words that people would have real problems with. Like there's plenty of examples of that famously, but I think the personal space thing, because it's not that type of sport, because you're not allowed to hit anyone or you're not allowed to barge anyone or do anything back. So stop it. I'm wondering whether to have all my money on over 7.5 in the 12th over because it's the 12th over. But I'm also worried that if this over gets smacked, then they definitely give the ball to Bumrah.
Yeah,
Happened again, first innings, by the way. 13th over wicket, of course.
Also, 90 for 2 is where Mumbai were at. So not too far off at the 10 over mark.
Well, that first over from Hardik was fine. I just think it's too late in the innings. You've got, unless he just said, I'm going to bowl exactly like Overton. I'm going to bowl the same sort of overs. But I just would have brought him on earlier.
This is where watch Raghu bowl at this point.
They should be thinking about net run rate right now, because they are more than 90% to win. And if they've got any chance of finishing in the top 4, they have to win with loads of net run rate stuff. So now's the time. 8 wickets in hand. Karthik should not be 16 off 16 here as your impact sub. He should be hoofing it right now.
Thinking along those lines at all. They just want the W.
But that's silly.
Yeah, I agree.
What's their net run rate? Minus 0.1. So it's about the same as Gujarat's, their net run rate, right? So they could easily be in a scrap with them. Yeah, silly.
But then you'd have one of Rajasthan or Sunrisers or RCB to drop off big time, right? Like that would have to happen. Whereas those teams just need to win one and they have ensured at least a 50% win record at worst, right? Like that, it can't get worse than that then.
Yeah, I don't get why you have a guy who's 17 off 17 now.
Who also was dropped for 6.
When you've got plenty of guys that can whack it. Like they've got Brevis just sat there with his pads on who hasn't really done anything all season. If you are planning for future, let Brevis have some goes then.
I wanted Mumbai to retire Hurt, or not retire Hurt, retire out Hardik Pandya earlier in the day. It was that bad.
I think he's going to get out very, very soon, Karthik.
That was a beautiful dirty slog, that last one.
Yeah, I think it's time to back his unders.
That was the slider. Good slider. I haven't really seen a wrong one from Raghu at the moment. He's the older guy, isn't he? He was the net bowler or something. And Mumbai, no one could hit him in the nets.
Yeah, so they said. He's 33.
Yeah. He's bowled really well. Really like it.
Yeah,
it could
no,
be just be a pitch that suits him, but
I've enjoyed his bowling.
He's played 4 T20s.
Yeah, spins it enough to cause issues. I would be more interested in him. Yeah, no, I'd be interested in him going ahead, even if he is a little bit older, even
Anyway,
with the
there's
ponytail.
a super chat over here by Sharma, who says Dubey is the worst. Naman Jax Karan had one bad day for Dubey. It's like a daily norm. Also, as per X, Jax got married recently. Same English category.
Yeah, I think it was.
Did he?
Yeah, I think it was his honeymoon, wasn't it? In Paris?
Maybe that's why he's not bleached anymore.
No, he got engaged.
Oh.
You are not allowed to have half a season off to get engaged. You can get engaged whenever you want. You can also get married whenever you want. You can also get married whenever you want. I would say if you want, it's like you take holiday, right? If you got a job, you take holiday if you want to get married. And you can't really take holiday for half a season in the IPL. And also English got married like ages ago. And then he was like, I'm having a 3-week holiday afterwards. So deal with it. And they said, sure, have 7 crores.
That's a 6, isn't it?
No. Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Finally, some impetus from Karthik. 6 over long on.
Oh, it's the 12th over, of course. So he's going to get out in the next over.
Ooh,
because
it
it's
is
the
the
13th
12th over.
Right. Wicket in
Jared, when are you
13th
writing
over.
the dedicated piece on just the 12th over alone?
I don't know what to do with it because I don't know how much of it is fluke and it's not fluke.
Do you want the updated numbers?
Yeah.
This is before today because it is 860 for 14 in the 12th, and it's as he's hit one away for 1, and 691 for 28 in the 13th. Double the wickets, 170 runs less, and there was a wicket today in the 13th, and this 12th over is going.
I don't think anyone is keeping numbers on how often the ball is being changed.
No, because they don't show it, Jared. They occasionally you see the suitcase of doom come out, don't you? But they're not showing. It's the sort of thing they should tell us as fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But that has to be. I have to be right. Don't know. Rob,
You do have to be right.
It has to be the ball change.
It must be.
Yeah. Because I just don't understand it otherwise.
See, I want to back under 8.5 next over, but I'm not backing at the price that is being offered. So go away.
Which player could be the next big thing in the IPL? Asks Code Noob. Does Webb qualify? Because I feel like he's already the next big thing.
He is the big thing now.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, so he doesn't qualify.
Where's Cambodge in this?
Too old for that, no? What about Shakib, the Sunrisers kid?
He's had a bad couple of games, hasn't he? I still really like him, but how old's Cambodge?
He doesn't
52?
look all too young.
Is he 27? That's what I want to
He
say. I'm
looks
going
like
to look it
a
up.
mature lad, you know, like...
It's like his fourth or his fifth year, isn't it? He's 25.
What?
That's all right. That's pretty young.
Damn, that is really young.
Here are his numbers, Bayram. So he plays 3 games in 2024 and gets hammered absolutely everywhere for Mumbai. Last year, 8 games, an average of 21 at 8 runs and over. This year, an average of 16 at 8.5 runs and over.
Yeah, and he's currently holding the purple cap alongside
The wickets,
Bhuvi.
the wickets can be a bit fluky. The economy does seem to be, if 2 years in a row you've kept your economy that good.
I think he's been good, but the thing is he had to change role this year because at the start of the season, Chennai realised they didn't have any death bowlers, and it was Varun that pointed it out, that they'd asked him to have a go to see what he could do as a death bowler. So the reason why he's getting more wickets this season is because he's bowling the money overs at the death, like the cheaper he got in the 20th today.
He did very well in the power play as well today.
Yeah, he's been really good in the power play this season, but it's one thing being a good power play bowler, but then if you get to bowl 18 and 20 as well, you're going to get good figures, aren't you? If you're doing all right in the power play, you're going to get loads of wickets. Sort of thing I wish
Sharia
I
is a
done.
solid shout, by the way, for next big thing.
Again, I feel like some of these guys are he's kind of already there, isn't
I
he?
is a big thing.
Yeah,
Jasprit
that's a fair
Bumrah,
argument.
Okay, I'm not saying who's going to be the next big thing, but I would say that I do believe that Namandia and Raghavanshi will be big things. I don't know when they will be big things, but I'm like, I would happily invest in them now and wait for that to mature.
yeah.
And it is probably a good time to buy Namandia because his stocks probably hasn't been this low since he came in.
True.
Bumrah is bowling.
All right, then.
So the
Did you go wicket in this over?
12 went for 10. They wouldn't lay me anything. So no, I did try. And so spiritually, I am on wicket this over. I think there will be a wicket this over. And they've now, Bumrah has turned around and said no. And Raghu is bowling. So I'm quite glad I'm not on wicket in over.
He's not got a wicket. He's gone for 17 in 3, though. I don't mind him bowling this over, but
It came up on my screen that Bumrah was bowling, and then they took it off and went Raghu.
Is it just me, or does Raghu have this uncanny resemblance to Bumrah?
they're both mammals.
I have serious. I don't think that's a ponytail. I think that's a rat's tail. What he's got.
Yeah, it's all I was trying to say is that that's definitely not a fashion choice.
Okay.
Would be in Australia in the 80s. I knew, in fact, early 90s, I knew a couple of speed dealers that had that.
They were a bit of a thing, sort of in trying to think of the word that doesn't get me in trouble. Traveling community was quite big on the rat's tails around my way.
Do you remember when Jason Gillespie used to play for Australia and the England fans used to call him
Yeah,
the other
they
word
used
for
to
that?
sing "Where's your caravan?
That's right.
Where's your caravan?" And he really hated it, didn't he? Really,
Yeah.
really hated
And
it.
because he wasn't publicly out as an Indigenous person at
No.
that point either.
But English people, the idiots that they are, just did it because he had
He
long
had
hair.
Yeah.
insightful stuff from the Barmy Army.
This is a really, really fascinating one. But when the first Australian team that came over and played was obviously Indigenous. And they were really famous. They made a ton of money, right? Of which I'm sure the Indigenous guys didn't make much of. But the white guys who founded it made a ton of money. Someone made a ton of money on that tour. And then there's no tour for a little while. And then the next tour is essentially when Spofford and everyone comes over. And it's written down in places, the N-word bowler, Fred Spofford.
Yeah, that's in your book.
Yeah, look at Rob's face. That's it, like in newspapers, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the reasons the Australians couldn't get as many games early on is because the previous time the Indigenous team had come over, and so everyone assumed it was another Indigenous team. Good times.
What a ridiculous place the world is. Absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, there's another super chat by September born Indian. Where would Jared put the India Tour of England 25 in comparison to Ashes 2005 in terms of excitement and competition?
They're both mammals. I mean, you've got to understand what happened, and Rob is much better placed to say this than anything else. But I know a lot of people in England who, for them, Ashes 05 is the only cricket that they have ever connected with in their life. And they still mention it to this day. And that's like their cultural touchstone of what cricket is, right? No one in any country I've ever met would say that about India's Tour of England in 2025.
The thing about 2025 is Siraj was bowled when he played a forward defence off the middle of the bat. Now, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. But
England collapsed in a game that they absolutely should not have collapsed in. That was fun. Rishabh Pant had no foot. Chris Wokes had no arm. Like, there's a lot of fun bits of it.
Everyone was dropping ludicrously easy catches at critical times. It was a really fun series.
Dropped like 9 in one test match.
But these are cricket things, right? 05 was popular culture.
So
that's the difference.
I think I have maybe 8 books on the 05 Ashes, and there's certainly no books knocking around on that particular series. I've still got the DVDs. A lot of people just talk about that when, casual cricket fans still talk about that now, 05. They did loads and loads and loads of stuff last year for the 20th anniversary, didn't they? Loads of chat, loads of like podcasts, and
Ashley Giles had a book come out, and they had a couple of events.
King of Spain.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about the cultural impact of the 05 Ashes, it goes far beyond just England and Australia. I was a kid in Pakistan who was absolutely hooked to Test cricket after I watched that series.
That's what I mean. Like, it had an actual impact.
Some of these people who might be a bit young don't probably understand how good Australia was back in those days.
Yeah.
So for England to actually win a series, any series, home or away, after 25 years, and in that fashion, and the Edgbaston Test and all of that stuff, I mean, it was too much. Freddie going full Ashes Jesus.
When I wrote my book on the history of Test cricket, I really didn't want to over-index on the 05 Ashes or the 01 Border Gavaskar, or I don't know if it was called that then, but that series. And then I went through the history of Test cricket, and you're like, oh, I get it. There actually aren't that many series like this. There aren't that many series that move beyond just cricket fans. Yeah, that one. Which again, like in Australia, Australia didn't do particularly well there, and it's such a famous series in Australia, right? In fact, Australia losing those series probably makes them bigger everywhere else. I remember when we were trying to hire people for Cricinfo, and we had the option of Ashley Giles or Mark Butcher, and I was like, well, we'd have to get Mark Butcher in. Like, he's had a much better career, and everyone in the UK office was like, no, because Ashley Giles played in 05. Right, we ended up hiring Butch because I think Gilo got another coaching gig at the time. But it was just as simple as that. It didn't really matter who they were as cricketers, right? And quite clearly, as much as I love Gilo, Mark Butcher is much better made for podcasts and videos and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But 05 just overshadows everything.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge. I was 22, I think, in 05, and I was absolutely and completely caught up with the wave of it. And the summer started, that was the end of my university career. The summer started with us smashing Australia in a T20 by 100 runs. And we had a huge celebration that day. That was a really, really fun day. And Australia lost to Bangladesh in an ODI that summer as well, when Andrew Simons got leathered and couldn't play day of the game. It was a really, really fun summer. But the whole country, but mainly though, because it was on normal telly, right? It was on Channel 4
that was a
and
big
not,
thing, right?
not on Sky. But the coverage was excellent. You know, that Mark Nicholas was anchoring, but it was Richie Benaud was over, and they had the analyst, which everyone thought was a big deal back then. Simon Hughes doing his thing from a little truck. 4 more. You have to go Bumrah now, lads.
Ruturaj has scored his 50 in the process, somewhere between that conversation.
Okay, there were 2 DVDs in that drawer when I pulled out the 2001 series. I am going to give you a clue for the other one because it's not possible to guess. It's not anything to do with cricket.
John Candy.
It is no. It is the best baseball film ever made, and I will give you the tagline of the film. In a place where all bets are off, he's got nothing to lose.
Major League.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Is
sorry.
it something to do with
I actually meant a
Babe
league
Ruth?
of your own. Of their own.
In a place
this-
where all bets are off, he's got nothing to lose. It is the best baseball film ever made, and
Ed?
it has somebody who has won the best actor for what's it called? Oscars in it as well. That's it. Oscars.
Moneyball?
No.
Hardball.
Hardball?
You
It's
love that movie, don't you?
amazing. It's Keanu Reeves. It's such a it writes itself. Keanu Reeves is a guy with a gambling problem. The film starts with him watching a game from outside a bar because he's been thrown out of the bar, a basketball game where he's like got loads on the unders or whatever, and they score right at the end. And then he gets in trouble, and his community service is doing the local kids baseball team. And it is, but then it gets really dark, and you do not see that coming. You think it's like Mighty Ducks, but it's actually Schindler's List. It's really, really good.
Just at the end of the movie, it's just him choking goats. As Andy says, do you guys see anything in Kartik? It looks good when it's in the slot, but seems to have very little else in his arsenal. Yeah, I think he wants to use his feet, and these spinners are not really giving him the right length, and maybe he's not quite quick enough to get out to them.
Bumrah's back.
Finally.
The wheels could fall off here for Chennai. If Bumrah does one of his, if this is World T20 and Bumrah brings one of the absolute mega overs and just gets rid of both of these, it might be a struggle to come in on this pitch and get it done.
Okay, Abhilash says RG is the IPL version of BA, does well in 150 games. Who's RG and who's BA?
I assume.
Quad.
Oh, Babar Azam must be BA then.
Geez, you decoded that well in the end.
Yeah, because you said Gaikwad.
They get a run off the first ball.
Yep.
Chiru says Hardik net negative lately per advanced stats. I think he's been net negative for a while on the advanced stats. The advanced stats don't love Hardik.
Give you guys the advanced stats in the previous innings? I think he did.
Yeah. The one thing I would say is it's always worth remembering that even though you want him to be a plus in the advanced stats, because he's a frontline bowler, he doesn't actually have to be a plus in both forms of the game at the same time. So Andre Russell at his absolute best was a plus in bowling and batting, but most of his career he wasn't a plus in bowling, was he? He was going for like 12 runs and overs. This one's whacked for 4 by Gaikwad. Yeah. Nice pull shot.
He's been good on the pull today, and it's only a matter of time now that CSK wrap things up.
Yeah.
Rohit says, hot take, UAE will start granting citizenships, and it's going to be the next big thing. Also, why isn't PSL, BBL picking Airy, Lamachane, Nandan Yadav?
Airy was in the PSL this year. He just didn't get a game.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Rohit, about the UAE. They're not giving people citizenship, and they will definitely not give people citizenship because even most of their current team doesn't have citizenship. What they will start to do is give people the golden visas, which they already have. There's a bunch of cricketers that already own golden visas and are moving to Dubai. So Vince, Hales, Hatzalogu, there's about another 10 that I could come up with if you gave me long enough. And I do think part of the reason is in the long run that they'll be able to pick some of those guys for the national team.
But I read this news on Cricinfo that 5 guys were given citizenship.
Oh, okay. I take that
including,
back.
Including Khuzaima bin Tanveer and One other guy who I can't remember, but I only knew about Kuzema Bintanu.
I mean, most of their team has never had citizenship before.
Yeah, but these 5 guys did get citizenship because I saw a Cricket Info article on
No.
it.
But what I'm saying is, you don't need citizenship to play for UAE.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Neither do you need citizenship to play for the States, do you? United States.
Oh, that one I'm not as sure about. But there was when they played in the 2015 World Cup, I don't think there was a player who had citizenship. I could be wrong. There might have been a couple that I don't know about, but it's not as much of a thing. But the fact that they're giving the golden visas out to everyone, and with the article that Rohit and Bayram seem to be mentioning, there is no doubt that UAE is like, this is a very easy thing to do. Cricket in the UAE is actually quite big in its own way. Like if you pick up a newspaper in the UAE, there is generally something. And I've walked around the UAE with Robbie. He gets stopped a lot over there. So there is definitely a reason for cricket to become bigger there than it currently is. If that makes sense. Abhilash says, fair comparison of 05 Ashes is Border Gavaskar 2021. Again, not even close.
No, I don't think it does the same thing, man.
It was belting cricket. It's super hyped.
I think that's where
05.
people are getting confused. They're like, oh, it's really good cricket. It must be like 05. 05 is a perfect storm where about 12 different things happen, right? Close games. It was on free-to-air TV. Culturally, it's important. Cricket, it's important.
Warney is such a big part of that series, right? Like
Warney getting caught with 2 women in his room and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
While
How does that
back to play in the test?
Yeah, how does that compare to Steve Smith marking the guard in between balls? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, it's just... Was that... Actually, that may not have been that series. I can't remember which series that one was. But I will say the Border Gavaskar 2021 was absolutely huge and really built my YouTube channel. Right? It was absolutely... Myself and Grade Cricketer will both tell you that. That series really changed everything for us.
My girlfriend was a Empower girl in that series.
In 05?
Yep.
Which
True
one
story.
of the players did she marry?
I don't know.
How
Wonder
many
where she is.
English cricketers married Empower girls?
I remember
It's 4 or 5, I think.
there's some of the commentary on the DVD surrounding it's not a DVD about the Empire Girls, it's a DVD about the 05 Ashes that would not be played now. That's for sure.
Oh, I mean, Empower girls, when I came into cricket, we made fun of them. And the ECB were like, no one had ever really done what we did, where we were, you know, like the over-sexualized jokes about them. We were just like, why does this exist? So we put the Empower girl. Do you remember? I don't know how much you guys saw my early career, but you know, we had a lion costume that we would use for our skits. And we put the lion costume on one of the Empower girls and got her to shake provocatively while we got Julian Guy, one of the more prestigious members of the English press, to read out the ECB statement about Matt Pryor breaking the window at Lord's. Right? And like, it was just her gyrating for like a minute and a half on screen while this obviously fake thing, and I can tell you it was fake because Matt Price said to me, yeah, that shouldn't have gone out. I did not agree to that. That was not what happened. As a wide here, that's why we've had a bit of a delay. But yeah, and we started to but I think that was probably the end. So when would I have been over? It would have been 2010, 2011. By that stage, not only was Empower gone, but there was no way the next sponsors were going to try another Empower. It was just done, that whole idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to say Ian Bell. Did Freddie marry an Empower girl?
Oh, that's possible. Yeah.
I thought there was more, but I'll try and remember.
The because that's a really good piece of pointless fielding.
I
That
think that's out.
nah,
No,
it's
I
not.
think he just got back in, man.
Oh, okay.
Great fielding, though.
Really, really good. Yeah, I remember. So I was, like I say, completely obsessed with the 05 Ashes, and Edgbaston was obviously the best test ever. Yeah. And I watched that at work. I was answering phone calls at the bookies that day, and I just turned my phone off and watched the last hour when it got exciting. And then after it, I saw her that night, and I was like, "How was today?" And she didn't know anything about cricket, which was infuriating in itself. And then she came back and went, it seemed like it was really exciting, that game, wasn't it? I was like, it might have been the most exciting game that's ever happened, what you were just at. That one's close. And And she said, "Yeah, we went out with a couple of the players afterwards and had a drink. There's one called Michael something. I think it was Michael Vaughan. So she went out with the bloody England captain. It's not out.
He's made it. Finish the story.
Yeah, she went out with the England captain that night. I don't think anything else. I don't think there's any gory details.
And now they're married.
We also, but it's possible. I don't know that they're not. In the 2019 was at the World Cup that we won. We were in the bar that the players were coming to afterwards in a hotel, and one of the guys, just like a telly presenter or something, is like, "I'll stick around because the players are coming, and you can have a drink with them after." And all like those 3 or 4 of us, and we just went, "No, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that they're going to want to see us idiots who have obviously had quite a good day, and they're just coming in having won the World Cup. Let's get out of here." So we left, and I don't actually regret that. If I was young, I definitely would have stuck around and been an idiot.
Code Noob says, if you all had enough money to buy an IPL team, who would you hire as coaches? Also, will you have 5 or 6 coaches or just 2 or 3? I'd have like 8 or 9 coaches.
Andy Flower?
Yeah, I don't know. That would take me all day to answer this code. But yeah, I definitely have more than 5 or 6 coaches. This idea, I don't think there is enough coaching going on at the IPL franchises and most franchise cricket at the moment because we don't have enough coaches to actually do the jobs.
The Super
I would
Cola
just
ad
have
is
myself.
on, and the guy just kept looking at the bottle. That was it. That was the ad. Nothing else happened.
I do like the quality of the Afghanistani ads. They're quite high spec, even if quite often I have no idea what's happening in any of them.
It looks like a lot of budget was spent on these ads. They haven't half-assed it.
You might need to read out this one as well. Sorry.
All right. Kunal says, fantasy cricket ban has hit IPL hard. Ad revenue has dropped sharply. Also, user engagement and watch time has taken a major hit. What else will this impact?
It's already had a huge change on associate cricket and smaller franchises. I think if the ban doesn't get changed, I think a lot of the smaller leagues will probably disband in the future. Associate cricket's had a huge hit. A European Cricket League was basically built on Dream 11. You're talking about billions of dollars of revenue that was filtering into all levels of cricket. It's not going to affect the IPL all that much. Although it'd be interesting to see because there's some very important people behind these fantasy leagues. If they can change the BJP's mind going ahead. But as it currently stands, yeah, it's just had a devastating impact on associate level cricket all around the world. And I would say you're noticing it even on our channels. It's not that we had a lot of fantasy content, but there were so many more cricket people on YouTube during the big events before. So we're not getting the viral bits where they accidentally find my content like, oh, I really like this guy. And then they all watch those videos. We're noticing we're not getting as many of the viral hits as we got before. What I've noticed, though, is everything in Instagram went up. So YouTube went down and Instagram went up. So I don't know if that's just a natural correlation there. Rob, you might know something about this too.
So I know about the European Cricket Network because Decimal, where I work, we're partners. I know the guys that run it. And it's brilliant. And it had to stop for ages because they had loads of sponsorship and money through Dream 11 or whatever it was. And then they didn't have anybody else that was going to stump up that money. So the league actually stopped for quite a while, quite a number of months. Yeah. I'm pleased to report it's back up. But yeah, huge. But the other thing, as part of my day job, is the integrity side of cricket that I'm very passionate about keeping clean. Is there was loads of...
I wasn't sure which direction you were going to go then.
Yeah.
Dirty.
The fantasy fixing was starting to become a thing, you know. So people were paying players in the lower leagues to perform in a certain way by getting no points or loads of points just to fix fantasy leagues. I mean, how mad is that it's got to there? I know I've seen some documentaries that fantasy stuff in America is absolutely huge, but I didn't realize until I saw this stuff that people were actually, you know, it was worthwhile for people to fix stuff in lower level cricket just to get fantasy points. I didn't realize that was a proper business, but it is. Like, it's a huge deal, isn't it? Fantasy.
Oh, it's massive. In America.
You must have seen The League, Jared. Have you seen that, Bayram, the comedy?
I'm aware of
Which
it.
one?
I've seen clips. I don't think I've probably seen a few
Sorry,
episodes.
It's called The League.
that?
It's American sitcom about some guys who have a fantasy football league, and I don't like American football at all,
I haven't watched that. No.
but it's really funny.
There's a
The
whole
first-
documentary when they did the ESPN 30 for 30. I think one of the original documentaries is all about fantasy.
Shot.
I think was it the baseball guys who came
Yeah,
up with
it's really
the-
good, that one. Yeah, it's really good.
Solid shot down the ground for 4 by Gaikwad. And CSK are what now? 24 away runs away.
Well, funnily enough, though, I will say this, Kunal. What's funny and what's happened in America is fantasy has actually taken a small hit because people are now betting legally. So, these things are so heavily linked to each other. Abe says, about 05, what about Ponting's stupid decision? The point being is we could go on and on with all those details. Like, it was just a cultural zeitgeist cricket event that we haven't really seen any other time. I would say 2001 is one that most fans know about, but I don't know how big that is outside of India and Australia. The other one I would say is the 92 World Cup.
Yeah.
Right? Like, a lot of non-cricket fans will talk about the 92 World Cup, and they'll remember heaps of details about it in a way that doesn't happen. I would say those are the 3 biggest cultural zeitgeist moments that across the cricket world have been really, really important.
That is a signed scorecard from the 5th test by Andrew Strauss
All right.
of 05.
Did your missus get it for you at the time?
Nope, she was useless at getting me cricket stuff. That's why we're no longer together. There are other reasons which will not be discussed on the air.
She went bald.
Is she met? Okay, no, that was a terrible joke.
She married Michael Vaughan.
Nope.
We've already said that. Is it signed by Andrew Strauss or Sir Andrew Strauss?
No, just Andrew Strauss then, as is that one, which is when we won in 11, was it?
Do you ever get the feeling that you should just write Sir in front of it?
Can do if you want me to.
You didn't call him Sir, by the way. Is that a faux
No.
pas in England? Because I never do it ever for any players because I hate titles.
I'm not calling anyone Sir. Like, I'm trying to think who is up there that you'd think, well, if most of the people that are like heroes. I watched a thing with Spike Milligan the other day, who famously, do you know who he is, Bayram? Like an English comedian. He was
One of the
very,
greatest
very
comedians
big
ever.
No,
back in the
I also
day.
don't know about him.
Okay, so he was given a massive award when he was really like old. He was knocking on at like the BAFTAs or something, which is I guess it's a moderately big deal over here, like a lifetime achievement award. And Prince Charles, who is now the King of England, Prince Charles had sent in a letter, from bloody Buckingham Palace or whatever, saying how much he liked Spike Milligan. And what an important thing he was for English culture and a jewel in the crown and all this stuff, and they read the letter out from Prince Charles at the award ceremony, and they said, "What do you think of that, Mr. Milligan?" And he went, "That groveling bastard." What a groveling bastard! But yeah, lots of people have turned it down, haven't they? I mean, I think it's outrageous that you have to call people Sir because of what's Collingwood MBE. He's not a Sir, is he? MBE for scoring 8. It's all nonsense, yeah.
There was years ago, when I was working at Qantas, I had a guy call up, and his name was Richard Butler. Richard Butler, neither of you know who this guy is, but he was the guy that went in to Iraq to check if they had nuclear weapons. This is whacked away for 4 by Kartik, right? And remember, that was the big thing that started the war, was whether they had nuclear weapons. And he was the guy that went in, right? And he ended up, after working for the United Nations, getting a bunch of jobs, right? And so one of them was, I'm trying to remember, I think he was the Right Honourable so-and-so of something, right? And so he came through on the phone when I was working at Qantas, and I looked at his title, and it was like 5 meters long, right? And I was like, my dyslexia can't even handle whatever this is. And I went, Mr. Butler, how you doing? How can I help you? And he goes, what's my title?
Ugh.
And I went,
What?
And I said, sorry? And he said, my title, what does it say? And I went, it says the RT. And he went, that's right. I said, it doesn't say right. It says the RT. And he got furious and asked to talk to my supervisor because he could tell, like, at that stage, he was like, he had all the hand and just me going, that's not what it says. It was my Moors and Moops moment from Seinfeld. I was like, no. You're not the right honorable. You're the right honorable. And he lost it and asked to talk to my supervisor. And the supervisor said, do you really expect someone to... Yeah, this is over. Do you really expect someone to read this every time you call?
Yeah, man, that like
if somebody's
some
achieved
ego.
something awesome, then I don't mind it. Like someone's been absolutely amazing at whatever, solved some world problem or helped loads of people. Like fine, but not just some famous guy gets it because he's been famous for ages. Like that's not a reason to call somebody sir, is it? Although, what would you do if you became a sir, right? Would you insist everyone called you it?
No. I would knock it back. It shouldn't exist. It's a terrible idea.
he wouldn't turn up at the knighting ceremony.
Nah, you don't get that far, Bayram.
Oh,
Because they're very, very... They make sure that you're going to accept it.
okay.
Yeah. I think maybe one or two people, Rob, have turned up and then denied it, but they're really careful now about who they offer it to.
I would like you to Google what Skin from Skunk Anansi wore at the whatever it is. She got one.
She's an absolute legend, by the way. Do you know? She's got a whole song, Bayram, about being in Johannesburg and what was on the TV in her hotel room. And it is one of the most fiery songs you will ever hear. Like it is out of control.
I'll put it up on the screen in a second. She got an OBE. What does that mean?
Is that the
Honor
one under
OBE?
MBE?
Maybe.
What's Collingwood?
I don't know. I'm so confused with all of them.
Yeah.
Got a few more super chats.
Oh, sorry. I thought we did this.
Game's about to end, so might as well take these. There's one that's missing. Vignesh, if you are with us,
Yeah, I sent him a
Can
message
you help
about that. I
us
don't know if he got back to us. about it.
find that super chat. Anyway, here's Abhilash who says Quinton de Kock reversed his retirement because of this.
That's the king, and she's rocked up in the biggest boots you've ever seen with like massive long heels and a black diamond cape.
I'm surprised she accepted it, actually.
I wonder what it's for.
It does help, though, doesn't it? I don't get the QDK one, do you?
What was it?
No, I don't understand this.
Oh, he reversed his retirement because of this. What? He reversed his retirement so he could play in this IPL, I think that means.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I suppose.
But that was to play in the World Cup, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And then he
maybe
scored
wants to
100 against
elevate
India.
his stocks so that he can go for more money. Anyway, we've got another super chat by Content Cricket who says the way Mumbai is playing, it seems like they will only retain Bumrah after the next year. Before the major auction, they need young talent. That's what Shayan and I were talking about earlier in the first innings, is that you don't see a lot of young guns coming out of Mumbai, do you? And all these other teams have them. So that's one of the other reasons why they aren't doing too well, I suppose.
Yeah, the problem with them and KKR is that both of those teams have got stuck in the mega auction cycle in the wrong side of it without young talent. Whereas Chennai did the absolute right thing last year where they went and... I want to talk to you about this, Rob. I think the future of the IPL, and I think if I was KKR, I'd be trying to do it this year, is literally cheating the auction until they change it so that you retire people mid-season, you get injuries or whatever, and you nick them off and you just pick up the kids who are going to go in the auction next year.
So kind of like what Chennai did in the middle of last season.
Yeah,
So
that's
they-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I got it from, right?
So it was Vijay Shankar and blocking everything. And then it was all of a sudden, after the injuries, it was Matre, Bravis, Irville. Fun. They turned into a 6-hitting legend team.
There's a name that they have for it in America where you do. It's like you draft them a year earlier than you need to draft them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So in some cases, like the Nuggets did it with a guy called Peyton Watson, who was averaging 2 points a game in college, and they took him at 28th. And now he's like probably going to get $25-30 million a year going ahead,
Indeed.
right? And Larry Bird was another one. Larry Bird, they drafted Larry Bird a year before he came out. And he went at like 8th in the draft, right? And yet the next year, obviously, he would have been number 1, right? Like, or number 2, maybe Magic was around. But that's kind of, I think there's a way of doing that. So what else can you do in this point in the season?
It's a fair shout because I think there's no way Kartik gets the most deliberate 50 ever if he gets it. The most deliberate
gotten it?
50 ever.
No,
Nope.
Be fitting
not
if it
yet.
was a misfield, but that's actually the first piece of acceptable fielding in the whole match. Rather than trying to win this with net run rate, I think you're probably right, Jared. They're not thinking about this season now. They've given up. And Mumbai, I said a week ago to you on one of the podcasts that it wouldn't surprise me if Mumbai don't win another game, and I'm sticking with that. Like they look like a team that can't be bothered at all. Like Hardik was keeping the strike and missing the ball by miles, and didn't look overly bothered about that. And they've not really had a go at defending this. There's not been any spark in the field. There's not been any, come on lads, let's have a go. It's just all sort of hands in pockets, going through the motions. This may be the most boring game of the whole IPL.
Oh, that's a celebration as well. Karthik's happy to get to his
he
39
got a
ball
50 because of a net. He was allowed to have a net during an IPL match that neither side cares about progressing, clearly, from what they've both done in this game.
We got another super chat.
Yep. And that's just clarification from Abhilash, who says the Dream 11 ban hurt Quinton de Kock's payout in other leagues.
I don't think the pay has gone that down in the other leagues yet, has it? That I'm aware of. I haven't heard anything from players telling me that they're getting paid less. I think it was more that the problem with Quinton de Kock is he's kind of always got a lot of like IPL gigs, but he's never really been a star in the IPL. And I think when other players got really good at smashing the ball early, he actually fell behind. So I think one of his big issues was that teams kind of understood that he wasn't actually scoring that quickly anymore. And so they moved on. And to be fair to him, he went off and fixed that and came back and was belting the ball everywhere, right? For what has it been about the last year, Rob?
Yeah.
So he was, I thought, quite rubbish for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then the reversal of the retirement came and he got that century against India, didn't he? Where it was probably the best he's ever played in a T20. Not in the World Cup, before the World Cup.
He
Not many
did
people
well
watched it, I don't think.
in Pakistan as well. South Africa too at Pakistan. He was in that white ball leg. And that was the first international cricket he played in a long, long time. That I know.
Okay.
So
So-
he did well over there as well.
So his strike rate by year.
And that's game over. Reverse ramp
Nice
by
game
Karthik
over.
for 4. CSK win it in 18.1 overs. 8-wicket win with 11 balls to spare. They do have somewhat of a shot, I suppose, at making the playoffs, but I just don't see it happening.
No.
And Mumbai are dead and buried. I think even mathematically they'll find it difficult now.
This
They've
looked
lost
like-
7.
Yeah, without slagging off all the players, because obviously they were trying, but this did look like watching American sports when two teams are tanking, right? Like it just wasn't a ferocious game at any stage, was it? It looked like,
Nope.
you know,
It's like when a jockey has definitely won the race on his horse with like 2 furlongs to go and he just drops his hands and makes sure he doesn't ride it out so that the handicapper doesn't be too harsh on him next time. That's what that was like. And it was really boring, and I don't like either of those teams for what they've just subjected us to.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how this is the highest scoring IPL, the highest scoring franchise T20 competition in history, and the 3 watch-alongs that I've been on have not offered any runs.
in
So
some ways it might be Bayram's fault.
yeah,
Just a big thanks to everyone who joined us again for all the watch-alongs today. Remember, go to combox.tv. You could sign up for a beta test of our app. I actually saw our app for the first time. It exists. It's really, really cool. You guys are going to want... have you looked at it yet, Bayram?
just a bit, but I'm waiting for I think his name is Avinash to
Abhinav.
send me Abhinav to
Yep.
send me how the process is going to work for logging bugs and stuff. But it is looking cool.
It does look very, very cool at the moment.
Yeah.
But more importantly, we do have most probably some events coming up at the moment. So if you are in India or Dubai, we'll be hosting events there. And if you want, preferential treatment or early tickets or anything like that, the best way to do it is to go to combox.tv and sign up. Give us all your details, and we can give that off to you. But big thanks from Bayram, me, Rob, and Cheyenne, who was here earlier. And Rob, are we going to do a podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah,
5
can
minutes.
you
5 minutes
do-
nonsense.
Can you do the podcast? I do not want to talk about this game.
You do
Sure.
not have to do a podcast, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, me and Rob will see you in a couple of minutes to talk about this game that we definitely don't want to talk about.
Combox. The game lives on.